My dad saw that my monthly salary was only 300 yuan, and I still couldn't find a girlfriend, so he arranged for a female CEO to be my wife. The CEO is 168 cm tall. She never comes home. She also threw me a limitless black card and told me to spend as I pleased, so I wouldn't disturb her date with her white moonlight. I conscientiously took the black card to the club and spent money non-stop. At this moment, in a luxurious private room, Su Yanbing's phone rang. She glanced at the screen indifferently. She leisurely raised her wine glass and took a sip. Lu Jingnian, sitting next to her, looked at her. His eyes held both love and forbearance. Yanbing, today is your wedding anniversary. You coming here? What will brother Hao Ming think of me? Su Yanbing's voice was very cold. You don't need to care what he thinks. Just as she finished speaking, the phone rang again. This time she picked it up to look. Your account has been charged 288,880 yuan. Your account has been charged 3 million yuan. We've been married for 2 years. This is the first time I've used her card. Su Yanbing's finger swiped across the screen. The corner of her mouth curled into a cold smile. Lu Jingnian pursed his lips and spoke up. Yanbing, maybe you should go home. Before Su Yanbing could speak, another message arrived. Your account has been charged 188,888 yuan. Your account has been charged 380,880 yuan. For the first time, I felt the pleasure of spending money. Without looking at the price was truly exhilarating. Enjoying being treated like a god, the desire to spend, suppressed for over 20 years, was becoming uncontrollable, causing Su Yanbing's phone to ring intermittently. She didn't bother looking anymore. After finishing the meal, her phone had already rung 7 or 8 times. After paying the bill, she glanced at it. Just as she was about to put her phone away, she saw a call from her best friend. Wen Mumo's voice couldn't hide her amusement. Sister Yanbing, I just saw your husband at the club. He called 7 girls at once. If you don't come over, I'm afraid you're about to have a whole prairie on your head. Su Yanbing was so angry she laughed. Gu Haoming at a club? And with 7 girls? How is that possible? Wen Mumu sent her a photo. Don't say I didn't tell you. Your husband is dressed like this today. I almost didn't recognize him. In the photo, the man had exquisite, handsome features. Wearing a black suit jacket, he looked extremely noble. Wen Mumu continued to tease. Do you even recognize your own husband? Su Yanbing once again thought her friend must be blind. How could this possibly be Gu Haoming? At this moment, Lu Jingnian spoke again. Yanbing, maybe you should go home. I can watch the movie by myself. Su Yanbing put her phone away. She remained unshaken and went to the movie with Lu Jingnian. Lu Jingnian posted on his moments, commemorating the premiere of his first movie. 20 minutes later, Su Yanbing received a bank card spending notification. Message. Gu Haoming has deposited 1 million yuan at the Royal Entertainment Club. She couldn't sit still anymore. With an icy expression, she left the movie theater. Meanwhile, in a private room at the club, I leaned back comfortably on the sofa, drinking a bottle of wine worth over 100,000 yuan. 7 girls with perfect figures were attentively serving me, surrounding me, massaging my shoulders and legs. I couldn't help but close my eyes in pleasure. This service is truly heaven on earth. Thinking about how not long ago, my monthly salary was 3,000, I suddenly died from staying up all night reading a novel. And as a result, I transmigrated into the book, becoming a lovesick supporting male character with the same name. The original owner came from a top-tier wealthy family. He was cherished by everyone, yet he insisted on pursuing the female lead, Su Yanbing, for 5 years. But in Su Yanbing's eyes, there was only her white moonlight. Finally, under pressure from both sets of parents, Su Yanbing had to accept the arranged marriage and marry me. After getting married, Su Yanbing rarely came home. When she did, she treated the original owner like a decoration. The original owner couldn't stand the coldness and started causing trouble. In the end, he caused so much trouble that his family was ruined. A tragic ending. He really played a good hand of cards into a complete mess. I clicked my tongue and shook my head. Faced with the club manager's offer, I waved my hand generously, using Su Yanbing's card to deposit 1 million yuan. Su Yanbing pushed open the door to the private room and saw me caressing a girl's thigh, unwilling to let go. Feels pretty good. How long have you been training for this? The girls scrambled to show off their long legs. Sir, I have them too. Do you want to feel them? Sir, me too. Look at mine. I was so aroused I was about to get a nosebleed. The life of the rich is truly amazing. I was about to reach out my hand again. Bam! Immediately followed by a cold shout. All of you get out! I didn't expect Su Yanbing to come. My good time was interrupted. I reluctantly pinched the innocent girl's waist. You girls go out first. I'll find you later when I'm free. Su Yanbing's face was as cold as ice, as if she could freeze a cow to death. Very quickly, only the 2 of us were left in the room. I leaned against the sofa and sized her up. Worthy of being the woman the original owner fell in love with at first sight. This face immediately made the girls from before pale in comparison. She just stood there with her hands on her hips, but the charisma she exuded was enough to make one drool. As I was staring, captivated, I heard Su Yanbing's angry voice. "Using my money to cheat on me here? Gu Haoming, do you really think I wouldn't dare do anything to you?" Su Yanbing assessed me with a cold face, sharp eyebrows, cold eyes, a high, straight nose, deep features, angular jawline. The top button of his shirt was undone, revealing a sexy Adam's apple. She had never seen such a handsome Gu Haoming. Moreover, there was no hint of panic at being caught in the act. Compared to the man from 2 hours ago, who only knew how to be jealous and go crazy, it was like they were two different people. I said righteously, "What do you mean your money? We're husband and wife. Isn't your money my money? You can spend money to have fun with your white moonlight. Why can't I spend money to find some company?" I wasn't afraid of her at all. The novel repeatedly depicted Su Yanbing's disgust for the original owner, to the point where a single touch was repulsive. In short, for her to lay a hand on me would be like hurting herself. Su Yanbing laughed out of anger. "Stop with the hypocrisy. You deliberately used my card, causing such a big scene. Wasn't it just to get me to come here?" I looked up at her and gently took her hand. "So you left Lu Jingnian to come here. Doesn't that prove that in your heart, I'm more important than Lu Jingnian?" Su Yanbing's face instantly turned several shades colder. "I've told you before, don't push your luck with me. This is the last time. If I ever see you like this again, our husband and wife relationship will be over." After saying that, she disgustedly flung my hand away. She pulled out a tissue from the side to wipe her hand, just as written in the book. She hated any physical contact with me. I almost snickered out loud. I rubbed my chin. I sat back on the sofa, crossing my legs. "You won't even let me sleep. I've long since stopped needing this marital affection. If you throw a divorce agreement over here now, and I hesitate for even a second, then I, Gu Haoming, am a dog." Su Yanbing froze. She looked at me. A smile gradually spread across her lips. "Divorce? Are you sure?" He had put in so much effort to marry her in the first place. Just moments ago, he seemed to desire her unbearably, coming from this man's mouth. The word divorce was a huge joke. My gaze rested on her face for a moment, then moved downwards, finally stopping on her long legs. "Either let me touch them, or we divorce." Su Yanbing's face immediately darkened. In front of me, she called her assistant. "Draft a divorce agreement. Bring it to the house tomorrow morning." I picked up my unfinished glass of wine, drank it all so as not to waste it, put the glass down, then stood up. "You chose this. Don't regret it." Su Yanbing's beautiful willow leaf brows furrowed tightly. She was about to say something. I completely ignored her and turned to leave. Su Yanbing stood there stunned. She became more certain that I was drunk, which was why, contrary to my usual self, I dared to confront her and demand a divorce. Arriving home, I went straight upstairs to my room. Su Yanbing watched Gu Haoming ignore her. She only came to her senses after my shadow disappeared. She sat down on the sofa. The image of the man who demanded a divorce from her tonight appeared in her mind. She couldn't help but let out a cold laugh. She wanted to see what I would look like tomorrow, when the divorce agreement was thrown in my face. Thinking of this, Su Yanbing stood up and went upstairs. She stopped as she passed my room door and heard my voice coming from inside. "Today is a beautiful day. Everything I wished for came true. Tomorrow will be another beautiful day. Precious time waits for no one." Su Yanbing heard me howling like a werewolf in my drunken state. She was about to stop my crazy fit, but when she twisted the doorknob, she found I had locked the door. The man who, whenever she came home, would try every means to sleep with her, was now locking his door. My singing continued to echo from behind the door. "I believe I am me. I believe in tomorrow. I believe youth has no horizon." Su Yanbing saw me acting so crazy from drunkenness. She finally turned and left. The room I was in was the master bedroom. Because Su Yanbing refused to share a room with the original owner, she chose to sleep in the guest room. Now this place had become the original owner's private room. I looked at the large and luxurious room. The wardrobe was full of designer clothes, all sorts of expensive watches. While happily singing, I comfortably soaked in the large two-person bathtub, finally lying on the large, comfortable, and soft bed. It felt like a dream, too beautiful to be real. The next morning, Su Yanbing woke up. She saw there was no breakfast on the dining table, prepared as usual, nor was I there waiting for her with expectant eyes. She glanced at my room door. She couldn't help but smirk. As expected, this man got scared after sobering up. He wants to hide in his shell. Remembering my attitude demanding a divorce last night, she smirked, threw the divorce agreement onto the coffee table, then went to the company. I had never slept in such a comfortable bed. I slept until I woke up naturally late in the afternoon. Seeing I was still in the luxurious room, I confirmed that I had indeed transmigrated into the book. I once again reviewed the plot. In the book, our marriage lasted less than 3 years. In other words, in less than a year from now, Su Yanbing will bankrupt my family, leaving me with nothing. The description of the business war in the book was only mentioned briefly. I also don't know what tricks Su Yanbing used. But the life of the rich is so good. No matter what, I can't let my family go bankrupt. I got up, tidied up, and went downstairs. I saw the divorce agreement on the coffee table. I immediately picked up a pen and signed it. Hesitating for even a second would feel disrespectful to the divorce. Then I took Su Yan Bing's card out of my pocket and placed it on top of the divorce agreement. Then I took the original owner's important belongings back to the Gu family home. My mother saw me return. She immediately dropped what she was doing and came to greet me. Hao Ming, why are you home at this time? Did Su Yan Bing kick you out? I smiled and shook my head. No, really, she didn't. My mother was clearly a little doubtful. Usually at this time, I'd be busy bringing lunch to Su Yan Bing. How could I possibly remember them? My mother came forward, took my hand and said, then why didn't you call before coming home, so I could have the maids prepare your favorite dishes? When did you change your hairstyle? It's so nice. This outfit is nice too. You look so handsome. In my mother's eyes, there was only me. While talking to me, she also called for Aunt Zhang to make some of my favorite dishes. Every gesture exuded the joy of seeing her son. Let me call your father. I'll tell him to come home for lunch. I couldn't stop her in time. My mother's call had already gone through. I took the opportunity to observe the house. The more I looked, the better my mood became. My mother ended the call, and again pulled me over to ask caring questions. It was clear that after the original owner married Su Yan Bing, my mother had always been worried that I wasn't happy. Hao Ming, if anything is wrong, you must tell your parents. We will always be your support. I looked at the beautiful and warm mother before me, thinking about her bad ending in the book. I couldn't help but step forward and hug her. I was determined in my heart to change their fate. My mother's body stiffened. How long had it been since her son hugged her like this? Mom, I'm sorry. I've made you and Dad worry these past few years. It won't be like this anymore. Hearing my words, my mother's eyes immediately reddened. Since I got married, I came home less often. Even when I did, it was always because of Su Yan Bing. In the beginning, she said a forced marriage wouldn't be happy, but her son insisted on marrying her. He was their only son, always cherished in the palm of their hands. I wanted to marry Su Yan Bing. They indulged my wishes. After the marriage, seeing I wasn't happy, watching my pride and radiance gradually disappear, watching as my world seemed to revolve only around Su Yan Bing, and I began to lose my sense of right and wrong. As a mother, she saw it all, and it hurt her heart. Son, I could hear the choke in her voice. Seeing my mother's red eyes tearing up, I reached out to wipe her tears. I smiled at her and said, Mom, look, aren't I doing great now? My mother looked at her son. She kept feeling that I had changed a lot this time, as if I had returned to how I was a long time ago. When the meal was ready, my father also came home. He brought Gu Waner with him. Gu Waner is the daughter of my father's best friend. She is 3 years older than the original owner. After her parents passed away, she lived with her grandmother. But it was difficult for the elderly to raise a child, so the Gu family took her in, treating her like a daughter, always supporting her living and educational expenses, until she graduated from college. During college, she worked part-time at the Gu Corporation, and after graduating, she became a senior manager at the company. I snuck a glance at her and caught her gaze looking over. In the book, the original owner always saw her as an older sister. While pursuing Su Yan Bing, I told her many times how much I liked Su Yan Bing and went to her to plot and scheme. The state she showed in front of the original owner was exactly that of an older sister. Doting on me, protecting me, helping me, never crossing the line. Even the readers didn't think much of it. Until she found out Su Yan Bing and I were divorcing. Gu Waner went to find me. She saw my car accident scene. She tremblingly hugged me, seeing my blood-covered state. Her eyes immediately reddened. She kept wiping the blood from the corner of my mouth. Her voice was dazed. Hao Ming, I regret it. I regret not stopping you two back then. The deep love in Gu Waner's eyes was like a mist that wouldn't dissipate. At that moment, she no longer wanted to hide it. She wanted me to know. She had liked me for many years. She desperately wanted to keep me. But no matter what, she couldn't. She could only watch my life gradually fade away before her eyes. At that moment, I both loved and hated this character. Just then, my mother came over with a smile. Waner is here too. I also greeted her. Sister Waner. Gu Waner looked at me. Her words carried a hint of doting. Aren't you busy bringing her lunch every day? How could you bear to come home for lunch? I smiled and shook my head. The weather is so hot. She said it was too much trouble for me to bring her lunch. She won't let me bring it anymore. The moment these words came out, it wasn't just Gu Waner. Even my parents who were talking looked towards me. Clearly, they didn't believe it. As expected, the people who cared about me most didn't believe Su Yan Bing would treat me well. Seeing this, I looked at Gu Waner and changed the subject. Sister Waner, how's the company been lately? Hearing this, Gu Waner couldn't help but glance at me. We're currently negotiating several big projects. If we land them, the company can go up another level. I looked at her doubtfully. Taking on several big projects. What if the capital can't keep up? The capital chain breaks. What if the Su family just stands by and watches? Gu Waner smiled and said, the company can still handle several big projects. I shook my head and looked at her seriously. I think the current market environment isn't very good. The most important thing for the company is to seek stability. We must ensure there's enough cash flow to deal with potential risks the company might face. I couldn't say it directly, so I could only hint at it. As a reminder, Gu Wanner looked at me. Her eyes held a hint of scrutiny. Hao Ming. Since when did you care about company matters? I realized. The original owner never cared about company matters. I touched my chin and looked at Gu Wanner. I still couldn't help but remind her again. About the projects. You and Dad must consider them carefully, especially the risks. Whether we can bear the risks the projects might bring. Gu Wanner looked at me, trying to read something on my face. Did you hear something from Su Yanbing? Does she want us to give up the competition? To yield the projects to her? The original owner was a lovesick fool. He forced his family to help the Su family many times before, suddenly wanting to stop them from taking the projects. It was normal for Gu Wanner to think that. I shook my head and said, "No. It's just that I've been having a dream lately. I dreamed that our family's company went bankrupt, so I'm very worried." Gu Wanner was silent, but she clearly didn't believe me. I hesitated for a long time, looking at my parents not far away. I moved closer to her and covered my mouth. Actually, I secretly overheard that Su Yanbing wants to bring down the Gu family. After saying that, I stepped back. Then I saw the tips of Gu Wanner's ears turn red. I didn't expect to be able to tease her like that. I awkwardly pretended not to see, and explained in a low voice, "I'm afraid Mom and Dad couldn't take it. I don't dare tell them, and I don't understand company matters. I can only entrust this matter to you." Gu Wanner leaned against the back of the sofa. She casually played with her ear while looking at me. "So, Hao Ming, what about you? What are your plans?" Before I could speak, my mother came over and called us to eat. I looked at the table full of delicacies. My mood immediately improved. Mom put food on my plate. "Eat more. You've gotten thinner recently." I looked at the whole table of delicious food and swallowed. I haven't eaten a home-cooked meal in so long, that's why I'm thin from hunger. After I stay home for a few days, I'll definitely fatten up again. Hearing me say that, my mother continuously put food on my plate. "You want to eat home-cooked meals. From now on, I'll have someone bring them to you every day." I waved my hand. "No need, Mom. I'll be staying at home from now on." In an instant, my parents and Gu Wanner all stopped what they were doing and looked at me. I also stopped and looked at them very seriously. "Dad, Mom, Sister Wanner, I'm planning to divorce Su Yanbing. Before, I thought that as long as I tried hard, I could make her love me, but now I know. You can't force matters of the heart. I don't want to love her anymore. Now I just want to come back to be with you all." I said it very freely, without any sadness or reluctance. But the original owner's feelings for Su Yanbing were too deep. It was deeply ingrained in the eyes of the Gu family. My parents looked at me. They didn't believe I could let go just like that. "Why is no one saying anything? Don't tell me you despise me, and don't want me to come back and freeload?" Seeing me say this, my mother reacted, overjoyed. "How could that be? You can come back to my side. I couldn't be happier." My father picked up his phone and immediately transferred another 10 million into my card. "If you want to come back, then come back. Our family can support you for 10 generations. Looking at my parents, I was a little moved. In the book, after the Gu family went bankrupt, my father couldn't handle the fact that his own daughter-in-law was the mastermind. His high blood pressure led to a cerebral hemorrhage. He fell into a coma and became a vegetable. My mother couldn't handle this double blow. She fell into a deep depression and eventually committed suicide. I must change all of this. I also put food on their plates. I was about to put down my chopsticks. A gloomy voice rang out. "Where's mine?" Gu Wanner had been looking at me for who knows how long. Her face showed a hint of jealousy, competing with my parents for favor. I glanced at her and gave her a piece of meat. On the other side, the Su Corporation. The young assistant walked into the CEO's office with documents. "CEO Su, is Mr. Gu not bringing lunch today?" Su Yanbing raised her wrist to check the time. Usually by now, I would have already brought her lunch. "So he's afraid I'll divorce him. He doesn't even dare to bring me lunch anymore." She looked up and gave her young assistant a faint glance. "What? Are you addicted to it? Do you need me to call and ask for you?" The young assistant quickly shook his head. No need, I was just saying. Actually, every time lunch was brought over, it ended up in his stomach. He'd gotten used to it after so long." Finally, the young assistant was truly curious. He couldn't help but ask. "This is the first time Mr. Gu hasn't brought lunch." Seeing that CEO Su was unhappy, he quickly took the signed documents and left. Su Yanbing had a rare day without being bothered by me after finishing work. The image of Gu Hao Ming in a suit last night appeared in her mind. His eyes held no trace of her, his appearance as he demanded a divorce. Su Yanbing smirked. She went straight to the bar. As soon as she entered the private room, she saw everyone looking at her. She sat down on the sofa. Seeing that they were still staring at her, her expression darkened. "Why are you all staring at me? Are you sick?" Her best friend, Wen Mu, came over and asked probingly, "Why isn't Gu Hao Ming following you anymore?" Su Yanbing gave them a cold glance. "Weren't you guys the ones most annoyed by him following me before? Now that he's not coming anymore, isn't that great? Don't be so fickle." Lin Xin Yao, after observing her expression, poured Su Yanbing a glass of wine. "We're mainly worried about you. Afraid that when he no longer treasures you, you'll want to be with him." As Su Yanbing's best friends, they knew better than anyone. Wherever Su Yanbing was before, Gu Haoming would follow. Gu Haoming would never go to a club to find princesses, and he certainly wouldn't be at ease leaving. Su Yunbing to travel to Sanya alone. Su Yunbing's entire face turned cold. If your eyes are useless, then donate them. When Mumu laughed. Yeah. As long as you don't care about him, it's fine. Come on. Let's all have a drink. Let's congratulate Yunbing on temporarily escaping her sea of misery. Su Yunbing raised her glass and drank, completely ignoring the point they were making, until, while drinking, Lin Xinyao held up her phone and said, Sister Yunbing, although Gu Haoming initially forced the marriage, damaging your reputation, but with his looks and family background, he's more than worthy of you. How did you manage to not let him touch you for 2 years, before, when I only had eyes for Su Yunbing? I had the WeChat of every one of her friends, so they could all see my moments. In the past, my moments were all about Su Yunbing. It was either showing off our love to claim sovereignty or little essays about how much I loved her, because I knew Su Yunbing had blocked my moments. When I posted those little essays, these best friends would often send them to the group chat to tease her, but just 2 hours ago, they discovered I had deleted my moments. Everything related to Su Yunbing. Then I posted a moment saying I'd arrived in Sanya. Just now, I posted a photo of me in beach shorts, at Haicheng Beach watching the sunset, a 9-picture grid no less, with the caption, watching the most beautiful scenery with the person who loves me most. Su Yunbing saw everyone looking at their phones. She casually glanced over. It was a photo of me smiling happily at the beach. Qin Shiyue stared at her phone and said, I feel like Gu Haoming has suddenly changed a lot. Wen Mumu nodded. He looks pretty handsome like this. Lin Xinyao smiled. This is probably what someone looks like when they're no longer in love. Crash. Su Yunbing slammed the wine glass in her hand down. Onto the floor. Her beautiful face was as cold as frost. Su Yunbing looked at them coldly. Are you guys sick? We came out to drink, and every single one of you is glued to your phone talking about Gu Haoming. After saying that, Su Yunbing slammed the door and left. When Muma's face was full of confusion. Didn't she say she didn't care? Why did Su Yunbing get so angry? Qin Shiyue smiled and said, She hasn't started to like Gu Haoming, has she? Lin Xinyao narrowed her eyes and said, I don't know if she likes Gu Haoming, but anyway, I'm starting to like him a little. Wen Mumu and Qin Shiyue both looked at her. Are you kidding? Su Yunbing got into her car. She took out her phone and opened WeChat. She found my moments. Only then did she realize I had gone to Haicheng for a trip. In the photo, my eyes were filled with a smile. It was as if light was pouring out from within. Whether it was tilting my face and looking up, or facing the camera, every gesture exuded happiness. My eyes seemed to hold the beauty of everything in the world. This was Gu Haoming, the man whose eyes were either filled with love for her or anger towards others. The rich young master of the capital who always caused trouble for no reason. A person couldn't change so drastically all of a sudden. Su Yunbing completely disbelieved the photo, in which was the real me. Others might not know, but she knew it clearly in her heart. This Gu Haoming was avoiding her about the divorce. Posting his photo on Moments was just a way to curry favor with her. But even though she clearly knew my purpose, she was still drawn to these photos that were different from the usual for a moment. On the other side, I was enjoying the first vacation of my life. Haicheng was also the place I most wanted to visit when I was alive. The cool breeze, a grand seafood feast, eating while enjoying the night view by the sea. It made me feel only one thing. The world is truly beautiful. In my previous life, I never had enough money. I basically never had the chance to experience a life like this. There was nothing good worth recording either. But now I felt it was worth it. There were so many beautiful things to record. For example, delicious food, beautiful scenery, and the love of my family. On the morning of the second day, I wanted to go diving. My mother immediately paid to hire a beautiful private instructor for me to take me diving, enjoying the amazing feeling of gliding past coral reefs and playing with the schools of fish swimming around, relaxing and happy. Meanwhile, in the CEO's office of the Su Group, Su Yunbing, swamped with work, received a call from her mother. Daughter, why is Gu Haoming on a trip with another woman? Did you argue with him? Su Yunbing frowned. No, Mother Su said seriously. If not, why is he being so intimate with another woman and deliberately posting it on Moments? Su Yunbing checked my Moments and saw that a few minutes ago, I had shared a diving video with a special caption, first time diving, so happy I can't describe it. In the video, there was a woman. At times, she held my arm. At other times, she supported me. The gestures looked very intimate. Because of the diving gear, you couldn't see the woman's face clearly, but you could tell her figure was very good. In the comments, a classmate commented, public displays of affection lead to a quick end. I don't want this PDA. Such a perfect match. I won't say who's jealous. When Mumu, also a classmate, saw it, everyone mistakenly thought it was Su Yunbing and tagged her in the best friends group chat. Qin Shiyue chuckled. There's a 30-day cooling off period after filing for divorce. This Gu Haoming is a bit too hasty. Lin Xinyao nodded. You can't blame Gu Haoming for being young and vigorous who could endure it. The reply to them was a system notification that Su Yunbing had left the group. Every single one of them is so blind. Su Yanbing was very confident in her heart. How could Gu Haoming bear to divorce her? His moments were always posted for her, from yesterday until now. Although Gu Haoming hadn't contacted her, his moments were updated from time to time, updating so diligently. It was clearly for her to see. Posting this diving video was the same as calling female models at the club last time. It was just to get her attention, to make her feel a sense of urgency, to actively seek him out and give him an out. Men. Su Yanbing snorted lightly. Gu Haoming really thought too highly of himself. Him not bothering her was exactly what she wanted. Su Yanbing tossed her phone aside and continued to handle her work. But Gu Haoming's greatly changed appearance would occasionally flash through her mind, causing her a burst of irritation. She called her young assistant and packed her schedule with work. That evening, she took Lu Jingnian with her to attend the birthday party of the Bai family's young lady. Very quickly, Su Yanbing taking Lu Jingnian to attend the banquet became a trending topic. Su Yanbing often took Lu Jingnian to banquets, but the live stream of Su Yanbing and Gu Haoming's wedding of the century, which shocked the entire internet, still left a deep impression on everyone, and the journalists couldn't afford to offend either the Gu or Su families. No one dared to make their private lives a topic. But every time Gu Haoming saw the trending topic, he would assume Lu Jingnian was trying to seduce Su Yanbing. He would go find him and cause trouble, warn him, beat him. Su Yanbing returned to her hotel room, seeing the trending topic. The image of Gu Haoming going crazy alternated in her mind with the image of him happily on vacation. Suddenly, there was a glimmer of expectation. She took a shower and went to bed. On the other side, in the morning, I experienced diving. In the afternoon, I tried surfing. Needless to say, it was incredibly fun. In the evening, after showering, I lay down and picked up my phone and saw that the original owner's former informant had sent me the trending topic about Su Yanbing and Lu Jingnian. I glanced at it. They were in the same frame, but there was no scandal. I was even worried for them. I was about to inform him that I didn't want to know anymore. Anything related to Su Yanbing. Gu Wanner video called me. Are you having fun? I nodded. Very fun. Gu Weiner had also just finished showering. She was still drying her hair with a towel, because she had just showered. Her eyes held an extra touch of charm. Her skin looked even more clear and smooth. Her lips were also rosy. I almost couldn't control my lust. Gu Weiner looked at me and mumbled, I want to go too. I glanced at her. You should just focus on your work. What I said last time wasn't a joke. It's true. The Su family will turn against the Gu family. You have to be prepared. The company is counting on you, sister. Gu Weiner stopped what she was doing and looked straight at me. Aren't you afraid that I'm like Su Yanbing? Also eyeing the company? I smiled and shook my head. Not afraid. I trust you. Gu Wanner looked at me, her beautiful eyes warming slightly. I didn't expect this sentence could also flirt with her. I could only end the conversation in a hurry. It's getting late. I have to sleep. You should sleep early too, Gu Wanner said with a look of expectation. Remember to bring me a gift? I lay in bed, thinking about the deep feelings Gu Weiner had secretly held for the original owner for many years. I decided to fulfill her small request. The next day, Su Yanbing woke up and opened her phone. The trending topic was still there, but Gu Haoming hadn't looked for her at all. No one had looked for Lu Jingnian either. She couldn't help but click on my moments again, only to see that I had updated with a new status 5 minutes ago. It was a video of me riding an electric scooter, rented at the tourist spot, taking my mom for a ride. In the video, my handsome face was as vibrant as an ambassador of happiness, making the scenery along the way pale in comparison. This person, Su Yanbing, was stunned. Gu Haoming didn't come back. He was still on vacation. He had time to post on moments. He couldn't have missed the trending topic. But he didn't come back, and he seemed even happier. Su Yanbing was so angry she laughed. She threw her phone aside. He's made some progress this time. She, on the other hand, wanted to see how long I could hold out. Su Yanbing's schedule for the day was packed. When she returned to the hotel in the evening, Su Yanbing sank wearily into the sofa, looking at the warm lights. The image of me happily riding the electric scooter flashed through her mind. She took out her phone to check my moments and saw that I had updated with a new status a few hours ago. Caption: In this world, only mother is the best. In the 9 photos, it was either me eating various specialty snacks or me showing off the small items I bought. In the center was a photo of me and my mom together. In the comments, my dad left a message. Isn't dad good? I quickly replied, Dad is good too. Gu Weiner saw this and joined in the fun. Haoming is so biased. Am I not good? I was a little helpless. Sister Weiner is good, the best in the world, on the other side. These past few days, Su Yanbing had been feeling a tightness in her chest. It's been 3 days. For 3 days, I hadn't looked for her, nor had I contacted her. And I was getting happier and happier, seeing me so happy. Su Yanbing felt uncomfortable as swallowing a dead fly. Just then, her phone rang. I had sent her a message. The frustration in her chest suddenly vanished. This man finally couldn't hold it in anymore. For the first time, she felt a glimmer of anticipation and opened the chat window with me. But my words were very cold. The divorce agreement was signed so many days ago. Isn't it time to go through with the procedures? Su Yanbing looked at this message. Her beautiful eyes were stunned. The hand holding the phone tightened and tightened again. After a long time, she stood up and went out. She drove home. The house where no matter when she came home, the lights were always on, was now completely dark. Only the lonely streetlights outside were working as usual. She turned on the living room light and went in. The house was empty. The figure that was always waiting for her to return was not there. On the divorce agreement on the coffee table was her card. She picked up the divorce agreement and opened it. The 3 handwritten words, Gu Haoming, were extremely eye-catching. The paper in her hand was crumpled. Emotions swirled in her eyes. Gu Haoming, the man who was fighting and getting jealous over her just a few days ago, actually wanted a divorce from her. How could it be? Su Yanbing was so incredulous that she laughed coldly. At the same time, at the Gu residence, my mother was taking out specialties from a large bag to share with the household staff. Haoming said these were all delicious, so he brought some back for you all to taste. Everyone received the specialties, happily thanked her, and the joy of sharing spread throughout the house. My father was drinking tea after dinner, and Gu Wanner was on a work call. Although the house was large, it wasn't cold at all. It was warm and beautiful. I held my phone, seeing that Su Yanbing hadn't replied. I thought about giving her a call later. Gu Wanner sat down next to me and asked, "Where's my gift?" I looked up and met her clear eyes, which held a hint of expectation. A woman favored by a filter. It was very difficult for me not to be biased towards her. I stood up and opened my suitcase and took out 2 small night lamps from inside. One was made of conch. One was made of seashell. Which one do you want? Gu Wanner looked at both. Who's the other one for? I didn't expose her little thoughts. For myself. Gu Wanner smiled brightly. She picked up the conch night lamp and looked at it over and over. My mother finished distributing the gifts, saw the night lamp in my hand, and casually said, Hao Ming made this himself. When Gu Wanner heard this, she immediately looked up at me. The unexpected joy in her eyes could hardly be concealed. You made it? The original owner had only ever handmade things for Su Yanbing. She had been secretly in love with the original owner for many years. This was the first time she had received a handmade gift from me. Her joy was imaginable. I gave her a cold glance. What? You don't like it? If you don't like it, give it back. Gu Wanner immediately shook her head and said she didn't dislike it. After saying that, she just kept looking at me like that. I felt it contained a deep, suppressed affection, making it hard for me to resist the temptation of her beauty. I stood up with my phone. I'm tired. I'm going to my room to rest. After getting to my room, I opened my phone and found that Su Yanbing had replied to my message. 9 a.m. tomorrow. Meet at the Civil Affairs Bureau. In the story, Su Yanbing caused the Gu family to go bankrupt, forcing me to divorce her and leave with nothing. Now we're divorcing early. Does this signal that the Gu family's fate of bankruptcy can also be changed? I was in a very good mood, afraid I would oversleep. I even set an alarm. The next day, I was awake before the alarm went off, thinking about regaining my freedom soon. I even made an effort to dress up. Downstairs, my father had finished breakfast and gone to work at the company. My mother was trimming flowers picked from the backyard. When she saw me, she called me for breakfast. I was in a hurry. I made an excuse and left in a rush. I planned to give them a surprise after the divorce was finalized. The original owner knew how to drive and had a license, but I didn't. I only knew how to ride an electric scooter. Before transmigrating, I was very poor, so I never learned to drive. The car I called arrived at the Civil Affairs Bureau. 8:50. I took out my phone and called Su Yanbing. I am at the Civil Affairs Bureau. When will you arrive? Soon. Su Yanbing replied with 2 words, which made me wait under a tree until 9:30. I cursed all 18 generations of her ancestors before I finally saw Su Yanbing's car arrive. I eagerly went over to meet her. Su Yanbing looked at me through the car window. Why does this man seem to be getting more handsome? I walked towards Su Yanbing against the sunlight. My whole body seemed to be glowing, making everything around me dim in comparison. I stopped in front of the car and knocked on the window. Only then did Su Yanbing avert her gaze. She opened the car door and got out. Our eyes met. There was no trace of her in my eyes, nor was there any hint of sadness. Only a happy smile, with a hint of unfamiliarity. It wasn't as she had expected. I just gave her an indifferent glance. Let's go. After speaking, I turned and walked towards the entrance of the Civil Affairs Bureau. My steps were light, revealing my eagerness. At this moment, Su Yanbing was finally certain. I really wanted a divorce. She looked at my back, and the memory of being forced to marry back then appeared in her mind. Though it had been over 2 years, it was still as clear as yesterday. Being forced to marry me was a humiliation for her. From the moment of the marriage, she had thought of the day she would wash away this shame. That day hadn't arrived yet, and I already wanted a divorce. I had taken a few steps and saw she was still standing there. I frowned and walked back to ask, "What's wrong?" I saw that she was silent and immediately had a bad feeling. Don't tell me you didn't bring your documents. You're here for a divorce. And you didn't bring your documents? I held it in and held it in. Then hurry up and call someone to bring them. Su Yanbing just looked at me with a cold face, but still didn't say anything. I was speechless. Make the call. What are you looking at me for? Only then did Su Yanbing look away. She casually raised her wrist to check the time, and finally deigned to open her precious mouth. I have a meeting at 10. Let's talk about the divorce later. Hearing that, I frowned. We're already here. Why make another trip? Postpone the meeting a little. It won't be too late to have the meeting after we're done with the procedures. It was hard enough to get here. Next time there are too many variables. I don't want to wait. The reason I said that is because in the novel, Su Yanbing often postponed meetings for Lu Jingnian. It shows that the meetings aren't that important. But I didn't expect that as soon as I finished speaking. Su Yanbing's expression changed when she looked at me, as if I had committed some unforgivable sin. Her face was cold enough to freeze someone. Gu Haoming, do you think that your affairs are always the most important thing? Are the lives of several thousand employees not as important as your divorce? You think too highly of yourself. I was stunned for 2 seconds by her scolding. This double-standard woman. It's fine when Lu Jingnian tells her to postpone a meeting, but when I tell her to postpone a meeting, it suddenly affects the lives of the employees. Also, is the divorce my business alone? Isn't it hers too? Su Yanbing didn't give me any time to react at all. After scolding me, she left. We agreed to divorce, but she didn't bring her documents and was late. Clearly, I should be the one who's angry, but she was the one who slammed the car door with a dark face and left. I was so angry I wanted to curse. I had already thought of the post to celebrate being single on my social media. I had even planned where to party tonight, but in the end, we couldn't get divorced. I went to the supermarket and bought a bunch of snacks. Then I went to the Su group. Su Yanbing returned after her meeting and saw me sitting on the sofa in her office playing games, with a spicy strip hanging out of my mouth. The whole office smelled of spicy strips. On the coffee table was a pile of snacks, all things I would never have eaten before. Su Yanbing frowned in disgust. Why are you here? I ate the spicy strip while looking at my phone, without even looking up. I'm here to wait for you. Su Yanbing stopped in her tracks. She glanced at me and walked to her desk to sit down. She looked at me and spoke. What are you waiting for me for? Eating junk food and playing games, without a single bit of the burden of a young master from the capital's image. A Gu Haoming like this was so unfamiliar. Only then did I stop what I was doing and looked up at her. Didn't we fail to finish the divorce procedures this morning? I know you're busy. I'll wait here for you to finish. Then we'll go again. Su Yanbing looked at me coldly. I'm not free at all today. I glanced at her again, half believing, half doubting. Then when are you free? Su Yanbing picked up a document folder next to her. When I'm free, I'll naturally contact you. I felt like she had changed her mind. She wanted a divorce. How could she not have time? But why did she change her mind? She hated the original owner so much. Isn't divorce a release? Could it be that she hasn't tormented me enough? Although the female lead in the novel didn't say it, her attitude towards the original owner was very clear, carrying a sense of revenge for me forcing the marriage. The more I wanted her love, the more she made me taste the pain of unrequited love. Now I want a divorce. Could it be that she wants me to experience the feeling of wanting a divorce but being unable to get one? I stood up in anger. Su Yanbing, do you not want a divorce? I'll give you 3 days. In 3 days, if you don't go through the divorce procedures with me, then I'll sue for divorce. I'm not negotiating with you. I'm informing you. After saying that, I picked up my snacks and prepared to leave. Just then, Lu Jingnian pushed open the office door and walked in. He saw me, and a look of fear flashed in his eyes. Did I come at a bad time? Lu Jingnian was about to back out. Su Yanbing waved her hand and said, No, you came at the right time. Lu Jingnian is the male lead of the novel, a character with a tragic family background. His father was a gambling addict. His mother was in poor health. During high school, his father couldn't repay his heavy gambling debts. He started working part-time since he was young. Su Yanbing saved him, and Su Yanbing signed him to her company, helping him become a top star. As the male lead in the story, he was kind, hardworking, and had upright values. He had liked her from the moment Su Yanbing helped him, but he always felt unworthy of Su Yanbing. He didn't dare to confess. He wanted to work hard to become outstanding, to become a good match for her. After Su Yanbing was forced to marry, although Lu Jingnian loved Su Yanbing in his heart, he stuck to his principle of not being a third party. He maintained a friendly distance with her. The novel was mainly from the perspectives of the male lead and the original owner. The female lead's love for the male lead was portrayed through events. The part I read hadn't reached the confession yet, so the suppressed, secret love from both the male and female leads received infinite heartache and anticipation from the readers. As for the original owner, this evil villain, people urged him to disappear every day. At this moment, I was about to leave. I looked at Su Yanbing, then at Lu Jingnian. I left very quickly. The smile on my face was very genuine. You two can talk slowly. I won't disturb you anymore. Walking past Lu Jingnian, I clearly felt Lu Jingnian flinch away. I couldn't blame Lu Jingnian for being afraid of me. The original owner always saw him as a third party wrecking my marriage. Every time I met him, I would teach him a lesson. I even hired people to beat him up a few times. Now, to clear my name. I stepped out of the office and even thoughtfully closed the door. Lu Jingnian stared blankly as I left. Then he looked at Su Yanbing and saw her staring at the closed door. Her expression was extremely cold, waiting until Lu Jingnian approached with the local specialties he brought back. He saw the pen in Su Yanbing's hand. The fountain pen was scribbling on the document. Su Yanbing averted her gaze. She looked up at him and asked, "Why are you here?" Lu Jingnian smiled and put the bag on the table. "Specialties from Zhangcheng. I thought they were pretty good, so I brought some for you. Thank you for helping my mother find a doctor." After speaking, he looked at her with a restrained gaze. "Are you divorcing brother Haoming?" On the other side, I walked out with my snacks and ran into the young assistant who was looking for Su Yanbing to sign some documents. I raised my hand to stop him. "Your CEO Su is busy with something important right now. Whatever documents. Bring them in after Lu Jingnian comes out." The young assistant looked at the office door, then at me. He was a bit dazed. Lu Jingnian is in there, and Mr. Gu isn't getting jealous. He can even be so calm here. I opened my bag of snacks. "Want some?" The young assistant saw the bag of snacks held out in front of him. As a foodie, he couldn't resist the temptation. He took a packet of pickled chicken feet with chili. "Thank you, Mr. Gu," I chuckled. "Be more observant in the future. When Lu Jingnian comes to see Su Yanbing, don't go in and disturb them." The young assistant nodded without a word. After I said that, I left. Helping them is helping myself. It's best if they quickly can't suppress their desire to be together, so that Su Yanbing will finalize the divorce with me soon. After all, filing for divorce requires proof that the marital relationship has broken down. It seems quite troublesome. The young assistant ate the pickled chicken feet and waited until Lu Jingnian came out. Before taking the documents inside, he couldn't help but say a few more words. "Do you know what Mr. Gu just said to me?" Su Yanbing glanced up at him. The young assistant continued. "Mr. Gu said that after Lu Jingnian comes out, I could go in. He also said that in the future, when Lu Jingnian comes to see you, I shouldn't go in and disturb you." Su Yanbing threw a document folder at the young assistant. "Am I the one who pays your salary, or does he pay your salary?" The young assistant caught the folder. "Don't you see that Mr. Gu has changed? He doesn't seem to be jealous over you anymore. He even seems to be setting you up with Lu Jingnian." A creepy smile formed at the corner of Su Yanbing's mouth. "Have you been too idle lately?" The young assistant immediately shut up. He took the signed folder and ran out. Su Yanbing threw her fountain pen on the table. The smile at the corner of her mouth grew colder. Her gaze slowly narrowed. I left Su Yanbing's company. It was almost noon according to my watch. I took a car straight home. After having lunch with my mother, I found a nearby driving school online and called to inquire about driving lessons. After all, there were so many sports cars in the garage. I could look at them but not drive them. It was truly painful. The original owner had a license. I just needed to learn how to drive. The driving school had a dedicated practice ground. It was perfect. After making an appointment over the phone, I called a car to the driving school. Based on the principle that money can buy anything, the owner of the driving school found a super nice, beautiful instructor to teach me privately. I have to say, you get what you pay for. I thought I was unbelievably stupid, but for the entire afternoon, the beautiful instructor didn't show any impatience. She always encouraged me, comforted me, full marks for emotional value. I spent the entire afternoon and finally managed to learn to thank the instructor. After we finished, I invited her to dinner. On the other side, Su Yanbing had just left the company. When she saw Wen Mumu send her a message, "Yanbing, we were wrong last time. We didn't consider your feelings. We're treating you to dinner tonight." 20 minutes later, Su Yanbing entered the restaurant Wen Mumu had booked and immediately saw a familiar figure. That man was smiling very happily. Su Yanbing tiptoed closer and heard me openly praising the woman. "Instructor Shen, someone like you, with your looks and your figure. Why waste your talent being an instructor at a driving school?" Shen Xinyi smiled and explained. She wasn't an instructor. It turned out she was the daughter of the driving school's owner. Because they were short-staffed, her father forced her to come teach me. I couldn't help but laugh. As I was laughing, I felt a cold gaze. I reflexively looked up and saw Su Yanbing standing beside me. Her entire face was as cold as ice. Before I could even speak, Su Yanbing grabbed my arm and pulled me straight out of the restaurant. "Gu Haoming, we're not divorced yet. And you're already out finding other women for yourself." I looked at the woman who was so close. What a waste of a beautiful appearance. Why is her temper so bad? I rubbed my wrist. "What other women? I was just having a normal meal with someone. Don't talk nonsense." Su Yanbing glared at me. "A normal meal? Do you think I'm blind?" I didn't want to look at her face, so I looked up at the sky. "If you think you're blind, I can't do anything about it." Su Yanbing was so angry she laughed. "Gu Haoming, do you think this is still 2 years ago? You do anything and I have to tolerate it? From now on, between us, I call the shots." I saw her touching me as if she were torturing herself. So I smiled and walked closer to her. I reached out and touched her slender waist, bold and unrestrained. "So, tell me, what do you want?" Su Yanbing swallowed. With an ugly expression, she grabbed my wrist. I knew that Su Yanbing hated the original owner's touch the most. Every time I touched her, Su Yanbing's disgust for me would grow a little more. Seeing her face darken, I raised my other hand and grabbed her hand, continuing to disgust her. How about we find a hotel? Summer clothes were already thin, and Su Yanbing was wearing a dress. I ran my hand along her leg. It was like brushing against her heart, causing an itchy feeling like ants crawling inside her. Su Yanbing blushed. She stared at me. The me from before would never have dared to be so bold, nor so seductive. There was clearly no love for her in my eyes, yet I acted as if I craved her body. It was truly like treating her as a bar hostess. Su Yanbing swallowed again. Her face grew a degree colder. I saw that she wasn't disgusted enough to push me away yet. I pretended I was going to kiss her. Only then did Su Yanbing push me away forcefully. She took out a handkerchief to wipe her hands. Gu Haoming, drop your fantasies. From me, you will never get what you want. I suddenly understood. Indeed, she wouldn't divorce me because I wanted a divorce. I rubbed my wrist and sneered. Is it possible that what I can't get from you, I can get from another woman? I may desire your body, but women, truthfully, they're all the same with the lights off. It's not like I can't live without you. Su Yanbing's face was as black as if it had been soaked in ink. She gritted her teeth, threw the handkerchief away. She was so angry she laughed. Then you can try. I smiled at her and said, Aren't I about to try right now? It's just that you're bothering me. If you have nothing else, I'm going back inside to continue. My phone is still in the restaurant. Seeing that Su Yanbing didn't stop me, I went in. But as soon as I sat down, my phone rang. I picked it up to look. Su Yanbing had sent me a video. I clicked on it to watch. My face immediately turned pale. The video contained evidence of the original owner hiring people to kidnap Lu Jingnian. There was a scene of me shoving someone, evidence of pushing someone into the road, causing a traffic accident. There was also video evidence of me hiring people to beat up Lu Jingnian. This evidence is enough to send me to prison for several years. Su Yanbing didn't release it before because she was wary of the Gu family. Now that she's showing it, it seems she's no longer afraid of the Gu family. I've only had a few good days. I didn't transmigrate here to enjoy prison life. Su Yanbing sent me a message. You have 2 minutes. Come up obediently. Su Yanbing wanted to use this to threaten me. Although I was unwilling, I wanted to go to prison even less. Shen Xindi saw that I didn't look well. She poured me a glass of water. What's wrong? I waved my hand. Sorry, I have something to do. I have to go first. Please, take your time and eat. After saying that, I quickly paid the bill. I went upstairs to the private room to find Su Yanbing. In the private room, when Mumu arrived, she happened to see the scene between Su Yanbing and me in front of the car, so she took a picture and sent it to the private chat room to share with her close friends. From her angle, the photo looked as if Su Yanbing was in complete control and being intimate with me. Then everyone went to the window to watch. They saw me leave without looking back. They were even more certain that Su Yanbing had forced me. When Mumu said, a little surprised, tonight, nobody mentioned Gu Haoming. As soon as Su Yanbing entered the private room, Wen Mumu immediately went up to greet her. Everyone was talking and laughing. They absolutely did not mention me. When I pushed the door open and walked in, all 3 of them paused in surprise. Wen Mumu was very sharp. She quickly stood up and gave up the seat next to Su Yanbing. She placed a new, unwrapped set of utensils down. Haoming is here. I smiled and waved at them. I glanced at Su Yanbing. Then I walked towards her. The 3 of them looked at me, then looked at Su Yanbing, who, as usual, treated me as if I were invisible. I gritted my teeth. I used my chopsticks to poke through the plastic wrap on the bowl. I moved a little closer to Su Yanbing. I lowered my voice. What do you mean by this? Su Yanbing smirked. I just want you to be a little more obedient. My fist clenched. This bitch, besides torturing me, does she have no other hobbies? I put on a fake smile and picked up food for her with my chopsticks. All right, my dear wife, if you tell me to go east, I will absolutely not go west. If you tell me to warm the bed, I will absolutely not just warm the room. Su Yanbing glanced at me. She put down her empty wine glass. I immediately filled it for her. I spent the whole afternoon practicing driving. I was actually hungry too. Seeing that Su Yanbing didn't make any requests, I started eating heartily myself. After finishing a bowl of rice, I noticed everyone was looking at me. I got another bowl of rice. I gave them a bright smile. Does anyone want some? I can get it for you. Her 3 close friends were even more astonished. The man who used to only have eyes for Su Yanbing, Gu Haoming, actually wanted to get rice for them. The next second, Su Yanbing finally spoke. You like helping others so much? Help me peel this entire plate of shrimp. I like to eat them. I was so angry my fist clenched again. So annoying. I don't even bother peeling them when I want to eat them myself. I smiled, sat down, and looked at her. All right, my dear wife. I brought the plate of shrimp over. While peeling, I thought about how to break this stalemate. I didn't want to be threatened by her like this forever. I was lost in thought. I absent-mindedly put the shrimp I had just peeled into my own mouth. Su Yanbing watched me eat the shrimp, and I even ate it with great relish. Her eyes became dark and unreadable. I could feel her gaze cold enough to freeze someone. Only then did I snap out of it. I quickly took the shrimp I was about to put into my mouth and stuffed it into hers. I tasted it for you. It's very safe. Not poisoned. Su Yanbing was forced to eat it. She chewed subconsciously. the coldness in her eyes softened a little. The old Su Yanbing, even when I served her food, she found it disgusting. Now, watching me feed her directly, Su Yanbing not only ate it, but she also seemed to be enjoying it. Her group of friends immediately started teasing. You two, when you show affection, could you think about the feelings of us single people? I was suppressing my anger. I couldn't stand their teasing. Lin Xinyao played with the wine glass in her hand and looked at me. Hao Ming. Yanbing is so hard to please. How about you consider liking someone else? I stuffed another peeled shrimp into Su Yanbing's mouth, with a look as if she was the only one in my eyes. My voice unknowingly became affectionate. She is a bit hard to please, but she's beautiful. I just like how she's both beautiful and arrogant. And her figure is great too. Su Yanbing watched me lie. I had a bright smile on my face, but I was secretly about to grind my teeth to dust. A hint of a smile flashed in her cold eyes. After dinner, as we walked out of the restaurant, I was still thinking about going back to the Gu family home. Su Yanbing tossed the car keys to me. You drive. I've been drinking. I can't drive. Besides, the original owner knew how to drive. I had no way to refuse. Watching Su Yanbing get into the back seat, I had no choice but to be the driver. Luckily, I had learned how to drive in the afternoon, but as a new driver, it was hard to avoid being nervous. Plus, it was night. I concentrated hard and drove very slowly. Su Yanbing leaned back in her seat, watching me drive a luxury car at the speed of a tractor. She laughed out of anger. Could you be any slower? My hands holding the steering wheel were sweating. My entire mind was focused on driving. I couldn't handle any distractions. Don't talk to me. Su Yanbing's face immediately darkened. Gu Haoming, have you forgotten your place? The next second, the car shot forward like an arrow. I saw the car going faster and faster. My mind went blank for a moment. Su Yanbing saw the car's speed suddenly become reckless. There was a car ahead, but it still didn't slow down. It looked like I wanted to drag her to death with me. Her beautiful face instantly tensed up and she shouted, Gu Haoming! Are you crazy? Hit the brakes for me, I shouted. I am hitting the brake. Only then did I realize I had mistaken the accelerator for the brake. I hurriedly slammed on the brake, but it was a little too late. While still in shock, I just heard a loud bang. The world suddenly fell silent. I came back to my senses. My neck and head still ached a little. I heard Su Yanbing practically gritting her teeth, forcing my name out from her throat. Gu Haoming. I turned to look at her and said, I was driving just fine. It was you who insisted on talking to me. Su Yanbing looked at me coldly, squeezing out a few words through her teeth. So what? Before she could finish, I cut her off, apologizing repeatedly. It's my fault. I'm useless. The moment I hear your voice, I get so nervous that I can't tell the brake from the accelerator. My mouth said it was my fault, but my face showed no hint of remorse. After saying that, I got out of the car directly. Su Yanbing, with a cold face, took out her phone. She called her young assistant to handle it. After the call, she saw me rubbing my neck, bowing and talking to the car owner, in front of the crashed car. The posture was clearly an apologetic one for doing something wrong. The me like this and the me in her memory were worlds apart. The me in her memory had never apologized to anyone but her, always arrogant and willful. Even when wrong, he always had a high and mighty attitude, feeling that others deserved it. Things like a car accident, the old me wouldn't even have gotten out of the car. He would just call someone to handle it, completely indifferent to whether others lived or died. But right now, I was anxiously checking if the other party was injured. Are you okay? The woman got out, touching her face. A bruise on her forehead marred her fair and flawless skin. I got a clear look at her face. I just felt my guilt was immense. I felt even more remorseful. Isn't this woman the famous young starlet Murong Yan? In the book, when she collaborated with Lu Jingyan, she was mentioned in a movie. She was described as having debuted as a child star. Lu Jingyan was able to work with her in his first movie. Fans all over the country celebrated. After that, her on-screen pairing with Lu Jingyan became a viral sensation. But in that same year, before the original owner died, Murong Yan also died. She left a long suicide note and killed herself. Behind the young girl who always wore a bright smile on screen was a pair of blood-sucking parents. They broke her wings of dreams. She lost herself. They treated her as a money-making tool, never caring about her feelings. Under the pressure of long-term depression, her parents forced her to entertain powerful figures in the industry. It became the last straw. In the end, Murong Yan chose suicide. When I read the book, I felt she was a reflection of myself. I empathized so much that I shed many tears. At this moment, Murong Yan looked at her beloved car. She lowered her eyes to look at me, a hint of a smile in them. Big brother, is this what they call someone sitting in their car when disaster falls from the sky, as the legend goes? I came to my senses, looking into her eyes where the heartache had not yet faded. I'm truly sorry. I'll be responsible for the car repairs. I will also compensate for your checkup fees and emotional distress. Others who see her for the first time all scream in amazement. This was the first time Murong Yan had seen someone look at her with such heartache in their eyes, as if they had seen through the unhappiness beneath her glamorous facade. While she was dazed, I took out my phone and said, "Could I have your contact information? That way, if there are any compensation issues later, it'll be easier to contact you." Murong Yan didn't really care about the car, nor did she want compensation. But my gaze just now made her unable to resist taking my phone and adding her contact information. She made a call and then handed the phone back to me. "Big brother, you don't recognize me?" I put my phone away. The corners of my mouth lifted into a smile. The great star, Murong Yan. How could I not know you? I'm your loyal fan. Could you give me an autograph? Murong Yan looked at me in disbelief. This man, upon seeing her, clearly showed none of the excitement of meeting an idol. I saw she wasn't moving, so I stepped forward and hugged her. If you don't want to sign an autograph, then give me a hug. Murong Yan froze on the spot. Unlike the excited, frenzied hugs from other fans, I quietly held her. It was as if I was confessing, and also as if I was comforting her. You are truly outstanding. Your excellence has given many people the courage to face hardships. It has given many people the motivation to move forward. I hope one day we can also give you courage, to become the strength that supports you as you move forward. From the car, Su Yanbing watched me handle the accident, only for it to turn into me flirting with a woman. Her face instantly darkened and she got out of the car. She pulled me out of the other woman's arms. Just as the young assistant hurried over, Su Yanbing took my car keys and dragged me away. Murong Yan stood there watching me, my recent words still ringing in her head. I smiled and waved at Murong Yan. My smile was like peach blossoms in March, a cool breeze in June, like all the beautiful things in the world, framed into a picture under the warm lights. Su Yanbing looked at me with a dark expression. Her voice was extremely cold. Gu Haoming, cheating on me right in front of my face. Your nerve is getting bigger and bigger. I took the initiative to get closer to her and said, Yanbing, my life is in your hands right now. You won't let me touch others. Even if I have the desire now, I don't have the guts. Right now, I'm only thinking about how to please you. How about tonight? I pretended to get closer to her. As expected, the next second Su Yanbing was utterly disgusted. With a cold face, she opened the car door and pushed me inside. On the way, I got a call from my mother. Xiao Ming. It's so late. Why aren't you home yet? I didn't want them to worry, but I couldn't get a divorce now, and I was being threatened by Su Yanbing. I definitely couldn't stay at home every day. I had no choice but to reply, I'm not coming home tonight. Su Yanbing has apologized to me. I've decided to give her another chance. Su Yanbing snorted at me through the rearview mirror. My mother already knew this would be the outcome. She wasn't too surprised, just a little disappointed. Then tomorrow, bring her to the Gu family home for a meal. I glanced at Su Yanbing in the passenger seat and tentatively agreed. My mother added caringly, if anything happens, remember to tell me. Get some rest. I said yes. Mom and Dad, you should also go to bed early, and don't always worry about me. As soon as I ended the call, Su Yanbing's annoying voice rang out. I apologize to you? What did I apologize for? I smiled and waved my hand, saying, it's just an excuse to deal with your parents. How could you be wrong? It's all my fault. I felt that I was clearly unhappy like this, but I still had to please her. It might give her a sense of satisfaction from torturing me. Once she's satisfied, my days will be easier. But Su Yanbing, given an inch, took a mile and continued. I remember you used to love writing cheesy posts on your moments. Since you know you were wrong, write one tonight. No less than 3,000 words. The original owner used to write them every day. Su Yanbing blocked them. Now that I don't love her anymore, and have deleted all those cheesy posts, she's forcing me to write again. I could only smile and agree. I'll write it when I get back. When I got home, I went straight to my room. I sent a message to Gu Warner. Sister Warner, what are the chances of us taking down the Su family? Or how much money would it take to acquire them? In a few years, the Su Corporation has risen to become the top local enterprise. There must be quite a few shady dealings. If I don't want to be threatened by her, I have to be a level stronger than her, to be able to suppress her. I don't believe that a transmigrator like me can beat her. In the book, Su Yanbing took down the Gu Corporation. I want to take down the Su Corporation. I don't know how to do anything else. But I can make the Gu Corporation seize every money-making opportunity. Gu Warner video called me. A smile flickered on her face. Do you hate her that much now? The next second, seeing clearly that I wasn't at the Gu family home, she frowned again. You're back at the house you bought for that woman? I didn't hide it. I told her about Su Yanbing using the video to threaten me. What video? Send it to me. I sent the video to her and said casually, you guys probably didn't know about these things, right? Gu Warner was silent for a long time. It seemed she really didn't know. It was Su Yanbing who, for the company's development, secretly resolved it for me. Seeing this, I continued. Now it's become a card to control me, so I have to take her down and get back the card that's threatening me. I remember that a subsidiary of the Gu Corporation has its own film and television industry chain. Have someone send me a list of the affiliated artist information. Gu Warner looked puzzled. What do you need this for? I smiled. I've thought of a great money-making project. It's not clear over the phone. I'll tell you the details tomorrow. As a salaried worker who freelanced as a writer, before this I was looking into the short film industry. Short films costing a few million yuan had daily revenues exceeding 100 million. Moreover, the production time for short films is short. Several can be filmed in a month. The only highlights are a handsome male lead and a beautiful female lead. Average acting, a brainless, feel-good plot. You can't think too deeply about it, but people love to watch it. The era of short videos is booming. Short films are a lucrative piece of the pie. In this novel's world, short videos have just emerged. Short films are not yet popular. Film and television works in the entertainment industry are still traditional. There are no genres like feel-good rebirth or transmigration at all. I will take the popular short films I've watched and film them all for release. Others won't be able to catch up even if they want to imitate it. After ending the call, I took a shower. Then I received the document via email. I opened my computer to look. The company recently signed a batch of newcomers. I decided to make time to go to the company and have a look. For now, I have to write those popular films into scripts first. To escape the threat soon, I do as I say. I was writing intensely when Su Yanbing sent me a message. What, is 3,000 words that hard? How about I increase it to 5,000 for you? I glanced at the clock. It was already 11 p.m. This woman isn't sleeping and she's still thinking about my cheesy post. She's really sick. I'm just afraid I can't disgust her to death. I quickly posted it on my moments. A cheesy post that only she could see. I think I'm craving your body more and more. Otherwise, I wouldn't, on a quiet night like this, be imagining your lips, which lack any warmth. I wonder if they're as sweet as I imagine. And your body, all covered up every day? I wonder if it's like what I imagine. Su Yanbing didn't expect me to be so shameless, to openly write out such thirsty fantasies about her. Her face turned from black to red, then from red to black. Luckily, she quickly noticed something was off. Normally, as soon as I post, my sycophantic friends would like and comment. This is the time when they'd be scrolling through their phones, but some time had passed. There wasn't a single comment or like. It was obvious I was unhappy, so I deliberately wrote it for her to see. Su Yanbing immediately replied, very well written, write one every day from now on. Seeing this message, I didn't sleep and rushed to write the script instead. In one go, I wrote 2 opening parts, then 20 episodes for each. It was already past 5 a.m. I was so tired I couldn't take it anymore. I encrypted and saved it, then collapsed onto the bed and fell asleep. Su Yanbing woke up to find no breakfast on the table. There was no sound downstairs. She twisted the doorknob to my room. She found it was locked. She knocked on the door. I was unbearably sleepy. I pulled the blanket over my head, but it was useless. The knocking continued. I was woken up, annoyed. I crawled out of bed to open the door. What is so important that it has to be said now? Me, with my messy hair, yawning constantly, had a kind of lazy handsomeness. Su Yanbing looked at me coldly and said, "Where's breakfast?" I was so angry I woke up completely. She knocked on my door just for breakfast? I'm not a breakfast vendor. I went straight up and hugged her tightly, disgusting her in revenge. There's no breakfast. How about you eat me for breakfast instead? Su Yanbing was stunned for a moment. But very quickly, the feeling of disgust, like a conditioned reflex, brought her back to her senses. She immediately pushed me away. Are you sure there isn't any? Su Yanbing's tone carried a threat. I gritted my teeth. I'll go make it for you right now. I hadn't been in the kitchen since I transmigrated here. There was nothing to eat in the fridge. I finally found a packet of noodles and a few eggs to cook a bowl of noodles. When I finished cooking, I found that woman had already left. I thought she wasn't going to eat it, so I had no choice but to eat it all myself. I planned to go back home to catch up on sleep. Just then, Su Yanbing sent me a message. When you're done, bring it to the company. As expected, this woman has a whole manual on how to torture people. I gritted my teeth, changed clothes, and took my laptop out. Before leaving, I saw the card she had placed on. The divorce agreement was still on the coffee table. I picked it up and put it in my pocket. Then I bought a portion of breakfast and brought it to the Su Corporation. It just so happened that Su Yanbing was in a meeting. I put it on her desk and left in a hurry. After that, I drove to the Gu Corporation. After finding Gu Wanner, I opened the script on my computer for her to see. I have 2 transmigration and rebirth scripts here. Sister Wainer, take a look. Gu Wanner opened it curiously. She had only read the beginning, but her expression was already one of disbelief. I pulled up a chair and sat down. When I saw she was almost finished, I spoke. I plan to film them as short dramas. I explained to her about short dramas on short video platforms, and then told her about the future prospects. Right now, short videos on various platforms have just emerged. The user base is already over 100 million. In the future, it will. Gu Wanner watched me talk passionately about my career. A light shone in her eyes. Her expression was radiant. Thinking about the script she just read, for a moment, she wondered if the person in front of her, Gu Haoming, was a transmigrator. If his soul hadn't been replaced, how could he have changed so much in an instant? I saw Gu Wanner staring at me blankly, so I reached out and gently pinched her soft cheek. I have to say, this skin, this beauty, even a monk would be moved by it. Sister Wainer, what do you think? Gu Wanner sat at the desk with her arms crossed and spoke. Since it's your idea, why don't I put you in charge? I nodded. No problem. I'll send you the scripts first. You can give them to the director to prepare. Later, you'll go to the management company to choose the male and female leads. Please give the management company a heads up for me. Gu Wanner looked at me and asked, do you need me to go with you? I waved my hand. No need. You can just do your own thing. If there are any problems, I'll find you later. After saying that, I was about to leave, but I thought of something and turned back. One more thing. I want to sign Murong Yan. Gu Wanner leaned back in her chair, looking at me doubtfully. Why the sudden desire to sign her? I gave a brief explanation. I just feel that she's a rare talent in the entertainment industry. She's bound to be famous in the future, but her manager has always been her mother. It seems she has no intention of letting her sign with an agency. Have someone draw up a contract. I'll handle the rest and talk to her mother. Gu Wanner looked at my confident appearance and couldn't help but be stunned. I had just left the company and was about to head to the management company when I received a message from Su Yanbing. If you still order takeout for lunch today, then you can just wait to be on the front page. I was so angry I gritted my teeth. This bitch Yanbing is really putting all her effort into torturing me. I looked at the clock. I went to a large shopping mall to spend her money. Over 1 million to buy gifts for my parents. Then I went back to the Gu family home for a free meal. My mother saw me come home with a happy face, and I even brought them gifts. She thought Su Yanbing had come back with me and kept looking towards the door. Haoming, you're back alone? I waved my hand and said, she didn't have time to come over. My mother walked over with a bright smile. It's good that you're back. Why buy things for your parents? We don't lack anything. My mother said she didn't lack anything, but her hands were holding the bag her son bought her, looking at it from all angles, top to bottom. The more she looked, the more she liked it. She felt that all the other bags at home should be retired. She loved it so much she couldn't put it down. The maid also praised it endlessly. Madam, this bag is beautiful. It matches your outfit perfectly. My mother stood up, held the bag, and looked at it again and again. Really? My son bought it for me. I didn't expect her to be so happy. I thought that the mother of a rich family would lack nothing and wouldn't care about these things. After the meal, I told Aunt Zhang to pack the leftovers for Su Yanbing. When Aunt Zhang heard me say to pack it for Su Yanbing, she was so shocked her eyes almost popped out. Young master, it's not very nice to pack these things for Miss Su. How about I cook 2 new dishes? I waved my hand and said, no need, this is enough. Aunt Zhang looked at me as she packed. In the past, whenever I packed food for Su Yanbing, I would always choose the best things for her first. I was extremely considerate. It was almost 1 o'clock when I arrived at the Su group. I met the young assistant. I handed the insulated container directly to him. Here's your CEO Su's lunch. When Su Yanbing looked at the clock for the 5th time, the office door was pushed open. She instinctively looked up and saw the young assistant walk in with a smile, carrying the insulated container. Mr. Gu has started bringing you lunch again. Su Yanbing's face turned a shade colder. Where is he? The young assistant waved his hand. He's already left. The young assistant had been eating takeout for days. He actually quite missed the food Mr. Gu cooked. Seeing that Su Yanbing had no other issues, the young assistant picked it up as usual, the insulated container, and was about to happily walk out. CO Su, if there's nothing else, I'll be leaving. The next second, he was coldly called back by Su Yanbing. Where are you taking that? The young assistant looked at Su Yanbing doubtfully. Aren't you not eating the food he cooks? Sensing the cold and dangerous aura radiating from her, he immediately shut up. He placed the insulated container on the desk. CEO Su, please take your time eating. I'll go back to work. Su Yanbing leaned back in her office chair. She stared at the insulated container. She picked up the phone beside her. On my end, I had just gotten into the car, after finishing my talk with the manager of the agency. Su Yanbing's call came. Buy me a coffee. The one on Manhwa Street. Bring it to me personally. I gritted my teeth and said, Is your assistant dead? Do I need to go personally for such a trivial matter? Su Yanbing replied immediately. It's a waste of talent for my assistant to go. It's just right for you to go. Then thank you for letting me know I still have some use. I hung up. I still went to the agency. The manager led me in. I looked them over one by one, from near to far. Then I walked towards the girls. I reached out and touched the cheek of the girl standing on the far left. I squeezed her arm. Her arm is a little chubby. You need to work out more. The girl's face immediately flushed red. I looked at the girl next to her. I reached out and lifted her chin. I looked her over. Then I squeezed her waist, also a little fat. You need to lose weight. The girl couldn't help but ask, do we need to be judged on our figures for acting too? I glanced at her. That depends on what role you want to play. If you're an extra, you don't. But if you want to play the female lead in an idol drama, then both your looks and figure must be good. I didn't expect the real person to be so different from the photos. Either their looks are a little lacking, or their figures aren't up to par. For this kind of low-budget short film, the pay is terrifyingly low, so actors with some fame aren't willing to act in them. New actors have to rely on their looks. If they're not good-looking, men won't like to watch. Even I don't think they're good enough. How can the audience be satisfied? So the male and female leads must be beautiful. After I looked at everyone, I officially spoke. I stated my purpose. Recently, I've been planning to shoot a few films. Not the kind of TV series that are dozens of minutes per episode, but short videos. I hadn't even finished my introduction when Su Yanbing sent me a message. I told you to go buy a coffee. Did you go abroad to buy it? I immediately replied, traffic jam. Don't rush me. Give me another half hour. Then I locked my phone screen and continued introducing the project. The shooting cycle for one script is about 7 to 12 days. The pay depends on the role, from 600 to 10,000 a day. If any of you want to practice your acting, you can register with the manager. I was being threatened by Su Yunbing, so I gave some instructions and then left in a hurry. When I arrived at the company, the delivery guy was already waiting at the company gate. I went up and gave him a tip. I rushed upstairs with the coffee. I pushed open the office door. Su Yunbing's icy gaze immediately shot over. I paid it no mind. I handed the coffee in my hand to her. Then I gave a bright smile. I'm sorry for making my beloved wife wait so long. My forehead was still beaded with sweat. My breathing was also a little rushed. It seemed like I had rushed up. Su Yunbing glanced at the coffee on the table. You didn't poison it, did you? The next second, I picked it up and took a sip. I still smiled at her, but the smile didn't reach my eyes. My dear wife, are you reassured now? Su Yanbing's expression turned several shades colder. She looked at me and then at the coffee I had drunk from. I walked around the desk and approached her with a fawning posture. My dear wife, is there anything else you need? Do you want some kisses and hugs? Su Yanbing pushed her chair back to keep her distance. She looked at me coldly. I looked at how she was treating me like a monster. I hadn't even had time to be happy. When I heard Su Yanbing say, I'm having friends over for dinner tonight. Go home and prepare dinner. I gritted my teeth, suppressing the anger in my heart. I kept a servile smile on my face. All right, my dear wife. How many friends? Do you need Chinese or Western food? Su Yanbing waved her hand and said, 5 or 6 people. You figure it out. I nodded. Okay, then my dear wife, I'll go home and prepare first. After saying that, I turned to leave and my smile vanished. This bitch Yanbing can't just spend all day tormenting me. I have to find something for her to do, to make her pay more attention to the male lead. Su Yanbing watched me leave. She casually picked up the coffee on the table and took a sip. Only after drinking did she realize I had already drunk from it. Her expression immediately darkened as if hit by a storm. She immediately put the coffee cup far away, not taking another sip. In the evening, as soon as Su Yanbing got home, she heard lively music coming from the living room. As soon as she entered, she couldn't see me anywhere. The aroma of food wafted out from the kitchen. She walked to the kitchen door and saw 2 beautiful women cooking in the house. One of them was feeding me a finished dish to taste. I ate while praising her cooking, seeing that you're so beautiful and have such a great figure. You don't look like a chef at all. I even thought I was scammed. I didn't expect you to have real talent, the woman said with a smile. Young Master Gu. Then what profession do you think I look like I'm in? I replied with a smile. With your qualifications, it's a pity you're not a model. I was talking when I felt a cold, prickly sensation behind me. I instinctively turned my head and saw Su Yanbing's icy face, as if I owed her hundreds of millions and hadn't paid her back. I had just walked over when Su Yanbing sneered at me. I told you to cook, and you bring 2 women home. You really know how to enjoy yourself. Do you need me to call a few more for you? Su Yanbing was about to take out her phone. I immediately held her hand. What enjoyment? Isn't it because my cooking skills are too poor? Not good enough to serve guests. I'm afraid I won't do a good job, and it'll embarrass you in front of your friends. That's why I invited 2 chefs. I'm not an idiot either. If I was really looking for women, why would I bring them home? Just then, the doorbell rang. Su Yanbing gave me a warning glance and pulled her hand back, and I immediately went to open the door. At this moment, Su Yanbing's phone rang. She took out her phone. I glanced over and saw that it was Lu Jingnian calling. I couldn't help but perk up my ears to listen. It turned out that when Lu Jingnian got home, he received a local package, a bouquet of fresh flowers in a box. He opened the package. Inside was a necklace. There was also a card. On it was written, Little Nyan, I like you. I dream of you every day. I really want to see you. This is a gift I carefully chose for you. I think you'll definitely look very charming wearing it. Lu Jingnian immediately felt that this was a pervert. He felt like this place was being watched. It made him shiver with fear. When he called Su Yanbing, his voice was still trembling. Sister Yanbing, can you come over and help me handle this? Su Yanbing answered the phone with a puzzled look. What's wrong? I think I've run into a pervert. Hearing those 2 words, I almost couldn't help but laugh. I bit my lip, trying to hold it in. Seeing Su Yanbing end the call, I hurried to help set the table. Married for 2 years, this was the first time Su Yanbing had invited friends over, plus the public display of affection from last time. Her close friends naturally assumed that we had finally gotten together. As soon as they came in, they competed to give gifts. Wen Mumu took out a 50,000 yuan love hotel card and stuffed it into Su Yanbing's hand. Sister Yanbing, a small token of my affection. Don't be too moved. Lin Xinyao carried a mysterious gift bag. These are all things us sisters have used. We thought they were pretty good, so we're sharing them with you. Su Yanbing looked at the things they gave her. Each gift was more ridiculous than the last, she said with a cold face. I have to go out for a while. I brought out the food. Hearing that she wanted to go out, I immediately said in a considerate and understanding way, if you have something to do, just go. I'll take good care of them. With that, I handed the dish in my hand to the idle Wen Mumu, then very tactfully took the gift from her hands. Go on. Don't be late. Su Yanbing looked at my eager expression, trying to shoo her away. Then she looked at the house full of women. She reached out and grabbed my wrist. You're coming with me. Her close friends were all surprised. She even had to bring Gu Haoming along for work. Has their relationship gotten this good already? I frowned at her. You're going to work. It's not good for me to tag along. Besides, there are guests at home. I am the host. How can I not entertain them? I wanted to refuse. This was something I had intentionally set up to nurture the relationship between Su Yanbing and Lu Jingnian, to make her worry more about the male lead. I spent time and money, deliberately making up a perverted fan. If I went, then how could the two of them nurture their feelings? Su Yanbing said to her close friends, "Make yourselves at home." She played while dragging me away so fast, I didn't have time to put the things in my hand down. It wasn't until I was shoved into the car that I discovered these gifts were all from love hotels and sex toys. Even someone as thick-skinned as me couldn't help but blush, and immediately shoved them all onto Su Yanbing. Tonight, she could actually use them, so I really couldn't go with her. I looked at Su Yanbing and said gently, "If both of us go, what if they wreck the house? I'll stay home and entertain them. You can go to work without worry." Su Yanbing seemed to see through me and glared at me. She threw the items onto the back seat. Then she started the car. My voice was a little helpless. I didn't even bring my phone. But Su Yanbing didn't seem to hear me. Very quickly, she drove to Lu Jingnian's residence. I was planning to take Su Yanbing's car, so she could go handle it, and I would wait for her in the car. As a result, Su Yanbing got out of the car with the car keys. I sat in the car and watched her walk in without looking back. I still couldn't resist my curiosity and followed her, standing outside the door to secretly watch the good show. Lu Jingnian was pacing restlessly at home. When he saw Su Yanbing arrive, it was like seeing his savior. He immediately went out to greet her. He showed her the card and told her everything. At some point, the package only had Lu Jingnian's receiving address. Su Yanbing checked the surveillance cameras and called someone to track the delivery guy's license plate to investigate. Then she put away her phone and looked at Lu Jingnian. "Before this matter is investigated, don't stay here anymore." I saw them talking so dryly, without even any physical contact. I immediately felt that something was wrong. "Can you please stop holding back? Even the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would be overshadowed by you two." I dejectedly played with the potted plant in front of me. At first, I was just touching the leaves. Seeing that they weren't having the effect I had anticipated, I became anxious and impatient. By the time I came to my senses, the potted plant in my hand had been uprooted. In the eyes of Lu Jingnian, who had just come out, it was that I had misunderstood and was angry. He trembled and was about to explain. "Brother Hao Ming, it's not what you think between me and Sister Yanbing." Seeing that, I immediately put down the potted plant in my hand, revealing a smile that was both awkward and harmless. I explained even faster than him. Sorry, I was just bored waiting. I accidentally used a little too much force. I'll compensate you with a new pot tomorrow." Su Yanbing looked at me with a meaningful gaze. Lu Jingnian quickly waved his hand. "No need. It's just a potted plant." I didn't want to disturb the two of them nurturing their feelings. I quickened my pace ahead. Lu Jingnian was still very worried. "Sio Su. Did Brother Haoming misunderstand and get angry?" Su Yanbing looked at that back and shook her head. "Don't worry about him." I quickly returned to the car. I sat in the back seat, leaving the front passenger seat for Lu Jingnian. Lu Jingnian felt it was inappropriate to sit in the front passenger seat. He was about to sit in the back, but I refused. He uneasily sat in the front passenger seat. He wanted to explain something to me. Seeing that I had my eyes closed and didn't want to be disturbed, he gave up. He instinctively looked towards Su Yanbing and saw Su Yanbing glance at me through the rearview mirror. Su Yanbing started the car and glanced at Lu Jingnian. "Have you eaten?" Lu Jingnian shook his head and said, "Not yet." After those two sentences, the whole car fell into a strange silence. I peeked several times, but didn't see any other interaction between these two. I wanted to turn invisible and push their heads together myself. On the other side, when Mumu looked at her close friends and said, "Do you guys think Yanbing is the type to ditch her friends for a guy? She even took Gu Haoming with her to handle some business. What does that mean?" Lin Xinyao smiled. "What else could it be? It means she's afraid you'll covet her husband." Qin Shiyue waved her hand. "I think they've gone out and won't be back. How about we just leave?" When Mumu pouted, "I've already given my gift. Why should I leave? Not only will I not leave, but I will also eat them into bankruptcy." When Mumu had just taken out the most expensive bottle of wine from the wine cabinet and was about to open it to celebrate, when she saw that I had returned, my expression was not good and I walked very fast. Behind me were the people who walked in right after. It was Su Yanbing and Lu Jingnian, causing all three of them to be stunned. I drank a large glass of water. Only then did the anger in my heart subside a little, afraid that Su Yanbing would trace the clues. I even deliberately withdrew cash and spent money from my own card. After all that effort, the result was that those two made no progress at all. I resentfully drank all the water and saw the bottle of wine everyone had opened. In that moment, I came up with a great idea about getting drunk and messing around. When Lu Jingnian had a problem, he looked for Su Yanbing first. As soon as Su Yanbing received Lu Jingnian's call, she ignored her close friends and immediately ran over. If this isn't mutual love, then what is? She just refuses to divorce me to torture me. I can only say that this bitch Yanbing is too vengeful, for the sake of my beautiful single life. I smiled brightly and greeted Wenmumu and the others. You guys have already started drinking? Great. I'll go get 2 more bottles. Tonight, nobody's going home sober. The 3 of them stared blankly at me, happily going to get wine. Wenmumu's face was full of doubt. Did Su Yanbing take her husband to pick up her love rival? Qin Shui grinned slyly. Is Sister Yanbing trying to enjoy the company of 2 men? Su Yanbing and Lu Jingnian walked to the table. I had returned with 2 bottles of wine and sat at the very edge, leaving 2 spots adjacent for them. Su Yanbing sat in the middle. Lu Jingnian sat next to her and greeted them a little awkwardly. Wenmumu said politely, You've long heard of the great star Lu. Today I finally have the good fortune to meet you. I immediately chimed in. Then you should toast him. Su Yanbing glanced at me, with a half-smile on her face. The eyes of the others also turned towards me. I looked back at them blankly. Did I say something wrong? Shouldn't we have a drink? Wenmumu smiled and raised her wine glass. Great star, I toast you. It was Lu Jingnian's first time having a meal with Su Yanbing's friends. Naturally, he couldn't refuse. He didn't lose his manners and drank a glass with her. I immediately picked up the wine bottle. With an enthusiastic smile, I stood up and went forward to pour him wine. Seeing that, Lu Jingnian waved his hand. Brother Heoming, no need, I can do it myself. I smiled and filled his glass to the brim. You are the distinguished guest that Su Yanbing personally came to pick up. How could I let you do it yourself? Su Yanbing swirled her wine glass and glanced at me casually. Her gaze was unreadable. The others were completely in, a state of not understanding but still trying to watch. After I finished pouring the wine, I looked over at Lin Xinyao next to Wenmumu. Aren't you going to toast the great star? Lin Xinyao smirked and smiled, raising her wine glass and saying, I'm not that impolite. Just as Lin Xinyao was about to toast Lu Jingnian, Su Yanbing shot her a cold glance. If you want a drink, drink it yourself. Then she looked at Lu Jingnian. You don't need to mind them. It's okay. Lu Jingnian still raised his wine glass. I can drink. Immediately after, Qin Shui also raised her glass to toast Lu Jingnian. I'll also toast the great star. Who wants to be impolite? Lu Jingnian ended up drinking several glasses in a row. I returned to my seat and invited everyone to eat. Then I targeted Su Yanbing again. I hadn't even thought of an excuse. When Su Yanbing coldly looked at the 3 people opposite her. You only toasted him. Is that polite? Meaning she wanted them to toast me too. This was clearly venting anger on behalf of Lu Jingnian. Lin Xinyao laughed and swirled her wine glass. He's a guest. It's not a problem for us to toast him first. You invited us for a meal. You didn't toast us first, and instead told us to toast the host first. Who's the impolite one in the end? I immediately wanted to give her a thumbs up. I glanced at Lu Jingnian. His expression wasn't good. It seems he's jealous. I immediately came to his rescue. I filled Lu Jingnian's glass with wine, and then filled my own. Come on, my wife and I will toast everyone. Su Yanbing gave me a cold glance. I winked at her. Seeing that she didn't move, I pinched her leg under the table. Su Yanbing's face immediately darkened several shades. She raised her glass with a cold face. Even though she has a good tolerance for alcohol, seeing her drink, I stopped paying attention to them and ate on my own, to not give Su Yanbing a chance to order me around. I avoided all the dishes that needed shelling, like hairy crabs and lobsters. Su Yanbing saw me eating with relish and found it very unsightly. Occasionally she would use her eyes that seemed to want to freeze people to glance at me. When she looked at me again, I directly misunderstood her meaning. You want to eat too? Immediately after, I picked up a piece of braised pork and stuffed it into her mouth. The next second, I saw the woman, who was a clean freak with me. Her expression became even uglier. I felt indescribably refreshed inside. I glanced at Lu Jingnian and drank another glass of wine myself. After dinner, when Mumu and the others wanted to go sing and continue playing, they were mercilessly chased away by Su Yanbing. I wanted to run too. I picked up my phone to look and found an excuse to say, my mom said there's an emergency at home and told me to go back. Let me call and ask what's up. I made a call while walking out, leaving the living room to Su Yanbing and Lu Jingnian. But before I left the living room, I heard Su Yanbing's warning, 5 minutes. If I don't see you in 5 minutes, today will be your last good day. I was so angry I gritted my teeth. This woman doesn't think about her man. Why does she keep thinking about me? Lu Jingnian, who was next to her, looked at Su Yanbing with a dazed expression. He was clearly drunk. Su Yanbing raised her wrist to check the time, then looked at Lu Jingnian. I'll have your assistant come pick you up. After saying that, she took out her phone and was looking for the number. Lu Jingnian suddenly stood up and knocked her phone to the ground. Sister Yanbing, can I stay? Su Yanbing frowned and put some distance between them. Her voice was icy. Then I'll have my assistant stay with you. Lu Jingnian shook his head. I don't want him to stay. I want you to stay with me. Su Yanbing's beautiful willow-like eyebrows furrowed even deeper. Lu Jingnian reached out and grabbed the hem of her clothes at her side. Sister, have you fallen for Brother Heoming? If you like him now, what should I do? I've waited for you for so many years. On the other side. I was at the door calling the manager of the agency. The answer I got was that out of 10 people, only 3 had signed up. 2 males, 1 female. I was a little surprised. Newcomers have such high standards these days. But it's okay. I looked for them first. Because they are artists from my family's company. I want to give them a chance to train and stand out. I asked for the contact information of those who were willing to come. I turned around to see what was going on inside, and saw that the 2 of them were in intimate physical contact. They were so close. Lu Jingnian was even holding on to her clothes. Face to face, what else could they do besides kiss? Is the next step carrying her to the room? Alcohol is indeed a good thing. The corners of my mouth couldn't help but curl up. It's just a pity it's too far. I couldn't hear anything. I was watching with great interest. When Su Yanbing suddenly turned her head and looked at me, it startled me. Have you seen enough? If you've seen enough, then get your ass over here. I was a little speechless. Doing this kind of thing and still not forgetting to wear glasses on your back. What are you calling me over for? I reluctantly walked over. Su Yanbing had a blank expression. Where's the phone? I gritted my teeth, smiled, picked up the phone and handed it to her. The next second, Su Yanbing pushed Lu Jingnian, who was drunk, to me. Gu Haoming, he's sleeping with you tonight. Hearing that, I, Gu Haoming, felt like I had been struck by lightning. You want him to sleep with me? Aren't you afraid I'll poison him to death? Su Yanbing directly turned and went upstairs, without looking back. If he dies, you die with him. I gritted my teeth and looked at her. Let him sleep with you. Can't the 3 of us all live well? Only then did Su Yanbing stop walking. She turned her head to look at me with a sharp expression as if she wanted to kill me by 1,000 cuts. I was also stunned for a moment, and being so generous as to let them sleep together. Shouldn't she be happy? Su Yanbing slammed the door. I had no choice but to help Lu Jingnian back to my room. Lu Jingnian hugged me and wouldn't let go, mistaking me for Su Yanbing. Sister Yanbing, I like you. I recorded it and sent it to Su Yanbing, planning to add fuel to the fire of their relationship, but it backfired. Su Yanbing replied immediately. Are you that free? Have you written today's little essay for your social media feed yet? I see you're very good at complimenting women. 500 words of praise should be no problem. I gritted my teeth and copied the template for praising a woman's appearance in a novel, then added some embellishments with a few words of lust, for her body to disgust her. Your face is like a sculpture from creation, so perfect that even God would be jealous. You are the 4th suit minus 3 suits, uniquely beautiful. The water in the Pacific Ocean is all my drool for you. Can you stop taking my soul away? After sending this message, I angrily turned off my phone and saw a fair face. Lu Jingnian's delicate face was close to mine. I glanced at him and couldn't help but sigh. As expected of a famous male star, this face is even more beautiful than most beauties. His skin looked so supple you could squeeze water out of it, Lu Jingnian muttered in his mouth. His eyes looking at me were very hazy. I've liked you since the first time I saw you. I really, really like you. After saying that, he puckered his lips to kiss me. Hey, Lu Jingnian, what are you trying to do? Just when I didn't know what to do. On the 2nd floor, Su Yanbing opened her door and came out. Gu Haoming, She hadn't finished her sentence, and was stunned on the spot. I went out early the next morning. It's now 1 year before the trade war between the Su Group and the Gu Group. During this time, I must make my company stronger, so I decided to start with the film industry of the Gu Group. First, I'll sign the famous young actress Murong Yan to the company. In a luxurious and elegant tea room, I was looking at Murong Yan's contract that the managing director gave me yesterday. In my impression from transmigrating into the book, Murong Yan was a child star. She had been a regular on the big screen since she was young, but behind a girl who always had a smile, shining on the screen, was a pair of blood-sucking parents. They broke the wings of her dreams, causing her to lose herself, treating her like a money-making tool, never caring about her feelings. Under prolonged depression, her parents forced her to entertain big shots in the industry who couldn't be offended, which became the last straw. In the end, Murong Yan chose to end her own life. While reading the book, I felt that she was a reflection of me. I sympathized and cried a lot. Thinking of this, I called to schedule a meeting with Murong Yan's mother. An hour later, Murong Yan's mother Fang Qin arrived leisurely late. Fang Qin saw it was me. The disdain in her eyes was immediately apparent. She thought to herself, why is it this pampered young master of the Gu family, the one who paid for a forced marriage? Useless? The only son? Where's Director Yang? I glanced at her, thinking about what she had done to her own daughter. I didn't give her a pleasant look either. I directly threw the contract in front of her. Director Yang had something to do. He told me to talk to you. Fang Qin scoffed. You'll talk to me? Do you even understand these things? That's what she said. But she still picked up the contract. Her daughter's new film has the potential to be a hit. If she takes a movie now, the pay can be increased. Seeing that this wasn't a script contract, but a signing contract for her daughter, she threw it right back, looking at me like I was an idiot. Young Master Gu. Did you grab the wrong document? Your director Yang said on the phone that there was a new movie you wanted to collaborate with us on. I leaned back on the sofa, looking at her calmly. To be honest with you, we want to sign Murong Yan. After I finished, Fang Qin picked up her handbag and stood up. Then I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you. I calmly threw out a sentence. Your daughter has severe depression. Then I slowly said, the entertainment industry isn't lacking in actors. Your daughter has just achieved a little success. If this secret gets out, do you think anyone would still dare to risk casting her in a film? Fang Qin's face immediately turned pale. Then she turned back to look at me. How did you know? I rested my hand on the sofa, looking at her indifferently. I've seen your daughter self-harming. What I know is much more than that. For example, you and your husband are addicted to gambling. When you run out of money, you exploit your daughter by making her act and entertain clients for drinks, completely ignoring your daughter's depression. If these things were exposed online, what do you think the fans who love her would do? The suicide note of over 1,000 words with every single incident detailed on it are all trump cards to hold over Fang Qin right now. I looked at her unhurriedly. At this point, Fang Qin's limbs went completely weak. Did Yaner tell you? If you think she was willing to tell others, I snorted coldly. Would she have waited until now? The anger inside me erupted uncontrollably, as if I could see again the desperate girl before her death. I gritted my teeth and continued, in this world, there are no walls that are completely sealed. I just want to sign her, so I put in a little effort. She sees you as her mother, not wanting you to become the target of criticism. Even when she self-harms, she only does it on her thighs, where others can't see. Think carefully. Do you want to become a rat that everyone wants to beat when it crosses the street and make your daughter disappear from the entertainment industry? Or do you want to continue making money off her? After speaking, I stood up. After 2 steps, I couldn't help but stop and looked at her with a sarcastic smile. I'm very curious. Watching her being tormented by depression, how can you be so heartless as to ignore it and continue exploiting her? When you carried her for 10 months and gave birth to her, was it out of love, or was it to give birth to a money-making tool? I wanted to ask my parents from my past life the same thing, but I no longer have the chance. Fang Qin just lowered her head without a word. I recalled the years of being beaten, scolded, and exploited. I walked out of the room, my eyes turning red, overwhelmed by emotions. I leaned against the wall, tilted my chin up, intending to relax a bit. On the other side, Su Yanbing had just finished talking to someone. After coming out of the room, she saw me outside the room next door, leaning against the wall all alone, looking very sad. The person who came out with Su Yanbing saw her stop and glanced over unconsciously. What's wrong, Xiao Su? Su Yanbing withdrew her gaze, turned back to say a few words to that person, then looked back towards me again, but my figure was already gone. Su Yanbing had someone check the cameras. Returning to the company, she called her young assistant into the office. Investigate what Gu Haoming and Fang Qin talked about today. Half an hour later, the young assistant called her back. The young master went to talk to Fang Qin about signing Murong Yan. Hearing this, Su Yanbing fell into deep thought. Gu Haoming has started getting involved in the Gu family's business since when? She recalled the last time I met that little starlet on the street. So Gu Haoming was sad because he couldn't sign her? Su Yanbing tossed her phone aside and said to the young assistant, sign Murong Yan to our company. The young assistant nodded. Yes, Xiao Su, I'll get on it right away. Just then, Su Yanbing's phone suddenly rang. She picked it up to look. Your account has been charged 128,888 yuan. Your account has been charged 38,888 yuan. Su Yanbing let out a cold laugh. Spending my money while thinking about another woman. On the other side, I didn't see Su Yanbing in the tea room. I composed myself and went straight to the mall. I bought a set of cosmetics for my mother and then bought a few ties for my father. Just as I was preparing to go to the Gu family home, Su Yanbing sent me a message. So you know how to shop. Buy me 2 outfits and bring them here. I gritted my teeth and replied, okay. I don't even know what size clothes she wears, so I had to ask the young assistant for her size. I bought her 2 dresses. Sitting back in the car, Murong Yan, whom I had added as a friend last time and had never spoken to, sent me a message. Little brother, I want to meet you to talk about the contract. I checked the time and arranged to meet her in the afternoon. I drove to the Su Corporation and brought the clothes I bought to the CEO's office. My dear wife, here are the clothes you wanted. Su Yanbing looked at my fake smile, then glanced at the bag of clothes. They're ugly. Go buy new ones. I was a little speechless. The clothes you have at home aren't any different from these. If they're ugly, why do you wear them every day? Su Yanbing looked at me with a cold, dissatisfied face. You know I wear them every day. Do you think I'm lacking this type of clothing? I glanced at her. Then what kind do you want? Su Yanbing frowned for a moment and said, it's hard to say. You'll know it when I see it. My fists clenched. I gritted my teeth, forcing a smile. Fine. I'll go buy you new ones right now. Su Yanbing took out her phone to check the time, then spoke up. The clothes aren't urgent. It's time for lunch. Buying them in the afternoon won't be too late. I was just about to think that this damn woman still had a bit of humanity left when I heard her continue. Go home and cook first. I want braised pork belly and steamed sea bass. This damn woman is even ordering dishes. And she deliberately chose dishes that are both time-consuming and troublesome. I'm rich, yet I have to cook myself. This is truly unacceptable. I bought the groceries and went home. I had the maid help with the prep work, then went to my room for a nap. After eating, I brought lunch to Su Yanbing at her company, then went to pick out clothes for her. I've never bought clothes for a woman before, and I didn't want to waste effort choosing things for this damn woman. I went to a fashion store. I directly asked the staff to pick a few pre-styled outfits for me. Then I took pictures of them. While browsing the women's section, I sent a picture of one outfit. Do you like this one? Su Yanbing replied, ugly. I picked out 2 women's outfits to try, then sent a picture of the second one. Su Yanbing replied again, ugly. I patiently sent her a third one. Su Yanbing once again replied, ugly. Su Yanbing was clearly doing this on purpose. I'd have to be crazy to keep standing here picking out clothes for her. I have plenty of ways to deal with her. I took her card and gave it to the sales assistant. I'm in a hurry, buy these 2 men's outfits first. As for the women's clothes, just help me style a few more sets and send me the pictures. The staff immediately nodded, yes sir, please wait a moment. After that, she took out every single women's item in the store and painstakingly styled them for me in all sorts of ways. I sent Su Yanbing a picture of the 5th outfit, then went to a tea house with a nice atmosphere and good privacy. I booked a private room. As I stepped into the private room, Liu Yu from the room across the hall came out to go to the restroom and happened to see me, letting out a sigh of surprise. Lu Jingnian said Gu Haoming has changed recently. Looking at how he's dressed, it seems he's changed quite a bit. After I entered the private room, I sent my location to Murong Yan. Then I opened my laptop and continued writing the script while dealing with Su Yanbing. Liu Yu returned from the restroom, saw a waiter carrying a set meal for 2, including drinks and desserts, into the room across. 20 minutes later, he saw a woman wearing a hat and a mask push open the door of the private room and enter. Liu Yu couldn't help but sigh. No wonder he changed so much. Turns out he has someone new. Liu Yu is Lu Jingnian's best friend. How I bullied Lu Jingnian over the years, he knows very well. Su Yanbing already hated Gu Haoming. If she knew I was sneaking around with another woman, wouldn't she hate me even more? Thinking of this, Liu Yu immediately sent a message to Su Yanbing. Your husband is on a date with a young model at the Time restaurant. Su Yanbing saw this message and immediately called to check my location. As for me, when I saw Murong Yan arrive, I greeted her, closed my laptop, and took a sip of my orange juice, then sent another picture of clothes to Su Yanbing. I put my phone away and looked up to see Murong Yan taking off her hat and mask, looking at me. At 20 years old, she was in the prime of her youth. Her face was so beautiful it seemed blessed by the heavens. Her skin was as beautiful as if soaked in milk. Her beautiful glass-like eyes held a hint of deep affection. When she smiled, it drove her fans crazy. When she didn't smile, she had a hint of melancholy. A beauty who could make people scream just by seeing her on screen was sitting right across from me, staring at me like that. I took a sip of my drink and blurted out, "What's wrong? Have you fallen for me?" Murong Yan immediately looked away shyly, picked up the glass of water next to her, took 2 sips, and then looked at me again. I'm just curious how you convinced my mother. It seems Fang Qin didn't tell her that I threatened her. I smiled. Of course, it's because the terms I offered were too good. Your mother couldn't resist the temptation. Murong Yan looked skeptical. Then why did you offer such good terms? I looked at her and said, because you're worth it. After saying that, I felt it could be easily misunderstood, so I added another sentence. You're so outstanding, I believe that in the future you can create even greater value for the company. Murong Yan stared at me for a long time, as if she had finally confirmed something. Big brother, your judgment is indeed not good. I looked up at her with a puzzled expression. Murong Yan looked at me, then lowered her eyes. Falling for Su Yanbing, but the whole world knows Su Yanbing doesn't love you, and I'm not as outstanding as you think either. I didn't pay attention to her first half of the sentence. My smile faded and I looked into her faint eyes, but it seemed I had seen right through her. What's wrong? Feeling the pressure already? Are you afraid of disappointing me? Murong Yan always felt that I understood her very well, as if she could see her true self in my eyes. It was as if he knew she was about to suffocate in her mother's cage, so he used signing a contract as a way to rescue her. I ate my dessert and said casually, staring at me like that, did my words hit the mark? Suddenly my phone rang. I opened it. Su Yanbing replied, ugly. I sent her another picture. Su Yanbing looked at the photo I sent. Her hand on the steering wheel tightened. She immediately floored the accelerator. 15 minutes later, she was standing outside the private room of the Time restaurant. Just then, Gu Haoming sent her another photo. In the private room, I had just put my phone down. Bang! The door of the private room slammed against the wall, shaking violently. Immediately after, Su Yanbing walked towards me with a cold face, looking extremely aggressive. I was a bit surprised. This round of self-torture from this damn woman is a bit intense. It seems she was tricked by me and is quite angry. Murong Yan immediately stood up and looked at me worriedly. Su Yanbing looked at me coldly, pausing for a beat, and said in a deep voice, "Tell her to get out." I looked at Murong Yan fearlessly, motioning for her to leave. "You should go first." Murong Yan looked at me and then at Su Yanbing. I gave her a reassuring look. "Go on." Su Yanbing's beautiful face was as cold as ice. The way Gu Haoming looked at Murong Yan was very warm, unlike the fake smile he gave her. Su Yanbing pushed me against the table, her body almost pressed against mine. Then she looked coldly at Murong Yan. "What? Want to watch a live stream of my husband and me?" I couldn't help but scoff internally. "You can even stand me touching you, and you want to live stream?" Seeing this, Murong Yan had no choice but to leave. Instantly, only the two of us were left in the private room. Su Yanbing looked at me, a raging storm brewing in the depths of her icy eyes. "Gu Haoming, you're really good at playing games with me." I gave her a weak look. "You told me to pick clothes for you." "I am picking clothes for you. Every outfit the store owner sent over, I looked at very carefully. I sent you anyone I thought was nice." "You're so angry. Could it be because you saw me with another woman having tea here, so you got jealous?" I knew exactly what would disgust her the most. Saying she likes me. How could she stand that? Su Yanbing looked like she'd heard the joke of the century. "Gu Haoming, you really know how to overestimate yourself." I proactively moved closer to her with a sincere, placating attitude, thoughtfully finding an excuse for her. "Then why are you so angry? Are you not satisfied with how I'm choosing clothes? Then how do you want me to choose for you? Tell me." Su Yanbing's hand, resting on the edge of the table, tightened slightly. Seeing my attempt to appease her, her expression softened a little. Right after, she pulled me away. She dragged me all the way to the car and then shoved me inside. 15 minutes later, Su Yanbing led me into a store, in the women's section of the mall. Then she sat down on a chair, glanced at me and said, "Choose for me." I took the newest model displayed by the store in the most conspicuous spot and showed it to her. "How about this one?" Su Yanbing glanced at it and then went back to looking at her phone. Clearly, it didn't catch her eye. A sales assistant immediately came forward enthusiastically to help choose. She picked up an item and recommended it to me. "Sir, I think this model isn't bad." Su Yanbing's cold eyes immediately swept towards her. "I told him to choose, not you. Say one more word." Hearing that, the staff member immediately left and moved far away. I figured it out now. This damn woman just wants to get revenge on me for tricking her earlier. I didn't want to choose for her, so she insisted on making me choose. I took one item after another, running my legs off. Su Yanbing just sat there with her legs crossed, quietly playing with her phone. Sometimes she'd just give a disdainful glance. Sometimes she couldn't help but open her mouth. "Don't just bring any piece of clothing in front of me. You just bring over anything that's clothes. Do you choose your own clothes this carelessly too? Green. Do you want to put a green hat on me too?" I ignored her endless nitpicking, playing the role of a standard obedient person, going along with her wishes to please her. When we were browsing the second store, I picked an outfit and then started to suggest, "I think this set isn't bad. Do you want to go try it on?" Su Yanbing glanced at me. "If I had to try on every outfit you thought wasn't bad, I wouldn't be able to leave this store alive." I continued to appease her based on the principle of just making her happy. "Then what do you think of this outfit?" Su Yanbing glanced at it twice. "It's nothing special." I looked at her a little annoyed. "You can't see the effect of clothes just by looking at them like this. You have to try them on to know. You told me to choose, but you don't trust my judgment. Isn't this a waste of your precious time?" Su Yanbing glanced at me, threw down the magazine in her hand and stood up. She snatched the clothes from my hand and went into the fitting room. I could finally rest for a bit. I took out my phone, opened it, and replied to a few messages. I ordered a drink and was about to sit down when someone called me. "Gu Haoming, here to buy clothes for your wife again? She's always at hotels and never comes home. You buy her clothes, but does she even wear them?" His words were full of mockery and showing off to me. Hearing this, I couldn't help but frown. I found this person in the original owner's memories, the young master of the Luo family from high school, Luo Tianyu, who always wanted to compare everything with the original owner. A relative from Su Yanbing's maternal side. I was too lazy to argue with him, just giving a perfunctory reply. Right. You and your wife are a match made in heaven. So loving and compatible. I'm so jealous I could cry. How about I take a picture for you two? You can post it on social media to show off a little so others can be jealous too." Hearing this, Luo Tianyu was both surprised and pleased. Normally would at least have a few rounds of verbal sparring. This time, he surrendered right from the start. It seems he's been hurt by Su Yanbing. Even his young master's pride is gone. He immediately felt a sense of superiority. The look he gave me became even more pitiful. "I'm not showing off our love. I just feel sorry for you. You've pursued Su Yanbing for so many years, and she won't even let you touch her. I want you to wake up a bit. Your constant pestering is really devaluing yourself." Everyone online knows about how the original owner pursued and forced a marriage. Wherever the original owner went, passers-by would point and gossip. Many onlookers who love drama also gathered around. That's right. He's really devalued himself. He's a disgrace to all of us men. If I were like that, my mother would probably be so angry she'd crawl out of her coffin. Luo Tianyu became even more smug hearing everyone's comments. "Did you hear that?" Gu Haoming, think about your parents. Don't make a fool of yourself and make them a laughing stock too. I looked at him indifferently. Thank you for your kind intentions. Don't waste your energy on me in the future. Pay more attention to your own wife and live your own life well. Don't let a whole green prairie grow on your head without realizing it. Luo Tianyu laughed out of anger, as if he'd heard a tremendous joke. A green prairie on my head? The woman beside him looked at me with a mocking and fierce expression. Honey, this person's own marriage is unhappy, so seeing us living well, he feels unbalanced. He wants to drive a wedge between us. We should stay far away from this kind of person. Luo Tianyu nodded, smiling mockingly. Pestering her only gets you hated. So don't go out and embarrass yourself by spouting nonsense. No wonder Su Yanbing doesn't like you, but likes Lu Jing Nian. His stupidity made me laugh. I crossed my arms and looked at him. What's wrong with me? I'm richer than you, more handsome than you, and there's no green on my head. Besides, my wife and I are doing great. With that, I pulled the Su Yanbing beside me into my arms. Su Yanbing stared at me coldly. The tag is hurting my neck. Take it out. I restrained myself from, with her, and reached behind her neck to get the tag. In an instant, Luo Tianyu and his wife were both stunned. The crowd of onlookers was also stunned. Didn't they say he was pestering her? Didn't they say Su Yanbing doesn't like me? Rumors really can't be trusted. Just then, I moved closer to her. Yanbing, I have to admit, last night I dreamed of kissing you. The next second, just as I predicted, Su Yanbing pushed me away. She gave me a dark glare and coldly swept her gaze over the onlookers next to us. The crowd of onlookers finally took the hint and dispersed. Su Yanbing took out her ringing phone to answer. The young assistant's voice came through. CO Su, Murong Yan has signed with the Gu Corporation. Su Yanbing looked over at me drinking fruit juice. Then she gritted her teeth and said, Then poach her for me. I finished a glass of chilled fruit juice and looked towards Su Yanbing, feeling refreshed. I saw her staring at me with a grim expression. I felt a little puzzled. What could make her so angry? Does this mean she's about to tell me to get lost? I waited for her to speak. In the end, Su Yanbing changed out of the clothes and told me to pay. After I paid, Su Yanbing turned and walked into a shoe store. She sat down and looked at me, using a queenly tone to command. What are you spacing out for? Go choose for me. I got her a model. How about this one? Su Yanbing sneered coldly. How can you see the effect just by looking? You have to try it on to know. I handed the shoes to her. Su Yanbing glanced at me. Come here. I figured it out. This damn woman felt that making me try on clothes wasn't enough torture, so she switched to trying on shoes. I gritted my teeth, smiled, and squatted down beside her, squeezing her calf. Lift your foot. Su Yanbing glanced at me coldly. I put the new shoes on for her. How is it? Su Yanbing glanced over. It's nothing special. I looked back and forth in the shoe store, not wanting to try on any more for her. Su Yanbing didn't let me off at all. If you can't choose, then try them on one by one. As I was trying them on for her, I was cursing 18 generations of her ancestors. Su Yanbing handled 2 work messages. In her best friend's group chat, when Mumu sent a photo, it was a picture of Su Yanbing and me at the mall, a side profile shot of the two of us looking into each other's eyes. When Mumu then shared a news article, Su Yanbing doesn't like Gu Haoming, she opened the link to look. Inside was the previous photo and a few other ambiguous ones. Su Yanbing was the person involved. She knew better than anyone else. But the atmosphere exuded by the photos gave people the illusion of love. Even she was stunned. The comment section believed it all. This generation of netizens is great at saying the opposite. I was successfully tricked by the title. I just wanted to see a joke, but you fed me a mouthful of PDA. Have you no manners? This is what you call not in love? This freaking thing is called not in love? Oh God, please say something. Giving them wealth and beauty is one thing, but you even gave them love. Why is it that when it's my turn, I'm a triple nothing person? Which direction must I kowtow to have a woman like that? Friend upstairs, I've tried. Dreaming is faster. The young assistant saw CO Su and Mr. Gus hot search. He immediately called to have the hot search removed. He has been with CO Su for so many years. CO Su hates being on the hot search with Mr. Gu the most, especially hot searches about their affection. Every time she saw one, she'd tell him to take it down. If it was taken down late, he'd get scolded and his bonus would be docked. At this point, Su Yanbing and I had returned to the office. The young assistant brought documents for her to sign with a slightly boastful tone. CO Su, you and Mr. Gu are on the hot search again. But I reacted quickly and had someone take it down immediately. It's no longer on the hot search list now. Su Yanbing looked up and glanced at him. The young assistant waited for praise but heard none. He looked at her again and again, feeling something was wrong. Then he saw Su Yanbing sneer coldly and say, I see you've been quite free lately. Within one day I want to see all the information on the Bei Jiao project. The young assistant was stunned and could only take the documents and leave quickly. Su Yanbing picked up her phone. Su Yanbing doesn't love Gu Haoming. Sure enough, it was no longer on the hot search list. Meanwhile, after being tormented by Su Yanbing for so long, my desire to take her down was so strong that I immediately ran to the Gu Corporation to find Gu on her in the heat. It was very hot outside, so as soon as I got in, I plopped down on a chair and used a folder on the table to fan myself. Guwonner glanced at me and turned the air conditioner down a few degrees. "Aren't you on a date with Su Bing? Why are you here?" I remembered the hot search saying I and Su Bing were sweetly in love in the comments section. To this day, I still don't understand. Su Bing is so disgusted by me, she can barely stand it. How could that be mistaken for love? I looked up at Guwonner. If I were really dating her, would I have time to come find you? Guwonner looked at me and asked, "She's fallen for you, hasn't she?" I shook my head. There's no way she could like me. A spark seemed to flash in Guwonner's eyes. "Why are you so sure?" I put the folder back on the table. I've been by her side for so many years. How could I not know who she likes? She's doing this to create an illusion that the relationship between our two families is very good, so that everyone lets their guard down around her. Then she'll take the opportunity to ruin the Gu family. I came to find you to remind you to be on your guard against her. Su Bing threatened me, tormented me, and refuses to divorce. That shows she will definitely follow her main storyline, ruining the Gu family and leaving me with nothing. I can't help but feel a little stressed. Did the company find any problems? Guwonner waved her hand. No, there are no problems with the project either. I felt a little surprised. If nothing could be found, it's impossible to stop the female lead's plot. Then I can only make more money. Guwonner saw how tense I was. She couldn't help but ask, "That time you showed me, what was the ending of that Transmigration novel?" I looked at Guwonner and said, "I don't know either. The author hasn't finished writing it. If you're interested, they'll show it to you after the author finishes it and gives it to me." After saying that, I left the company. I drove back to the Gu family home. The book says that after the Su Group acquired Shifeng Pharmaceuticals, the stock, which had been falling for several months, of Shifeng Pharmaceuticals began to hit the limit up consecutively. In less than half a month, its stock market value doubled. According to the plot in the book, the acquisition will happen in the next few days. I had no good reason to tell Guwonner about this, so I could only buy it myself. As soon as I got home, Auntie Zhang told me my mom was online following my story, and Su Bing's all afternoon and her mood immediately became a bit complicated. When she saw me, my mom put away her phone and immediately told Auntie Zhang to prepare dinner. That evening, she told Su Bing to come over for dinner. I didn't want Su Bing at all to come to our house for dinner. Just the fact that she wanted to ruin the Gu family meant she didn't deserve to eat at the Gu family's table. But I even less wanted to go home and cook. So I sent a text to Su Bing. "My mom wants you to come over for dinner tonight." Su Bing replied immediately, "Not free." I was completely relieved when I saw her reply. Not free. Then she probably wants to go meet Lu Jingnian to explain the trending topic. And I don't have to cook for her anymore. Su Bing finished her work. She raised her wrist to check the time. She picked up her phone again. I said I wasn't free, yet this man didn't reply to her message. It seems he really doesn't want me to come. She put her phone away and stood up. It was 5:30 when she arrived at the Gu family's home. In the past, every time she came to the Gu family's home, she would be subtly criticized and put down by my parents, making her feel threatened time and time again. Later, when she no longer had to endure the threats from the Gu Corporation, she never came again. As soon as she entered the house, she saw me and Guwonner sitting on the sofa talking. She didn't know what we were talking about. The smile on his face was completely different from the fake smile he gave her. Guwonner was peeling a pomegranate. Her eyes were almost glued to me. My mother came forward to greet her. "Bing, you're here?" Only then did Guwonner and I look up at her. I was immediately stunned. Didn't this woman say she wasn't free? Guwonner glanced at Su Bing. She handed me the plate of freshly peeled pomegranate. I casually took a few seeds and put them in her mouth, which made Guwonner glare at me. "Take it yourself." I was stunned. I took it. I thought she peeled it because she wanted to eat it. I didn't expect her to peel it for me. What man wouldn't like a woman like that? Then I looked at Su Bing's ice-cold face. I immediately said with disgust, "Didn't you say you weren't free?" Su Bing ignored Guwonner. She took the plate of pomegranate from my hand and placed it on the coffee table. Then she smirked at me. "Isn't it because I wanted to give you a surprise?" She heavily emphasized the word surprise. After speaking, she naturally hooked her arm through mine. Leaning close to my ear, she whispered, "If I had known coming here would ruin your fun flirting with women, I wouldn't have come." I couldn't help but glare at her. "Don't talk nonsense." Su Bing frowned at me. "Watch your tone when you speak to me." I felt a little annoyed. If my family wasn't here, I would definitely pounce on her like a hungry wolf, to disgust her for once. My mother saw that as soon as Su Bing arrived, she only had eyes for her son. She happily called everyone to dinner. Only then did Su Bing let go of me. She hadn't been to our house for dinner in a long time. My father had a huge problem with her. He didn't speak to her at the dinner table either. For her son's sake, my mother still treated her like an honored guest, smiling and chatting warmly with her. Guwonner showed no expression, observing quietly. In the past, I would always serve food for Su Bing relentlessly. I'd give her all the best dishes. Now I just ate heartily by myself. Su Bing couldn't help but glance at me. Seeing this, my mother couldn't help but remind me, Hao Ming, don't just eat by yourself. Take care of Yanbing a little. I was a bit speechless. She's in her 20s, not a child. Does she still need someone to take care of her? Although I said that, I still casually served some food for Su Yanbing. After serving Su Yanbing, I served my dad, then my mom, then I served Gu Waner. The main thing is to be fair. I love everyone. After serving everyone, I prepared to eat. Then I noticed everyone at the table was looking at me. Why are you all looking at me instead of eating? My father saw that in his son's eyes. There was no longer only Su Yanbing. He was starting to serve the best dishes into his parents' bowls. He finally broke into a happy smile. After dinner, Su Yanbing said goodbye to everyone and went home. I hadn't slept well for 2 days. I went to take a shower, planning to get a good night's sleep. Su Yanbing sent me a text. No need to write a long, heartfelt letter today. Just post the photo from the trending topic. Publicly. I gritted my teeth in anger and played dumb. What trending photo? Su Yanbing sent me the link. I feigned surprise. Do you like me? Could it be? Su Yanbing replied immediately. If I don't see the post on your profile in 2 minutes, I will send you to the police station to clarify whether I like you or not. I cursed while saving the photo. I shared it on my profile, with a caption to provoke her, forced to post by someone. Everyone, tell me, isn't she just head over heels in love with me? Very quickly, someone commented below. I don't believe she forced you to post, unless she posts one on her profile too. That's right, if she doesn't post it, I won't believe she loves you. When Mumu directly tagged Su Yanbing in their friends group chat, Gu Haming said you forced him to post that lovey-dovey picture. Is it true or not? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Hard to imagine. Her other close friends also chimed in. Su Yanbing had just gotten out of the shower. She saw the messages and was so angry she laughed. She directly tossed her phone aside. Every single one of them is blind. There's not even love. So how could there be a lovey-dovey post? The next day, after breakfast, I was planning to go to the management company, but Su Yanbing stopped me. Come to the company with me. I was a bit skeptical. What am I going to the company for? She glanced at me. Fulfilling your promise to be available whenever I call. I was truly speechless. I don't have to go to the company. I can still guarantee you'll be available anytime. Su Yanbing gave me a warning glance. You have 2 minutes. This woman really knows how to torture me. I had no choice but to grab my laptop and follow her to the company. At the company, I took out my phone, planning to assign the task of finding the male and female leads to Gu Waner. Just then, my phone rang. Murong Yan sent me a message. Brother, I heard you're going to make a movie. Can I be in it? I was stunned. What I want to shoot isn't a traditional drama or movie. The starting point is very low. The requirements are also very low. After sending it, I felt a cold gaze from Su Yanbing. I immediately switched my phone to vibrate. Murong Yan replied, yes. Can I be in it? I was a bit skeptical. You can be in it, but it would be a waste of your talent to act in it. I have better arrangements for you. Besides, short films don't pay much. The shooting schedule is tight. The actors are all newcomers with no acting experience. Murong Yan continued, I know. I want to be in it. Didn't you say I have complete freedom of choice? I was a little helpless. You know, and you still want to do it. Murong Yan smiled. Something that brother thinks is good. Must be something good. I can't miss it. I sighed inwardly. Who was it yesterday who said his judgment was bad? I signed her only because I wanted to save her. I didn't want her to end up like in the book, committing suicide in despair like that. The most important thing now is her happiness. I never thought about how much money she would make for the company. But since she wanted to act in it, I agreed. Murong Yan will play the female lead. With her fan base, it will definitely be even more popular. As for the male lead, I'll play him myself. That way, when the film gets popular, when my parents mention me in the future, their son will also have something to brag about. Besides, acting in movies means I can kiss all the goddesses in the entertainment industry and admire all the goddesses' long legs. I held my phone thinking gleefully. I accidentally met Su Yanbing's cold gaze. I immediately wiped the smile off my face. Su Yanbing gave me a cold glare and said, Go get me a glass of water. The water dispenser is right there. I stood up and got her a cup of cold water. Su Yanbing added another sentence. I want hot water. I downed the water in the disposable paper cup in one go. I glanced at Su Yanbing and threw it in the trash. Then I went to get her a cup of boiling water. Su Yanbing was expressionless. I don't use disposable cups, I asked through gritted teeth. Then where is your cup? Su Yanbing continued. Suddenly, I don't feel like drinking water anymore. I looked at her, my fists clenching. Su Yanbing let out a cold laugh. So, you're already impatient? I forced a smile. How would I dare? Su Yanbing didn't give me a pleasant look. Go downstairs and buy me a cup of coffee. This time I was smarter. I asked with a smile. What flavor would you like? Su Yanbing stopped writing. She looked up at me. What flavors are there? I was speechless, but I still smiled to please her. I'll go downstairs and check for you. I went downstairs, took a picture of the coffee menu, and sent it to her. But Su Yanbing didn't reply to me at all. I bought one of every flavor. I swiped her card and asked the coffee shop staff to bring them up. Su Yanbing stood up to go to a meeting. Then she saw me coming up. Behind me was a staff member carrying over 20 cups of coffee. All the flavors are here. The smile I gave her was incredibly fake. Su Yanbing casually grabbed a cup and said, "Clean the office. The office is so clean." "What is there to clean?" I took a cup and shared the rest of the coffee with the office staff. Then I sat in the CEO's office and opened the stock trading app. I maxed out my personal limit, buying Sifeng Pharmaceuticals stock. Then I started writing the script again. When Su Yanbing returned from her meeting, she saw me sitting cross-legged on the sofa, looking at my laptop. My fingers were flying. That speed, even for someone like her who uses a computer frequently. Couldn't type that fast, Su Yanbing muttered to herself. This man can't go out and flirt with women anymore. Is he in a bad mood and venting his anger? Thinking of this, Su Yanbing went back to her desk and sat down. Leaning back in her chair, she looked at me and said coldly, "Get me a glass of water." I was concentrating when she interrupted me. I gritted my teeth and closed my laptop. I walked over, smiling with my eyes narrowed, a smile that didn't reach my eyes. "Do you want hot or cold water?" I paused. I couldn't help but add, "or my saliva." Su Yanbing's face immediately darkened by 2 shades. She smirked coldly. "You guess." I moved closer to her, with a lecherous look on my face. "I guess." I thought she would back away like last time, but Su Yanbing just looked at me coldly, as if she saw through me and knew I wouldn't really do anything to her. Yet she wasn't scared at all. I sat directly on her lap. I could immediately feel Su Yanbing's body tense up at a visible rate. Her expression was also changing constantly. She was obviously trying to suppress something. She's disgusted. She's disgusted. My mood immediately improved. The coffee I just drank had milk in it. "Do you want to try?" Su Yanbing's face immediately went from dark to red. "Get off. I'm just like a thirsty scumbag. I only know how to get into bed with someone." Su Yanbing raised her hand to push me away. At that moment, the office door was pushed open. The young assistant quickly covered his face with a document. "I didn't see anything. You two continue. I'll come back later." Su Yanbing pulled my hand away and pushed me off her. Before the young assistant could close the door, she called out to him, "Get back here." The young assistant lowered his head. "Yes, Su," afraid of seeing something he shouldn't. I stood quietly to the side. Su Yanbing picked up her pen. Her cold gaze swept over. "What are you still standing here for?" I glanced at her, deliberately twisting her words. "Then I'll go to bed and wait for you." Su Yanbing's face, which had just managed to turn cold, immediately successfully turned from dark to green. The young assistant was scared to death. Did I just hear something I wasn't supposed to hear? Am I going to lose my head over this? The young assistant peeked. Su Yanbing gritted her teeth. "Don't even dream about that kind of thing during the day. There's a kitchen in the back. Go cook." Hearing that, I had no choice but to turn and go inside. Only then did I discover that inside there wasn't just a kitchen. There was also a lounge for online meetings, a rest area, and a bathroom. It was clear that Su Yanbing had stayed here many times before. I looked around once before opening the refrigerator. There was nothing to eat in the fridge. I was about to go out when I saw Lu Jingnian arrive. I quickly stepped back. Lu Jingnian glanced at Su Yanbing. He placed the bag in his hand on the desk. He opened his mouth and said, "My mom made this herself after she got out of the hospital. She insisted I bring it for you to try." Su Yanbing glanced at it and said, "How is her recovery going?" Lu Jingyan looked at her, suppressing the love in his eyes. "She's recovering very well. Her spirits are great. She's eating and sleeping well. When are you free? She keeps mentioning that she wants to invite you over for a meal to thank you for your help when she was hospitalized." Su Yanbing nodded. "You'll visit her when I'm free. Do you have anything else to do? If you do, go ahead. If not, stay for lunch." Lu Jingnian reacted a beat too late. "I'm off for the next few days. I have nothing to do." The next second, I heard Su Yanbing say coldly, "Did you hear everything clearly? If so, go buy food." I was enjoying eavesdropping. Hearing that, I had no choice but to come out. Lu Jingnian subconsciously looked inside. He saw me come out from within. His palms immediately clenched. He thought Su Yanbing wanted to take him out for a meal, just the two of them. He didn't expect that she wanted Gu Haoming to cook for him. "Does this mean Su Yanbing has acknowledged this husband?" I greeted Lu Jingnian enthusiastically. "I'm going to buy food. You two take your time talking." After saying that, I took my phone and went out. Lu Jingnian pursed his lips. He looked at Su Yanbing. "Sister, you go ahead with your work. I'm going to the restroom for a bit." A few minutes later, he sent a message to Su Yanbing. "Liu Yu was just looking for me to meet up. I'm leaving first. We can have a meal some other time." On the other side, I went on a shopping spree as soon as I got to the supermarket. Su Yanbing told me to cook for Lu Jingnian. If it were the original owner, he would definitely throw a fit. I'm different. My policy is to play matchmaker. I just hope their dry wood catches fire soon. I bought the food. I also bought a bunch of snacks for Lu Jingnian to eat, but when I returned to the office with 2 big bags, I found that only Su Yanbing was there. I couldn't help but ask, "Where's Lu Jingnian?" Su Yanbing glanced at me. "Have you forgotten how you used to treat him?" I placed a bag of snacks on the desk. "It's precisely because I regret treating him that way before, that I want to treat him well now. These are the snacks I bought for him." When he comes back later, you can give them to him. Su Yanbing glanced at the snacks on the table. She looked up at me, seeing the beads of sweat still on my forehead, but there wasn't a trace on my face of insincerity or annoyance towards Lu Jingnian. She nonchalantly withdrew her gaze. He's gone. Hearing that, my voice trembled and rose in pitch. Gone? Why did you let him leave? Su Yanbing looked up at me, wondering. Why, now that Lu Jingnian is gone, is this man looking so unhappy, and even getting angry with me? I took a few steps forward and continued, did you say something to make him angry? Or did you not explain yesterday's trending topic clearly to him? He misunderstood. Or did he confess to you, and you still haven't answered him? I'm so exhausted. The slow progress of this male and female lead. When will I ever be free of it? I even want to hold their hands and teach them how to date. But as it turns out, this woman doesn't listen to me at all. Su Yanbing slammed her pen on the desk. My business is none of your concern. Hurry up and cook. I was truly fuming. Looking at her completely unruffled appearance, I had no choice but to grit my teeth and carry the food into the kitchen. The male lead has already confessed. Logically, this bitch Yanbing should be putting the divorce on the agenda already. She clearly has no such intention. For her to be so calm, and to suddenly put me on the trending list, coming to the company and making everyone misunderstand that our relationship is good. It seems her intention to secretly destroy the Gu family is very strong. She has the protagonist's halo. Sister Wayner's side couldn't find any clues. So can I start with her? I made 3 dishes, and with an excellent attitude, invited Su Yanbing to eat while glancing at the documents on her desk. In the afternoon, while Su Yanbing was in a meeting, I started secretly flipping through the documents on her desk. Flipping through them, they were all just regular reports and approval documents. While Su Yanbing wasn't back yet, I continued writing the script. The next day, Su Yanbing again forced me to go to the company with her. The only happy thing was that at just past 10 a.m., I saw the news that the Su Group was about to acquire Shifeng Pharmaceuticals. I opened my stock account to check. The stock had halted trading. Very good. I had successfully bought in at the start of the price surge. I couldn't find any useful information in her office. I used Su Yanbing's money to treat everyone in the office, to milk tea and sweets to build relationships. As I handed out the food, I smiled and said to the staff, in work, you have to balance work and rest. You are all the capable right hands of my wife. The company's development is thanks to everyone's immeasurable contributions. These things are just a small token of my appreciation. Don't be shy. The original owner had never even glanced at them at the company before normally. When I caused trouble at the company, they would be scolded by the original owner just for looking. Now I was bringing them food and, with a friendly expression, everyone was afraid to speak carelessly, but could only accept politely. I proactively found a topic to get closer to a female employee. So beautiful. Do you have a boyfriend yet? Not yet. I'll introduce someone to you one of these days. Everyone immediately scrambled. She already has one. Mr. Gu, I don't. Mr. Gu, I'm a single dog too. How could the person Mr. Gu introduces be anything but excellent? Su Yanbing returned from outside and saw me sitting on a girl's desk, chatting lively with everyone. Can't flirt with women outside anymore. So he comes to her company to flirt? Su Yanbing coldly asked the young assistant following behind her. Are the people in this office always this idle? The young assistant tapped the doorframe with a document. Is all the work that needs to be done finished yet? I turned back and saw Su Yanbing staring at me coldly. I smiled and waved at everyone, then followed Su Yanbing back to the office. Su Yanbing sat in her office chair, glancing at me coldly. Would you like me, in the CEO's office, to arrange a position for you? I glanced at her, thinking to myself that I would love that. But this bitch Yanbing is clearly being sarcastic. On the outside, I smiled and said, I'll listen to whatever my dear wife says. I am just a brick by your side. Wherever you tell me to move, I'll go. Su Yanbing was so angry she laughed. I want to eat dumplings for lunch. They have to be completely handmade. I smiled through gritted teeth. Do you want to eat me? I'm all natural. Su Yanbing glared at me. Then go boil yourself in a pot. I nodded and said, okay, I'm going right now. Eating dumplings is one thing, but demanding they be handmade. But right now, I'm being blackmailed. Pissing her off won't end well for me. Su Yanbing just doesn't want me to live in peace. Before she went out in the afternoon, she even warned me, stay quietly in the office for me. If I find you disturbing others' work again, then I will, for several days in a row. Su Yanbing made me go to the company with her every day. My range of activity was limited to her office. I couldn't go anywhere. Everything could only be communicated via phone. Luckily, Su Yanbing was very busy, so the time she had to torture me was limited. I copied 2 more scripts. But seeing that the short film was about to start shooting, and I, the male lead, was being blackmailed by Su Yanbing to come to the company every day, unable to go anywhere, I immediately became anxious. In the afternoon, I sat on the sofa, watching Su Yanbing handle her work, thinking about how to make her not want to see me anymore. She clearly hates me, but to torture me, she brings me to the company every day. By doing this, she's really injuring the enemy by 1,000, while losing 800 herself. Maybe I should also use a powerful move. Su Yanbing happened to look up, and saw me staring at her. She let out a cold laugh. Planning to pull some tricks again? Is that brain of yours enough? Do you need me to lend you one? I was a bit speechless. Just then, Su Yanbing's phone rang. She picked up her phone. It was a call from her mother. Your sister's family is back today. Bring Haoming home for dinner tonight. The thing Su Yanbing hated the most every time was bringing me to her parents' house for dinner, in her parents' eyes. I am the only son of the Gu family. Marrying me was a huge bargain. Every time she went home, everyone would be there, reminding her to treat Gu Haoming well, completely ignoring whether she liked me or not. After ending the call, Su Yanbing glanced at me. We're going to my house for dinner tonight. When I heard we were going to her house for dinner, it was like the heavens were helping me. My eyes immediately lit up. I stood up, extremely eager to go out. I'm going to buy a gift. Su Yanbing narrowed her eyes at me. No need, you just sit here quietly. Going to Su Yanbing's parents' house was the original owner's greatest joy, because the Su parents were very satisfied with this son-in-law. At home, they would always side with me. In the past, every time they went, the original owner would go to the company early, to wait for her to get off work and go together, just so he could hold her arm when they entered the house. For that brief moment of intimacy, the original owner got, without being pushed away. That was also when Su Yanbing was most disgusted with the original owner. I plan to disgust her to death tonight. Disgust her so much that she becomes scared and never wants to see me again. Thinking of this, I couldn't help but laugh out loud. Ha ha ha. Finally, I can get my revenge. Let's see how ill torture her tonight. The car stopped at the old Su family residence. I got out of the car and directly went to grab Su Yanbing's hand. 10 fingers intertwined, skin-on-skin contact. This feeling of disgust is the most lethal. Sure enough, as soon as I held her hand, Su Yanbing's fingers stiffened, just as Su Yanbing was about to pull her hand back. I held on tighter. As my fingers caressed the back of her hand, I leaned in close and said, I don't want to either, but your mother is watching. Mother Su came out to greet us and saw our hands intertwined. The smile on her lips deepened. I took the opportunity to wrap my arm around Su Yanbing's waist. Mom, we came back in a hurry today. We didn't have time to buy gifts for you and Dad. Her soft body through the thin fabric. I could clearly feel the warmth of Su Yanbing's skin. Her body was tense. I could feel her disgust, so I deliberately hugged her tighter. I have to say, this woman's figure is truly beautiful. Mother Su saw how intimate we were, and couldn't stop smiling. We're not lacking anything at home. The best gift for your father and me is seeing you two have a good relationship. In the past, although I always came home with big and small bags, the news I brought back was always that our relationship wasn't good. Hurry inside. We were just waiting for you two. Mother Su didn't want to disturb our private world, and hurried inside to share the good news. Su Yanbing turned her head and glared at me coldly. Have you hugged enough? In the past, I also coveted her body, but I had the burden of a rich young master and wouldn't act so recklessly. At most, I would hold Su Yanbing's hand and look at her with eyes full of affection, but now I was acting thirsty towards her. But there wasn't a trace of affection in my eyes, like a playboy who passes through 1,000 flowers, without a single leaf clinging to him. I caressed her long, slender fingers, while saying with a smile, although I'm taking the opportunity to take advantage of you, but I'm not taking advantage of you for free. Look how happy your mom was smiling just now. Su Yanbing snorted coldly, then strode inside with her long legs. The meal was ready. As soon as she entered, she sat at the table. Of course, I sat next to Su Yanbing. I secretly glanced at the dishes on the table. The more I looked, the better my mood became. Mother Su had always treated the original owner very well, and immediately turned the delicious dishes to face me. Haoming, try this. Authentic Yangcheng Lake Hairy Crab. I didn't hold back. I took one and placed it in front of Su Yanbing. My dear wife, peel it for me. You're usually the one who peels them for me. As soon as I said that, everyone at the table looked over. Su Yanbing's expression immediately turned cold. I peel for you? Why don't you stop eating rice too? Wait for me to feed you. Mother Su immediately scolded her. Yanbing, what kind of way is that to talk? Haoming is your husband. What's wrong with peeling a crab for him? I took the crab back and said, if you don't want to peel it, then forget it. It's fine if I don't eat it. Mother Su gave Su Yanbing a warning look. Haoming, just leave it there. Su Yanbing gave me a deep look. In the end, she started peeling the crab for me. I praised it as I ate. Delicious, delicious. Mother Su turned the plate of crabs towards us again. If it's good, eat some more. Yanbing, peel another one for Haoming. I looked at Su Yanbing. My eyes held a hint of provocation. My dear wife, I want to eat another one. Su Yanbing shot me a glance. She smirked and took another one to peel for me. This meal, I did my best to disgust her. After dinner, Mother Su saw how good our relationship was. She happily called us both to the sofa to talk. Hao Ming, Yan Bing, you two have been married for 2 years. Isn't it time to have a child? I sneered inwardly. She won't even let me touch her. How could she give me a child? Outwardly, I unceremoniously grabbed Su Yan Bing's hand. How could one child be enough? We've already discussed it. We've decided to have a whole soccer team. Su Yan Bing gritted her teeth, a smile on her lips as she leaned into my chest. Mom, it's getting late. We're going home to work hard on it right now. We'll try to let you hold a grandchild soon. After saying that, Su Yan Bing pulled me up to leave. I realized this woman couldn't take it anymore. I was in an extremely good mood. As we left the main hall, I continued to add fuel to the fire, eagerly trying to get intimate with her. Are you serious? A storm was brewing in the depths of Su Yan Bing's eyes, as if a hurricane was about to hit. I was ready for her to push me away, but instead she smirked. If you want it that much. As soon as the words left her mouth, Su Yan Bing kissed me directly on the lips, biting and gnawing, as rough as a violent storm. I widened my eyes in disbelief, my mind buzzing. Isn't she supposed to be disgusted? Isn't she supposed to be at her limit? What is this situation? I instinctively wanted to push her away, but I was met with her cold taunt. Didn't you want to have a soccer team? You won't even let me kiss you? Seeing my dazed expression, Su Yan Bing gave a wicked smile. What's wrong? Don't tell me you're impotent. My lip was bitten and bleeding. The metallic taste of blood snapped me to my senses. I forced myself to calm down. Su Yan Bing is disgusted by me to the point of an allergic reaction. She's willing to suffer 800 to inflict 1,000 on the enemy. Thinking of this, I crossed my arms and said with a smile, You think I don't dare? You thought I was all talk? It's just that I didn't expect you to agree. It was too sudden, too surprising, that's all. I returned Su Yan Bing's kiss with a bit of roughness. With one hand, I pulled open her shirt and slipped my hand inside, not forgetting to say, I've waited for this moment for too long. Su Yan Bing's body stiffened. Just as I was about to move my hand up, Su Yan Bing grabbed my wrist tightly and pushed me away forcefully. Her expression was very ugly. The emotions in her eyes were like erupting lava. Did you really think I'd let you have your way? After saying that, Su Yan Bing left. Her steps were very fast, carrying a frosty aura with her. I watched her leave me behind and drive away, and I couldn't help but laugh. It seems I've won. This woman must be disgusted to death. Su Yan Bing went to a bar and poured a glass of wine. She downed it in one go, then immediately poured another glass. Her curious friends came over. Wen Mumu teased, Yan Bing, are you not allowed to drink at home? Lin Xin Yao immediately noticed the clues. Disheveled clothes, smudged lipstick. It doesn't look like you're not allowed to drink. Instead, it looks like you couldn't satisfy Gu Hao Ming's needs. So you had to escape from bed. Su Yan Bing glanced at each of them coldly. All of you get lost. Lin Xin Yao continued to provoke her. Looks like I hit the nail on the head. Wen Mumu was about to twist the knife, but before she could speak, Su Yan Bing threw a wine bottle. The bottle shattered. In an instant, the room fell dead silent. Su Yan Bing looked at them coldly. Listen carefully. I don't like Gu Hao Ming. Don't mention him again. He's the man who brought her humiliation, the man she hated the most. I'm just getting revenge. How could I possibly like him? The three of them looked at Su Yan Bing, then at each other. I look at you. You look at me. Then they all quietly left. The Su family's driver took me home. Seeing that Su Yan Bing hadn't returned, I showered and went to bed. The next morning I woke up. I picked up my phone. Su Yan Bing hadn't summoned me. Only Murong Yan had texted me a few minutes ago. Oppa, we start filming tomorrow. When will you arrive at the set? I thought for a moment and replied, Today, I'm still the male lead in the film. The thought made me a little excited. The car stopped at the hotel entrance. I got out of the car. Hao Ming Oppa. Murong Yan seemed to have been waiting for me and ran over immediately. Seeing the trunk open, she came forward to help. Let me. I didn't stand on ceremony with her. I asked as we walked, Have you finished reading the script? Murong Yan pulled the suitcase and followed me, nodding. Yes, I finished it. This is the first time I've seen a script like this. I really like it. I shook my head and smiled. Isn't it just another cliché romance drama? Murong Yan looked at me. Although it's a romance film, but the idea of being reincarnated, a different life, is very special. Hao Ming Oppa, if life could really be redone, would you still choose to marry Su Yan Bing? I smiled at her. If I could really do it over, I definitely wouldn't give up the entire forest for a single tree. Murong Yan glanced at me. It seems Hao Ming Oppa has regrets. I saw Murong Yan spacing out and said, Everyone has regrets in life. Regret itself isn't scary. What's scary is staying mired in regret and forgetting that a better version of yourself lies ahead. Murong Yan looked at me, always feeling like there was a light about me, completely different from the rumors. She was very relaxed talking to me. Before we knew it, we had reached her room door. I returned to my room. After tidying up a bit, it was almost noon. Thinking about Murong Yan's depression, I invited her to have lunch with me. I planned to take more care of her on set. I always invited her to eat with me. The next day, we arrived at the film set together, immediately attracting everyone's attention. Look, Gu Haoming arrived with Murong Yan. Is he really here to act? What acting? I think he's got his eyes on Murong Yan, investing in it himself, filming it himself, using acting as an excuse to take advantage of her. I heard there are quite a few kissing scenes. Sigh. This is the allure of money. If I had money, I'd do the same. I didn't care about people pointing fingers at me. After the opening ceremony, it was time for makeup and filming. I started working at 18. I've sold wine at a bar, delivered food, and worked as a salesperson. I've also been an extra. Besides, this is a movie I've already seen. I know how to act every scene like the back of my hand. During filming, I would occasionally give some advice and guidance to my co-stars. I had the most scenes with Murong Yan. Murong Yan is an experienced actress, seeing a newcomer like me with such rich experience and no stage fright at all. During a break, she looked at me, with another hint of curiosity in her eyes. Seeing me fanning myself with the script, she handed her small electric fan to me. Oppa, use this. I didn't refuse. I took it and blew it on my flushed, hot face. I'll buy one when I get back. Murong Yan looked at me, her eyes sparkling. This is a gift for you, Hao Ming Oppa. I still have another one. Hao Ming Oppa, you're completely different from the rumors. That just goes to show you can't believe rumors. After fanning myself with the fan, I pointed it at Murong Yan's face. Aren't you hot? Murong Yan acted as if it was nothing. I was already used to her being like this, elsewhere in the CEO's office of the Su Corporation. Su Yanbing finished her work. She leaned back in her chair, rubbing her temples. Pour me a glass of water. There was no response. She instinctively looked up, only to belatedly realize I wasn't there. My face immediately appeared in her mind, along with the softness of my lips from last night. Just then, her phone rang. She opened it to see a photo. In the photo, I was holding the small electric fan, pointing it at Murong Yan. There was a happy smile on my face. Murong Yan was looking at me, with light in her eyes and a hint of shyness on her face. The male and female leads in Gu Haoming's heart. How's this vibe? Su Yanbing replied disdainfully. So what? After replying, she tossed her phone aside. She pretended not to see it and opened her computer to continue working. The first day of shooting went very smoothly. By the time we wrapped up, it was already 8 p.m. The director gave us the promotional photos. Murong Yan posted on Weibo, and it quickly became a hot search topic. The comment section was full of people slandering me. That guy who only knows how to cling to Su Yanbing, Gu Haoming, is actually acting in a movie? If young Master Gu knows how to act, then I could win an Oscar. He's taking advantage of our goddess Murong every day. Does having money mean you can do whatever you want? Wen Mumu shared the hot search in their small group of 4. Did the sun rise in the west? Gu Haoming is actually acting. Lin Xinyao chimed in. Impressive. Acting opposite a female star. Qin Shi Yue added another jab. He's not tired of Yanbing getting old, is he? Trying to pursue this female star? Su Yanbing tossed her phone aside. So what if it's news about Gu Haoming? Are you all sick? Gu Wanner saw the hot search and video called me. You went to act in a movie? Why didn't you tell me first? Gu Wanner looked at me. Even through the screen, I could feel her displeasure. I casually came up with an excuse. I just wanted to give you a surprise. Gu Wanner looked at me silently. I don't want this kind of surprise. I smiled at her with a hint of coaxing. Then what do you want? Wait until I make money and I'll buy it for you. Hearing that, Gu Wanner visibly cheered up. I want to spend all the money you earn. After chatting for a while longer, I hung up and went to sleep. I paid no attention to the hot search topic sent by my informant. Meanwhile, seeing everyone slandering me online, Murong Yan couldn't help but go into her own fan super topic to clarify. I took the initiative to accept this film because the script is truly excellent. Hao Ming Oppa is a very good person, and his acting is also very good. Please believe me, just wait for the film to be released. Murong Yan's proactive explanation made the fans even more disbelieving, forcing Murong Yan to post the previous chat history where she asked me for the role. The next morning, I called Murong Yan to eat. I was startled by the dark circles under her eyes. What did you do last night? Couldn't sleep? Murong Yan looked at me, seeing my high spirits completely unaffected by the online drama. She touched her head. No, I just stayed up too late on my phone. I glanced at her as we walked. Weren't you tired from filming all day? You still have energy to play on your phone? During breakfast, I finally opened my phone to browse the news, and came across Murong Yan's responses from last night. The comments section was filled with suspicion towards Murong Yan, claiming the posted chat logs were photoshopped. Murong Yan's Weibo was being manipulated by the company. Even during a live stream, the fans thought she was being forced by the company to say those things. The more she spoke up for me, the more dissatisfied the fans became with me. Murong Yan lowered her head and reminded me in a small voice, Hao Ming Oppa, don't look at your phone anymore. I put my phone down. I looked at her. Did you stay up late to help me clarify things? Murong Yan looked at me a bit shyly. I didn't expect to make things worse. I thought they would believe me if I spoke. I didn't expect it to turn out like this. I looked at her, paused for a moment and continued. I'm very happy that you spoke up for me like that. But don't do it again next time. I don't care at all what they say about me. Your well-being is much more important to me than all that. A smile immediately appeared in Murong Yan's eyes. I promise it won't affect the filming. After eating, we went to the set and started another busy day of filming. Murong Yan and I were filming a tumultuous scene of jealousy, but a luxury car stopped not far away. Gu Waner got out of the car with her bag and opened the door for Mom. She held a sun umbrella for her. Then she instructed the assistant to bring the prepared sweets and drinks for everyone to the film set. Mom walked hurriedly, clearly impatient. It's so hot, and there's not even air conditioning. How can Hyo Ming stand it? He's never suffered like this since he was a child. Gu Waner leisurely followed my mother's steps. Hyo Ming isn't stupid. If he felt it was a hardship, he would definitely run faster than anyone. The fact that he's not running proves he doesn't find it hard. Gu Waner's eyes began to search for me. Then she saw me pull Murong Yan's hand and draw her into my arms. Then our eyes met. Gu Waner's hand, holding her bag, tightened. Murong Yan and I finished the scene. The director called for a break. Only then did I see Mom and Gu Waner. I quickly waved and asked, "Why are you all here?" The assistant had set up a table and a sun umbrella. Food was already laid out on the table. As soon as I arrived, Mom handed me a cold drink, saying with concern, "It's your first time acting. We were worried, so we came to see how you are." I sat down. I'm not a 3-year-old. What's there to worry about? I glanced at Gu Waner. Why are you here to join the fun too? Isn't your company busy? Gu Waner looked at my high-spirited and happy demeanor. It's your first time acting. No matter how busy I am, I had to come and see. I took a few sips of the cold drink, feeling refreshed. I saw Murong Yan not far away, looking in my direction. She looked lonely, like an abandoned kitten. I didn't need to think to know. Right now, she was envious that I had a caring family. I waved to her. Xiaoyan. Seeing me wave to her, Murong Yan finally dared to come over. This is the company's artist, Murong Yan. This is my mother. This is the vice president of the Gu Corporation, Gu Waner. I introduced them to each other and got her a glass of water. I invited her to sit down. Hello, Auntie. Hello, President Gu. Murong Yan started a conversation with my mother. I picked up a washed strawberry and ate it. Finding it delicious, I pushed it in front of Murong Yan. It's very sweet. Try it. Murong Yan obediently took one. Gu Waner stood to the side, motionless, silently watching Murong Yan. At first, I wanted to sign her. Now I've pulled her into acting in a short film. And I'm treating Murong Yan so well. Gu Waner has also read the script. There are quite a few romantic scenes. I could feel Gu Waner's gaze. I picked up the box of strawberries again and held it out to her. Gu Waner just lowered her eyes to look at me, not reaching out to take it. I took one and fed it to her. Gu Waner looked at me, stunned. I then popped one into my own mouth, as if nothing had happened. All right, you've seen what you came to see. Go home now. The Su Corporation's acquisition. The press conference for the signing with Shifeng Pharmaceuticals ended. Just as Su Yunbing got into the car, her phone rang. She opened it to see a photo. By the small table, I was feeding a strawberry to Gu Waner. Both Gu Waner and Murong Yan were looking at me. Is this picture emotional enough? Su Yunbing stared darkly at the photo for a long time before sending me a message. Get back here immediately. It wasn't until lunchtime that I saw the message Su Yunbing had sent me. I didn't expect this woman to find me so quickly. I could only delay my reply. I'm filming right now. Wait until I finish filming, then you can torture me as you please. How about that? Su Yunbing frowned. You think you have the right to bargain with me? I chuckled. Of course I do. I have a recording of Lu Jing Neon confessing to you. If you send me to prison, I'll release this recording. This was something that, during a few days of filming, I suddenly came up with while thinking of a countermeasure. Although it was only a few sentences, I had read the book. I knew every detail of their past. If I posted online and guide the narrative a bit, the impact would be significant. Seeing that Su Yunbing didn't reply to my message anymore, my mood instantly improved. I even ate an extra bowl of rice, but my happiness didn't last long. While filming the last scene in the afternoon, I saw Su Yunbing on the set. Su Yunbing made her way through the crowd, staring at me with a cold face. It was like looking at a lamb waiting to be slaughtered. The moment I saw her, I was stunned. I wasn't at home. Such a good opportunity, and she wasn't building her relationship with the male lead. Why did she come looking for me? Because I saw Su Yunbing had come. I got distracted. I had my first Aang scene since filming began. Following my gaze, Murong Yan also saw Su Yunbing. She looked at me and saw that there was no joy in my eyes, like when I saw my family arrive. She knew the whole world mocked Gu Haoming for clinging to someone who didn't love him. The whole world said Su Yunbing didn't like me. If Su Yunbing didn't like me, why would she appear here? Moreover, the way Su Yunbing looked at Haoming Oppa, her eyes looked exactly like she was jealous. But I quickly composed myself. Sorry, director. Let's do it again. This was a scene where the jealous male lead loses control and tries to force a kiss on the female lead. The female lead slaps the male lead, reminding him that they are divorced. I quickly readjusted my state of mind. But I noticed something was off with Murong Yan. I tightened my grip on her bit by bit. Our waists were almost pressed together. At such a close distance, I lost control of my emotions and kissed Murong Yan. Murong Yan was supposed to push me away, but she didn't push at all. Cut the director hastily shouted, "Murong Yan, what's wrong with you? You're supposed to push him away? Push him away, slap him, not wait for him to kiss you." Murong Yan lowered her head and apologized. "Sorry, director." I looked down at Murong Yan. "What's wrong with you? Did you forget the next scene?" Murong Yan retracted her gaze from where she was secretly looking at Su Yanbing. "Sorry, I was distracted." "Director, I'm ready. Let's do it again." But this time, before I could even kiss her, I was pulled away. Su Yanbing pushed me against a corner wall outside the set. As I looked up, I was met with Su Yanbing's gloomy face. She warned me with a fierce look. "If you dare to film a kissing scene, they'll send you to prison." I glanced at her, my eyes falling on Su Yanbing's lips. "Now that I've kissed you, you won't let me kiss anyone else? What's wrong? Are you jealous?" Su Yanbing's expression flickered rapidly for a moment. "Me? Jealous of you? Ridiculous. I just don't want to see you get what you want. The more you want something, the more it'll prevent you from getting it." I lifted Su Yanbing's chin teasingly. "What do I want? Isn't what I want most you?" After that taste last time, I've been itching unbearably every night. I've had several wet dreams. I had tasted victory. This time, I wanted to disgust her even more, so that she wouldn't bother me for at least half a month. Su Yanbing's cold eyes looked like they were about to shoot fire, but she didn't move. It seemed she had built up some resistance to this level of my disgusting behavior. I paid no attention to Su Yanbing's expression. I leaned close to her ear. "Since you're here, how about tonight you let me experience the feeling of a dream come true?" Su Yanbing glanced at Murong Yan, who was looking this way. She gave a low laugh and gritted out 2 words. "All right then." Immediately after, she pulled me over to Murong Yan. Her faint gaze fell on her. "Are you free? Let me treat you to a meal. Thank you for taking the trouble to speak up for my husband online last night." Murong Yan glanced at me before speaking. "President Su is treating. Even if I'm not free, I have to be. It seems President Su is not like the rumors say." Su Yanbing leaned into my chest. "That's because you don't understand me." At this point, I vaguely understood Su Yanbing's purpose for coming here. She thought I had fallen for Murong Yan, so she came to ruin my good time. But wasn't Su Yanbing's sacrifice a bit too big, leaning into my chest in this hot weather? She could stand the disgust, but I couldn't stand the heat. I looked at the two of them staring at each other. "If you two have something to say, can you wait until we find a place with air conditioning to talk?" I ignored their gazes shifting towards me. I pushed Su Yanbing away and went to change. Half an hour later, in a private room at the hotel restaurant, I sat under the air conditioner and ordered a few of my favorite dishes. Then I glanced at the 2 women sitting opposite me and asked, "Why aren't you two saying anything?" Murong Yan glanced at Su Yanbing. She looked at the ice cream in my hand. "Hao Ming Oppa. Is that good? You want some?" I glanced at her. I called the waiter and got her an ice cream. Murong Yan smirked and glanced at Su Yanbing. The provocation was obvious. "Thank you, Hao Ming Oppa." Su Yanbing glanced at her, then looked at me and snorted coldly. I glanced at Su Yanbing, who was staring at me. "You want some too?" I was about to ask the waiter to get one for her, but she had already taken the ice cream from my hand. Su Yanbing used the spoon I had used and took a bite under Murong Yan's gaze. I watched blankly as Su Yanbing ate the ice cream I had been eating. Has this woman gone crazy? What happened to her misophobia towards me? Murong Yan looked at Su Yanbing. It seems the rumor that President Su dislikes Hao Ming Oppa is false, but the rumor that Hao Ming Oppa only has eyes for President Su seems to be false as well. Su Yanbing looked at me with a half smile. "Is that so? Besides me, who else is in your eyes?" Murong Yan said with a smile. "What I mean is, Hao Ming Oppa also has the whole world in his eyes. President Su is so tense. Are you afraid there's another woman in Hao Ming Oppa's eyes?" Their eyes met. Murong Yan looked at Su Yanbing. A faint smile played on her lips. Su Yanbing smirked. Her smile was full of hidden meaning. I stood up and poured each of them a glass of water. Both of them looked at me. "If you two are thirsty, drink some water and continue talking. I'm going to the restroom." After I left, Su Yanbing nonchalantly looked at the woman opposite her. Her fingers played with the ice cream cup. "The offer from the Su Corporation was more than half higher than the Gu Corporation's, yet you chose to sign with the Gu Corporation, and you even lowered yourself to act with Gu Haoming. What exactly for?" Murong Yan looked at Su Yanbing. Her face always wore a perfect smile. "Lowering myself? Gu Haoming is the young master of the Gu family, the son-in-law of the Su family. Any of his identities is something I can't reach. How could acting opposite him be lowering myself? Could it be that President Su also feels that her husband is as unbearable as everyone says? If that's the case, why not let go?" I came out of the restroom. The food had been served on the table. Seeing the tense atmosphere between the two, I ate by myself, not bothering with their boring drama at all. After a few bites, I saw that neither of them had touched their chopsticks. I couldn't help but ask, "Aren't you too hungry?" Su Yanbing glared at me twice, then called the waiter. She ordered a bottle of red wine. Murong Yan also picked up her wine glass. "I'll have a drink with President Su." I quickly stopped Murong Yan. "Don't drink the wine. We still have to film tomorrow." Su Yanbing glanced at me indifferently. "We might not be able to film tomorrow either." I heard the threat in Su Yanbing's words. The recording in my hand, compared to the video Su Yanbing had that could send me to prison, was ultimately weaker. Su Yanbing must have figured out a way to deal with my threat. I gritted my teeth. I picked up food, poured wine, and handed a napkin to Su Yanbing. "Wifey, I know you can't bear to see me suffer. You don't want me to act. I'll just experience it for 2 months. Isn't Su Yanbing just trying to watch me? Be attentive to her in front of Murong Yan, so Murong Yan misunderstands that their relationship is good. So I can't have Murong Yan. I can only let her have her way." Murong Yan looks at me, then at Su Yanbing. She doesn't say anything more, but the look in her eyes as she watched me deepened a little. After a few bites, Murong Yan stood up. "Brother Hao Ming, I'm done eating. I'll be leaving first. Everyone, take your time." The two of us were left in the private room. I dropped my smile and looked at Su Yanbing. "Are you satisfied now?" Su Yanbing toyed with her glass of red wine. "Seeing you so happy. Of course I'm not satisfied. If you cried, maybe I would be satisfied. In the past, I had shed countless tears of sadness because of Su Yanbing. If I liked Murong Yan, she misunderstood and left. If I didn't cry, I should at least be sad. That would be the right reaction." My reaction made it hard for Su Yanbing to believe. I moved closer to Su Yanbing. I looked at her with affectionate eyes. "I don't like her. Why would I be sad? The one I like is you. Only you can make me sad." Su Yanbing held her wine glass and sneered. "Like me? Do you think I'm blind?" I met her fierce gaze. I bit her lip lightly. "When I see you, I want to kiss you. If this isn't liking you, then what is it?" I was wondering if Su Yanbing would be disgusted to death, but Su Yanbing bit my lip back. I was stunned for a moment, but I quickly reacted. Just like last time, I returned Su Yanbing's kiss. After all, Su Yanbing is the female lead with heaven-defying beauty. Kissing her isn't a loss for me. I returned Su Yanbing's kiss. Unexpectedly, that woman didn't push me away. Instead, she kissed me even more fiercely. After a long while, she finally let me go. Right after, I heard Su Yanbing ask in a cold, mocking tone, "You think this is liking someone?" I slowed my breathing. I looked at her with a probing gaze. "You can kiss someone you don't like? Aren't you disgusted?" The next second, I saw Su Yanbing's expression stiffen. It seemed like my words had hit a nerve, but Su Yanbing quickly pushed me away. What normal woman wouldn't be moved by a kiss? Let alone a kiss. Even sleeping together wouldn't be a problem. I stood up and moved closer to her again. I looked at her with a gentle gaze. "Really? Then I'd like to give it a try." The distance between us was inches. Su Yanbing looked at my slightly swollen lips. She stood up and pulled me outside. She dragged me straight to the door of a room. "Open it. Does this woman really want to sleep with me?" Su Yanbing glared at me. "Open the door to get down to business." I immediately took out the room card. Inside the room, I looked at Su Yanbing. I forced myself to be calm. Su Yanbing is disgusted and allergic to me. A paper tiger? What's there to be afraid of? Su Yanbing lowered her eyes. She smirked coldly at me. "Didn't you want to try? What are you spacing out for?" Only then did I raise my hand. My eyes were filled with undisguised desire. I was so excited. I was wondering how many rounds we'd go tonight. Su Yanbing's gaze on me was deep and profound. It seemed like she was trying to suppress something. I wanted to disgust her so much that she wouldn't bother me for 10 days to half a month. I have no experience, so I just maintained a posture that couldn't lose in terms of presence, preparing to make a move. So tense. "Could it be your first time?" As soon as I finished speaking, the woman with the tense body bit my lip, gnawing and biting like a hungry tiger. Su Yanbing's kisses made my heart flutter. When Su Yanbing started to make her move, I immediately lost my cool. Just when I thought Su Yanbing was no longer allergic to me, Su Yanbing pushed me away forcefully. It seemed like she had suppressed it for too long, reaching her limit. Her eyes looked at me like a raging storm, but she mocked me. "With just this little bit of skill you want to flirt with women?" After saying that, Su Yanbing immediately stood up and went into the bathroom. I heard the sound of rushing water from the bathroom, recalling the feeling just now, an itchy feeling in my heart. The truth proves that I am a normal man. I can't resist the charm of a beautiful woman. I was thinking that one day I would repay Su Yanbing's threats tenfold. I must make Su Yanbing, even if she's disgusted, have to face the consequence of sleeping with me. At that moment, the phone rang. Gu Wanner sent me a message. I opened it to see. I found that the other person had retracted the message. It was a photo of me and Su Yanbing entering a room together. No need to think. Gu Wanner probably sent the message because she saw this photo. I replied immediately. "Did you accidentally send something you can't let others see?" Retracted it so quickly. Gu Wanner looked at my message and replied. But in the input box, she kept typing and deleting and typing, over and over again, always feeling that no sentence was appropriate. "You said you don't love Su Yanbing anymore. That you're just being threatened. You said Su Yanbing couldn't possibly like you. But in the photo, the two of you look so intimate. In the end, Gu Wanner only replied with one sentence. Not asleep yet? I teased. I'm asleep. I'm sleep texting you. I saw the typing indicator at the top. I sent another message to Gu Wanner. Just manage the company well. You don't need to worry about me. I can handle Su Yanbing, Gu Wanner asked again. Do you really not love Su Yanbing anymore? I replied that I don't love her anymore, but I still quite desire Su Yanbing's body. It's just a pity that I can't have it. Gu Wanner typed for a long time again, so I just sent a message. Go to bed early, don't stay up late. Good night. Finally, Gu Wanner replied to me with 2 words. Good night. I lay on the bed and waited for half an hour. That woman still hadn't come out. She must have been so disgusted that she wanted to scrub off a layer of her skin, when I couldn't help but want to go and rush her. The bathroom door finally opened. Su Yanbing walked out wearing a bathrobe. Her beautiful figure was completely revealed. I swallowed hard. I stared at her with desire. Can you sleep with me tonight? Su Yanbing shot me a warning glance. You. Sleep on the sofa. I glanced at the sofa that was only half a meter wide. Didn't you say my skills were poor? Are you still afraid to share a bed with me? Su Yanbing ignored me and sat down on the other side. She picked up her incessantly ringing phone. Her best friend started making sarcastic remarks again. This is exactly why I don't like Gu Haoming. I still remember how he lost his temper with us last time. Come out and explain. If you don't explain it clearly, then we can't be sisters anymore. Su Yanbing glanced at the bathroom. The sound of rushing water came from inside, that feeling of disgust, like muscle memory. Is proof that Su Yanbing hates me? How could I possibly like Gu Haoming? I finished my shower and came out. I saw Su Yanbing lying down. I immediately got into the covers and pressed close to her. What's this about making me sleep on the sofa? I want Su Yanbing to sleep on the sofa. The moment I pressed close, Su Yanbing's body immediately went rigid. The next second, she turned over to look at me. She felt very strange in her heart. Gu Haoming shouldn't be like him. Disgusted by even a single touch. Why does he keep actively approaching me like this, and even act like he desires me? Could it be that Gu Haoming still has me in his heart? I couldn't stand being stared at by Su Yanbing. Just as I was about to turn over, Su Yanbing's hand reached straight for me. My body tensed up a little. Su Yanbing sneered mockingly. What are you afraid of? Haven't you been looking forward to this for a long time? I composed myself and looked back at her. This isn't fear. It's just that after all these years, my wish is finally coming true. So I'm a little tense. Our eyes met. Su Yanbing still didn't have. I couldn't see any love in her eyes. But the heat from our skin almost touching made an irrepressible feeling of disgust rise within her. Your wish coming true? Who told you I'd let you have your wish? Su Yanbing said with disgust and got up to go to the bathroom. I laughed. I found a comfortable sleeping position. As I was getting sleepy, Su Yanbing's cold voice rang out. Get out and sleep on the sofa. Hesitate for one more second and don't even think about filming tomorrow's scene. To ensure that tomorrow's scene could be filmed smoothly, I gritted my teeth and got up. The sofa was too narrow. I tossed and turned, unable to sleep well. Seeing that bitch sleeping comfortably on my bed, I couldn't help but curse her in my heart. I finally managed to curse Su Yanbing until I fell asleep. In my daze, I fell off the sofa. I realized it was already morning. Su Yanbing had already left. After freshening up, I called Murong Yan to have breakfast together. Murong Yan looked me up and down, left and right. I flicked her forehead. What are you looking at? Murong Yan laughed and rubbed her head. President Su left so quickly? What's wrong? Did you want her to stay a few more days? Doesn't Brother Hao Ming want that? I shook my head. Her being here only affects the filming progress. A smile appeared on the corner of Murong Yan's mouth. Brother Hao Ming's tone makes it sound like you really dislike Su Yanbing. I turned to look at her. Since when did you become so nosy? Murong Yan laughed. I just feel that Su Yanbing is very similar to the female lead in our film. She has a bit of character. Really? I don't think so at all. Actually, it's written in the book that before Su Yanbing made a move against the Gu family, her attitude towards the original owner had improved significantly, making the original owner think that Su Yanbing had fallen in love with him. When the Gu family let their guard down around her, she easily took down the Gu family, causing the original owner to fall from heaven to hell. Right now, the news of Su Yanbing visiting the film set is still on the hot search list. Everyone thinks Su Yanbing likes me. But so what if Su Yanbing kissed me last night? She's still disgusted and allergic to me. This shows that her plan to deal with the Gu family has been moved up. I must speed up the pace of making money. At the film set, I immediately discussed with the director about filming more at night. To speed up the filming progress, I finished almost every scene in one take. After 3 p.m., Su Yanbing was preparing for a meeting. Her phone rang. She saw the photo of my kissing scene with Murong Yan again. Her face immediately darkened. She instantly sent me a message. If I don't see you at home before 6 o'clock, they'll have the police come for you. After sending the message, she threw her phone on the desk. During a break between scenes, I saw the message. I was furious. Last night, Su Yanbing was so disgusted she wanted to scrub off a layer of skin. I thought this time she would at least not come looking for me for 10 days to half a month, but not even a day has passed, and I'm being threatened by her again, afraid I wouldn't be able to control my temper if I called. I messaged her back. Didn't you agree last night to let me film today? My scenes today won't be finished until after 10 p.m. Su Yanbing was in a meeting. No one present escaped being scolded. Everyone hung their heads, not daring to move. When my message arrived, the office was completely silent. Su Yanbing picked it up and glanced at it. The next second, the phone was thrown directly onto the conference table. Everyone's hearts trembled. Su Yanbing's expression immediately grew several shades colder. The company pays you to be here, not for you to come here and do nothing. Look at what you've submitted. Is this even presentable? The meeting was originally supposed to last only half an hour. In the end, it dragged on for over an hour. I sent a message with no reply. When I called, she hung up. I looked at the clock again. I had no choice but to call a car and rush home. When I got home, Su Yanbing wasn't there. I called her. Su Yanbing glanced at it and hung up immediately. I gritted my teeth and sent her a message. I'm home. When are you coming back? Su Yanbing replied. Since you're home, go cook. I want to eat braised beef and boiled fish fillets. I suppressed a belly full of anger. I waited until I finished cooking. Only then did Su Yanbing come back. I was so angry I couldn't hold it in anymore. Don't you think you're being unreasonable? You can torture me. But the crew members on the film set are innocent. Before, when I asked you to postpone a meeting, what did you say? You said the lives of all those employees were more important than me. Now you're making them delay filming just for me. Are their lives not important anymore? It was the first time Su Yanbing had seen me, genuinely angry without hiding it, just because you want to act with that woman. Su Yanbing looked at me with an unreadable expression. You're already losing your temper with me over this, so what if I don't let you act anymore? My fist clenched. I couldn't take it anymore. Then just send me directly to jail. The atmosphere immediately became deathly silent. Su Yanbing's cold gaze gradually frosted over in the silence. I thought at this moment Su Yanbing was planning to take down the Gu family. I bet she wouldn't turn against the Gu family at this time. During the silent confrontation, the air was also tinged with fire. Until I saw Su Yanbing slowly take out her phone. She opened the dial pad in front of me and dialed the police number. Seeing that Su Yanbing was about to press call, I lost my cool. I grabbed her hand and said with a laugh, I was just kidding. I'll listen to you. I'll listen to everything you say. Su Yanbing looked at my fake, cowardly, and fawning smile, as if she had heard the coldest joke. You've already forgotten what I said yesterday. Seeing my wronged expression, Su Yanbing sneered again. She picked up her phone and showed me a picture. Is this what you call not forgetting? I glanced at it. It was the kissing scene between me and Murong Yan on set. Immediately, a series of ellipses ran through my mind. This bitch went crazy and called me back just because of this photo. Was it because I didn't take her words to heart? Or did Su Yanbing want to take this opportunity to act out a jealous scene? But right now, I could only explain. This is a forced perspective shot. We didn't kiss at all. It was blocked by a finger. It's always like this in filming. I glanced at Su Yanbing. I stepped forward and wrapped my arms around her waist. Today we filmed a few romantic scenes. Murong Yan taught me some eye acting skills, let alone you not letting me film kissing scenes, even if you did. I wouldn't film them. The only one I want to kiss is you. Su Yanbing looked at me. The fake smile in my eyes was gone, replaced by a bit of affection. Her cold gaze softened. The next second, my lips were on hers. I hadn't even managed 2 kisses. When Su Yanbing turned the tables on me, for a moment, I felt like she loved me to death. The next second, Su Yanbing pushed me away again. I looked at her ugly expression, certain that she was still disgusted and allergic to me. I continued. I thought you had changed, that you liked me a little. I didn't expect you to still hate me this much. I pretended to be hurt and heartbroken. After speaking, I turned to leave. Su Yanbing reached out and pulled me back, kissing my lips once more. I stared at her, a little stunned. What is this situation? She's clearly disgusted, so why is she actively kissing me? This time, Su Yanbing kissed me a few times, then let go. She looked at me with cold eyes. Gu Hao Ming. As long as you're a little more obedient, I can try to like you. I was a bit skeptical. Really? Su Yanbing didn't say much. She walked towards the dining table. I looked at Su Yanbing's back. The main plot replayed in my mind like a brainstorm. Could it be that the plot to take down the Gu family has been advanced? Su Yanbing is starting to be nice to me, to make me think she has fallen for me. After spacing out for a moment, I followed her. Since Su Yanbing wants to act with me, then I will act along as she wishes. I served rice and picked up food for Su Yanbing, trying to show off in front of her. Su Yanbing frowned. I quickly asked with concern, "What's wrong?" "Is it not good?" I said as I put a piece of beef in my mouth. "It's still as delicious as before." I looked at Su Yanbing again. She just looked at me without saying anything. "You don't like this?" I picked up the beef from her bowl and put it in my own. Then I picked up another dish for her. "Then try this one." At this point, Su Yanbing finally spoke. "Don't smile at me like that. Your smile looks too fake. I've always smiled like this before." And she never had any objections. Today she has a request. It seems she really wants me to think that. Su Yanbing is starting to try to like me and wants me to love her too. I glanced at her again and again. Finally, Su Yanbing couldn't help but speak up. What? Do you have a problem with my request? I dropped my smile. No. It's just that you look very beautiful when you eat. Su Yanbing glanced at me, then lowered her head and continued eating. She tacitly agreed to let me watch. I had confirmed my suspicions. I planned to put away my previous roguish acting style and act affectionately along with Su Yanbing. After the meal, I felt like my acting skills weren't enough anymore. Su Yanbing is the female lead in the book, notoriously hard to deceive. Luckily, after dinner, Su Yanbing didn't make things difficult for me anymore. After cleaning up, I went straight back to my room. I messaged Gu Wanner to ask about the company's recent situation and reminded her to be on guard against Su Yanbing. I had just laid down and picked up my phone when I saw a message from Su Yanbing. Come here. I was very surprised. I got up and went to her room. Before, whenever I saw her, I would always shamelessly show my hungry tiger-like desire for her. Now I stood by the bed, carefully stealing glances at Su Yanbing. I said nothing, looking both expectant and restrained. Su Yanbing's gaze heated up. She reached out and pulled me down onto the bed, immediately followed by a flurry of kisses. After kissing for a while, Su Yanbing let me go, panting. I saw the surging emotions in her eyes. It was a feeling of disgust towards me. She didn't speak. I didn't speak either, just playing dumb and looking at her like that. We just stared at each other in silence, staring and staring. I almost couldn't bear Su Yanbing's gaze. For a moment, I felt there was affection in her eyes. Su Yanbing calmed down and kissed me again. This repeated several times, before Su Yanbing finally let me go. You can go back now. Is this her act of trying to like me? Kissing but not allowing any touching. It means she doesn't like me yet. I pretended to be hurt and glanced at Su Yanbing, as if suffering because I couldn't have her love. Then I got up and left under her ambiguous gaze. 4 or 5 in the morning the next day, because it wasn't easy to get a car, I decided to drive myself. Before leaving, I sent Su Yanbing a message. I'm at the film set. I've made porridge for you. It's in the kitchen. Remember to eat when you wake up. Su Yanbing replied, Who gave you permission to go film? I saw Su Yanbing's message as soon as I arrived. I couldn't help but curse that bitch. In the end, I still had to bow my head and send a message. Didn't you say last night you would try to like me? Isn't supporting my work the first step in trying to like me? Su Yanbing replied. The premise I stated was that you had to be obedient. Haven't I been obedient enough? I wanted to stay so badly last night. But when you told me to leave, I left. Because you said you try to like me, I believed it was true. I'm willing to wait. Su Yanbing thought for a moment, then replied, You can film, but you have to come home at night. Seeing that she had compromised, I tolerated this unreasonable demand from Su Yanbing. During lunch, I didn't forget to text Su Yanbing. I miss you. Still no reply. Today, Su Yanbing didn't specify a time for me to return. I finished filming after 6 p.m. I sent her a message. I'm off work, coming home right now. By the time I got home, it was already past 8 p.m. I knocked on Su Yanbing's door. I greeted her. I'm home. Su Yanbing looked at me. Come here. I looked at her and walked over. The next second, I was pulled down onto the large bed by Su Yanbing. Our eyes met. I looked at her. Were you waiting for me? Su Yanbing looked at me without saying anything, immediately followed by a soft kiss. Just when I couldn't resist her attack, Su Yanbing pushed me away again. Just like last night, she suppressed her nausea and kissed me again and again. In the end, she went to take a shower. She's clearly disgusted with me, yet she deliberately seduces me like this, making me expect more from her. Truly worthy of being the female lead in the story, this manipulative way of toying with people's hearts. I have to give her a like. I was exhausted. I went back to my room and fell asleep immediately. The next day, I woke up early again to go to the film set, commuting every day. I spent over 4 hours on the road. Besides, there was nothing else to do at home. It was just Su Yanbing pulling me in for a makeout session, putting on a show to keep me hanging. The first film is almost finished shooting. Next is promotion and release, and also shooting a new film. I also have to write a new script. My time is completely insufficient. I don't want to sit around and wait for death anymore. During a break, I looked at Murong Yan beside me. How have I treated you? Murong Yan looked at me. If you need something, just say it directly. I took the water and had a sip. I haven't doted on you for nothing. After 4 p.m., I messaged Su Yanbing. I'm getting ready to head back. I can be back a little earlier tonight. What do you want to eat? I'll cook for you. Su Yanbing replied. Anything is fine. She actually didn't request any specific dishes. Her act of trying to love me is truly outstanding. I can't lose. I have to act better than her. Then I'll cook your favorite dishes for you. Braised pork and steamed fish. Su Yanbing smiled. Is there something you want to ask me? No. I've been too busy these past few days. I didn't have time to cook for you. Now that I finally have some time, I want to cook for you. Around 5 o'clock, Su Yanbing's phone rang continuously. She picked it up and glanced at it. In her best friend's group chat, they had sent my hot search topic. Gu Haoming in a car accident. Su Yanbing clicked on the hot search. It was my red sports car crashed into the main bridge. The front bumper was completely torn off. I wasn't seen in the hot search photos, and there was no mention of my condition. Su Yanbing's hand holding the phone tightened. She hurriedly called me, but the reply she always got was, "The number you have dialed is busy." Su Yanbing rushed out anxiously. I was lying on a hospital bed, eating the cherries Murong Yan had washed for me. I was on the phone with my mom. "Mom, I'm fine. It's just a minor scratch. You all don't need to come." Su Yanbing got into her car. When she made the 10th call to me, the call finally went through. But what Su Yanbing heard was a woman's voice. Her brows furrowed immediately. "Where is Gu Haiyoming?" Murong Yan looked at me eating cherries. She spoke very calmly. "He's still unconscious." Su Yanbing's hand holding the phone tightened again. "What's the address? What do you want the address for? Do you care if he lives or dies? If you just cared about him a little, then he wouldn't have to, besides filming, commute back and forth every day for you and get into a car accident." I gave Murong Yan a thumbs up while eating. I praised her after she ended the call. "You're pretty good at ad-libbing." Murong Yan handed the phone back to me. "I'm an actress after all. This little bit of acting is nothing. But why are you doing this? Aren't you two husband and wife? Isn't she also very concerned? Can't you just tell her directly what you want to say? Why do you have to risk this self-torment scheme?" I handed the bowl of cherries in my hand to Murong Yan. "You don't need to know." When Su Yanbing arrived at the hospital room was already full of people. I leaned against the headboard to show everyone I was okay. I already said I'm fine. I just fainted from the shock. "I'm really fine." Mom was worried the whole way here. After confirming I was okay, the rims of her eyes turned red. "You scared me to death. Why did you suddenly crash into a bridge? Is it because filming has been too tiring lately? Our family isn't short on this little bit of money. How about we just don't film this movie anymore? Look how skinny you've become lately." I was only focused on dealing with Su Yanbing. I didn't expect to alarm the whole family. Seeing their worried expressions, I felt a little guilty. "Mom, I'm very serious about acting. I also want to have my own career. I want others to see me in a different light. I know you're worried about me. I promise something like this will never happen again." Mom wanted to say more, but Dad stepped forward to console me. "Our son finally found something he likes to do. Don't make things difficult for homing. It's not bad for young people to suffer a little. It's not harmful." Murong Yan saw Su Yanbing at the door. She coughed lightly. I looked over reflexively. Seeing Su Yanbing, I immediately said, "All right, everyone, you can all go home. My wife is here. It's enough for her to be here alone." Murong Yan saw Su Yanbing walk in. She quickly spoke up. "Uncle, Auntie, Brother Haoming's accident happened because he was in a hurry to go see President Su. You two have to control Brother Haoming. You can't let him commute back and forth for his wife every day, regardless of whether his body could take it." Dad's expression immediately tensed up. "Did this really happen?" I opened my mouth to explain. "I just want to balance family and work." Seeing Su Yanbing approaching, Mom said, "You're working too hard. Since Yanbing is here, we'll head back first. Yanbing, you should talk to him. Running back and forth like this every day, it's really too exhausting. He won't listen to us. Only what you say will have an effect." Gu Wanner didn't say a word from beginning to end, standing to one side, observing, seeing me look at Su Yanbing with only her image in my eyes. Her gaze became dark. The me of the past she could understand with just a glance. The me of now she can't understand. She can't tell which of my words are true and which are false. But when I said I don't love Su Yanbing, she believed it. I looked at Su Yanbing, my eyes filled with guilt. "I'm sorry. I said I would cook something delicious for you." As a result, Su Yanbing stood by the bed, looking at me without saying anything. Her gaze was complex and hard to read. I spoke up to break the silence. "Are you angry? Are you really angry? Then I'll go back and cook for you now." Su Yanbing still said nothing, just silently looking at me, until I was about to stand up. Su Yanbing finally reacted, pushing me down onto the bed. I saw her staring at me without saying anything. "Are you worried about me?" "I'm fine." Su Yanbing then slowly spoke. "Are you hungry?" I shook my head. Su Yanbing looked at my thinner face. Her voice was also tinged with concern. "Even if you're not hungry, you have to eat." I was actually a little unused to it. My voice was both expectant and cautious. Then, "I want to eat the food you cook." After saying it, I had to give myself a thumbs up. I want to see if Su Yanbing will continue this act. Su Yanbing looked at me for a long time without speaking. It was obvious she didn't want to. As expected, she finally spoke. "We can only order takeout." My eyes became disappointed. "Then, I'll eat whatever you order." Su Yanbing's voice softened a bit. "I'll cook for you next time we're back." I slowly brightened up. "Really?" Su Yanbing nodded. Her eyes wavered slightly. "A kiss will make it real." I sighed inwardly. Her acting is really good. She can actually act like she likes me without a single flaw. After I reacted, not willing to be outdone, I kissed her once, then kissed her again, expressing my happiness to the fullest. When I was alive, I was so poor I'd never been in a relationship. I could only lick the screen while looking at women in videos. Transmigrated into a book, I have the financial means to own an entire forest, but I'm tied down by a marriage certificate. The only person I can kiss is Su Yanbing. Moreover, I can only kiss her. I can't even touch her a little. Truly the most miserable transmigration in history. But luckily, I can get divorced this year. After the divorce, I will, every night, rush into the arms of the forest. Su Yanbing had no idea what beautiful dream I was having. She took out her phone to order food for me. She knows nothing about me. Of course, she doesn't know what I like to eat. She can only rely on her memory of the last meal at the Gu family home, ordering the dish I ate the most of. After ordering, she saw me staring at her blankly. Su Yanbing frowned. "What are you thinking?" "I woke up from my beautiful dream," I hurriedly said. "Thinking about how you're suddenly being so good to me." "Am I dreaming?" Su Yanbing's gaze wavered slightly. She raised her hand and pinched my cheek. "Does it hurt?" I sucked in a sharp breath. "It hurts." Su Yanbing chuckled lightly. "It's supposed to hurt." I wasn't hurt at all. After dinner, I went back to the hotel with Su Yanbing. I wasn't worried at all about sharing a room with Su Yanbing. After showering and coming out, I was well behaved like last time, sleeping on the sofa while scrolling through my phone. Then I saw a trending topic about Su Yanbing for my sake, running 5 red lights. I clicked to see. It was indeed Su Yanbing's car. It was driving very fast, but there was no proof of running red lights. It was completely clickbait. The comment section was full of praise for Su Yanbing and me, calling it true love. Of course, I don't believe Su Yanbing likes me. I even suspect Su Yanbing bought this trending topic. Su Yanbing came out after her shower. She saw me lying on the sofa. She walked over and pulled me onto the bed. Then came another passionate kiss. When it was over, Su Yanbing suddenly said, "Sleep on the bed tonight." I knew very well that Su Yanbing would feel nauseous if she touched me. I obediently did nothing, just obediently watching Su Yanbing's act. After turning off the lights, the room was immediately plunged into darkness. I finally didn't have to act anymore. I turned over and slept with my back to Su Yanbing. Su Yanbing lay on the bed. She saw me turn my back. In her mind was still my expectant gaze from before turning off the lights. I was just getting sleepy. The woman pressed closer. There was no gap between us. I could feel Su Yanbing's body heat. This means I have to act a little more before sleeping. As if I had been waiting for a long time, I turned over to respond to her. I could feel it. Su Yanbing's body clearly tensed up, but she still wrapped her arms around my waist, like a normal couple. The two of us kissed. In the darkness, the stimulation of the senses was magnified 100-fold. I had the illusion that Su Yanbing loved me, being teased to the point of unbearable itching, when I wanted more. Su Yanbing's breathing became ragged, and she grabbed my restless hand. "I'm going to the bathroom for a bit. You go to sleep first." Su Yanbing went into the bathroom. I knew she couldn't stand the nausea anymore. I felt very tired. It's clear she feels nauseous when she touches me, yet she insists on touching me. I'm a normal man, not a monk. Every time she teases me until I'm aroused and then turns her back on me. Does she ever consider my feelings? When I fell asleep, Su Yanbing still hadn't come out. Early in the morning, I was kissed awake by Su Yanbing in a daze. I opened my sleepy eyes to look at her. She was already fully dressed. "I'm leaving." Be careful on the road. Drive slowly." Once I was awake, I couldn't go back to sleep. I resolutely sat up and started typing. I waited until it was time to go out and call Murong Yan for breakfast. "How did it go? Did you achieve the effect you wanted?" I smiled and replied to Murong Yan. "Take a guess." Yesterday, my family also helped out. My mom even asked Su Yanbing to persuade me to stop running back and forth. But Su Yanbing didn't mention it at all. I checked the time. I texted her while eating. "Have you arrived?" Su Yanbing replied very quickly. "Just arrived." I continued to pretend to be a thoughtful boyfriend. "Have you had breakfast?" "Not yet." Still just 2 simple words. I immediately ordered a breakfast for Su Yanbing. "I bought it for you. Remember to eat it later." After doing all this, I then sent her a probing message. "I'll try to come back a little earlier tonight to make up for last night's grand meal." Su Yanbing directly replied, "Okay." This left me a bit stunned. What's the situation? Isn't she supposed to be acting like she loves me? Why isn't she acting now? I immediately threw my phone aside in anger. Anyway, I now have plenty of excuses. There's no way I'm going back. Today's shoot has reached the final scene. The filming went extremely smoothly. At the same time, at the magazine photo shoot for an artist under the Su Corporation, Lu Jingnian was constantly being called out by the photographer. Although the trending topic about Su Yanbing running red lights for me had kept him up all night, but work is work. He was still very serious. He also felt that there was nothing wrong with him. But the photographer was still not satisfied. Finally, he stopped directly. "Lu Jingnian, go down and get yourself together. Don't waste everyone's time here. Shu-kun, you come over. We'll shoot yours first." Lu Jingnian kept thinking about Su Yanbing's matter. His whole being was off. He took out his phone, wanting to ask Su Yanbing. Then he saw Su Yanbing on the film set. Waiting for me to film, there were even photos. No matter where my gaze fell, Su Yanbing's eyes were always following me. Lu Jingnian couldn't help but call Su Yanbing. On the other side, I was in a bad mood. In the afternoon, when Su Yanbing arrived at the film set with great fanfare, Everyone was envious of me. No one knew how upset I was inside. Today, the first film has wrapped up. So at noon, I told a few actors that I brought in to the film crew. We'll go out to celebrate tonight. As a result, Soo-yeon Bing arrived in the afternoon. I had no choice but to bring her along, and I had to do it in front of everyone. Maintain my image of loving her. In the book, the part about her attitude towards me improving, causing the Gu family to let down their guard, was only mentioned briefly. I never thought I'd have to experience it myself. It's endless. The trending topics these past few days and my performance were enough to show that our Gu family had no defenses against Soo-yeon Bing, yet she still wants to continue acting. Could it be that Gu Wanner is on guard? So there are some things Soo-yeon Bing hasn't succeeded in. Thinking this, I didn't know whether to be happy or angry. I raised my glass of wine and took a sip. The next second, I saw Soo-yeon Bing looking at me. Why is she looking at me again? What service does she want now? I didn't want to waste effort thinking. Just getting food for Soo-yeon Bing would be enough. Just then, Soo-yeon Bing's phone rang. When she took it out to look, I glanced over and saw it was Lu Jing-neon. The male lead has come looking. Soo-yeon Bing stood up and went outside to answer the phone. I immediately felt the air become fresher. Everyone also clearly relaxed more. 2 minutes later, when Soo-yeon Bing returned to the private room, she saw everyone toasting. The private room was filled with cheerful laughter. The moment she entered, the atmosphere changed instantly. The cheerfulness on everyone's faces vanished. I asked very considerately, "Is something wrong? If you have something to do, just go." Soo-yeon Bing sat down next to me, looking at me with an unreadable, gloomy gaze. "Do you really want me to leave?" I took Soo-yeon Bing's hand. "How could that be? I just don't want you to be in a difficult position because of me. If you have something to do, go ahead. I'll wait for you." Soo-yeon Bing's expression was still very cold. "I'm fine. Lu Jing-neon just made a simple phone call." I cursed inwardly. This male lead is really too weak. I don't know if it was because of anger. The part of my stomach that was uncomfortable before sent a tearing pain. I couldn't help but frown and rub it. Soo-yeon Bing saw me rubbing my stomach. "What's wrong?" "It's nothing. Maybe I ate too much." It wasn't until we got back to the hotel that the stomach pain became more frequent. I finally felt that something was wrong. Soo-yeon Bing saw me come out of the bathroom. My face was pale. I was clutching my stomach and walking as if I was about to fall. "What's wrong? Are you not feeling well? Do you want to go to the hospital?" "No need. It's just diarrhea." I lay on the bed, tossing and turning uncomfortably. Soo-yeon Bing pressed close from behind. I was in so much pain that I had no mood or energy to deal with her. I couldn't hold back my temper anymore. "Soo-yeon Bing, I'm about to die. I'm not in the mood to love you right now. Don't come and bother me." Soo-yeon Bing ignored my anger. Her delicate body moved closer to me. I wanted to struggle free. Her cold voice rang out. "Don't move. This damn bitch." Even at a time like this, she doesn't forget to seduce me. I was about to curse at her. The woman's small warm hand placed itself on my abdomen, gently massaging. I was stunned on the spot. My anger immediately dissipated a little. Soo-yeon Bing tirelessly massaged me. In that moment, my mood was again somewhat indescribable. "Is it a little better?" I grunted, but had no energy to talk to her. I don't know if it was because of her massage. I felt the pain had lessened a bit, but I could clearly feel Soo-yeon Bing. Her body was resisting more and more violently. She still felt nauseous and allergic to my touch. Finally, Soo-yeon Bing really couldn't take it anymore, stood up and went to the bathroom. Not until a knock was heard on the door. Did Soo-yeon Bing come out of the bathroom? She had clearly washed her hands and face. Her expression was still a little unsightly. For the first time, I felt that Soo-yeon Bing, in order to achieve her goal, was quite desperate, even more hardworking than ordinary people. That night, I tossed and turned all night, until morning. The pain in my stomach finally got much better. Luckily, the movie wrapped yesterday, so I have 2 days to rest. I came back from the bathroom, feeling sleepy. Soo-yeon Bing woke me up. "Come back with me." I couldn't even open my eyes. "I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to sleep." Soo-yeon Bing let go of me. I immediately turned over, while sleeping drowsily. I felt myself being carried by several people, but I couldn't open my eyes. By the time I woke up, I found myself lying on the bed in the lounge at Soo-yeon Bing's company. I went out to use the bathroom, and saw Soo-yeon Bing cooking in the kitchen. The fragrant smell of chicken soup wafted out. Cooking for me wasn't an empty promise. It was actually real. I looked at it in some disbelief. Soo-yeon Bing saw me. Her non-negotiable tone softened a bit. "Come here." I walked over. Soo-yeon Bing looked at my stomach. "Is it still uncomfortable?" "Living this long, I've always endured sickness alone. It's rare to be taken care of by someone, and it's the person who wants to ruin my family." With mixed feelings, I stepped forward and hugged Soo-yeon Bing and continued the act with her. "It's much better. Thank you." We hugged for a moment. I felt Soo-yeon Bing having a nauseous reaction again. I let her go. Soo-yeon Bing glanced at me. That gaze seemed to hold 1,000 emotions. I didn't understand and didn't want to waste brain power. I clutched my stomach and excused myself. "I'm going to lie down for a little longer." I had just lain down and picked up my phone. After replying to messages, I browsed the news. I immediately saw some entertainment industry drama. Rising male star Chin Ming's image collapsed. Celebrity photographer Liu Yu's image collapsed. Of these two, one is Lu Jingnian's competitor, and one is Lu Jingnian's photographer. It seems the phone call last time was to deal with these two. Su Yanbing cares so much about Lu Jingnian, and she still has to act with me. You can see how strong her desire to take down the Gu family is. When Su Yanbing brought the food in, I couldn't help but take another look at her. Su Yanbing handed me a bowl of chicken soup. Drink the soup first. I took it and drank a sip. Surprised, I glanced at her. I didn't expect her cooking to be so good. Su Yanbing watched me from the side with concern. How does it taste? I took another sip, glanced at her. Delicious. It's the best chicken soup I've ever had. You taking care of me like this? Isn't it disrupting your work? Not at all. She said no. But during the course of one meal, Su Yanbing had already taken several phone calls. After I finished eating and lay down, she went to work. I didn't bring my computer back. In the afternoon, I lay in bed typing on my phone. I had my back to the door. Su Yanbing walked over, saw me holding my phone and typing. She couldn't help but frown and ask, "Who are you talking to?" I heard her voice, and immediately turned off the screen. I turned to look at Su Yanbing and saw her expression was very cold. With my mom, she tends to worry about me for no reason. Su Yanbing stepped forward to look at me, her face still showing some disbelief. I hurriedly took her hand. "Are you done with work?" Su Yanbing looked at my hand holding hers. Her expression softened a little. "Came in to see how you are." After speaking, Su Yanbing leaned down and kissed me. It was just a light kiss before she pulled away. "Don't play on your phone anymore. Get some proper rest. You go to work. Don't worry about me. Call me if you need anything." Recently, Su Yanbing has been kissing me against her will. More and more frequently, not to mention. She even comes in to check on me during her breaks. If I didn't know Su Yanbing's purpose, I almost would have drowned in this fake tenderness of hers. A wolf in sheep's clothing. It's truly terrifying. I was stimulated by her. In a moment, it was as if I was injected with chicken blood. I wrote the script with even more enthusiasm. When Su Yanbing finished work and came in, she saw me typing on my phone again. Her expression immediately became as icy as her voice. "Who are you talking to this time?" "The fact that I'm writing the script myself. I haven't told anyone." "Of course, I can't tell," Su Yanbing. Looking at her accusatory manner, I lied again. "I wasn't talking to anyone. I was just bored, so I was browsing online randomly. I saw someone say that you and Lu Jingnian were having an affair. I wanted to argue with them, but I was afraid that what I said would be laughed at by everyone." After I finished speaking, I saw Su Yanbing's accusatory aura weaken. She was clearly feeling guilty, but she quickly seemed to calm down. "If you're bored, why don't you find me?" I looked at Su Yanbing with a humble yet affectionate gaze. "I'm afraid of disturbing your work. You used to hate it the most when I came to the company to find you. The implication is that I don't dare to bother you now. Even online comments have to be considered. I'm cautious about every little thing, precisely because I'm afraid she'll hate it. This affectionate acting. Even I feel like I could win an award for it. I didn't expect Su Yanbing to be an even better actor than me." Her eyes reddened as she kissed me on the lips. For a moment, there was even a bit of deep emotion. Sorry. It won't be like this anymore." After letting me go, she looked at me as if nothing had happened, as if her eyes only had me in them. "You've been lying down all day. Come with me somewhere tonight." Su Yanbing took me to the banquet hall of a 5-star hotel. It's the Su Corporation's anniversary dinner party. Almost all the industry partners were here. Seeing us, they came over to greet us one after another. Su Yanbing brought me, dressed to the nines, to attend. And we were even wearing matching formal attire. Anyone who navigates the business world is sharp. The circulating jokes were all forgotten by everyone. One by one, they flatteringly said we were a talented man and a beautiful woman. Lu Jingnian arrived very early. He was always paying attention to Su Yanbing, wanting to wait for her to arrive to thank her for standing up for him. Seeing Su Yanbing bring me, holding my hand, wearing matching outfits, we immediately became the focus of the entire room. Hearing everyone say we were a good match, watching Su Yanbing not forgetting to take care of me amidst the socializing, he felt as if 10,000 arrows were piercing his heart. Then Lu Jingnian saw someone offer us a toast. Su Yanbing knew I had diarrhea, so she refused for me. "He's not feeling well. It's not convenient for him to drink." A moment later, the young assistant came over with a hot drink. There are countless drinks here, yet Su Yanbing bought a hot drink from outside for me. Lu Jingnian's heart ached as if it was being cut. If Su Yanbing cared so much for Gu Haoming, why would she vent anger on my behalf? I looked at the hot drink in my hand. I couldn't help but glance at Su Yanbing. Even real couples aren't this considerate, are they? Is it necessary to act to this extent? Su Yanbing squeezed my hand lightly. "You keep looking at me like that. What's wrong?" I continued the act with her. "You're suddenly treating me so well. I feel like I don't recognize you anymore. It's a little scary." Su Yanbing blinked and asked, "What's there to be afraid of?" My eyes, full of deep affection, looked at her. "I am afraid of tasting the sweetness, only for you to suddenly change back to how you were before." Su Yanbing played along very well. In the middle of the crowd, she kissed my cheek. Just then, Lin Xinyao happened to walk in, laughing and saying to mind our image. Only then did Su Yanbing let me go. Wen Mumu crossed her arms, muttering, who was it last time that insisted they didn't like Gu Haoming? Yet after just a few days, here we are in public, showing affection. Seeing them arrive, I immediately stepped forward with a smile, saying, you all can talk, I'm going to the bathroom for a bit. Seeing me leave, when Mumu didn't let up Yanbing, didn't you say you don't like him? Su Yanbing's hands clenched, she touched Gu Haoming, and still felt nauseous. How could she possibly like him? It was just an act to get revenge on Gu Haoming. I came out of the bathroom and saw Lu Jingnian walk up to Su Yanbing. I knew my place and gave them a chance, found a corner to sit down and rest. Su Yanbing's gaze passed through the bustling crowd and saw me sitting in the corner. Su Yanbing put some distance between herself and Lu Jingnian, and then walked towards me. Lu Jingnian's heart felt as if it had been hollowed out in an instant. He had loved Su Yanbing for 7 years, and had thought that Su Yanbing always had feelings for him. He never expected that now Su Yanbing didn't even want to say a single word more to him. He turned and staggered outside. He didn't know how he had gotten outside. By the time he reacted, he saw a car speeding towards him. The car's glaring headlights made him unable to open his eyes, and also made him forget to react. Immediately after, Lu Jingnian was sent flying by the car. Pain immediately engulfed his entire body. Before losing consciousness, he saw a few lines of text appear in his mind. Every word was clearly visible. Lu Jingnian saw his own name, saw his entire life. Su Yanbing came to my side. Are you tired? I smiled as if nothing was wrong. Su Yanbing took my hand. Then let's go home. In the car back to the hotel after the party ended, I was bored, so I was scrolling through my phone when I suddenly scrolled past a viral hot topic. Lu Jingnian got into a car accident. I opened it to look and saw Lu Jingnian lying in a pool of blood. There was also a photo of him being carried onto a stretcher. It looked very serious. How could Lu Jingnian get into a car accident? In the story, until Su Yanbing took down the Gu family, Lu Jingnian didn't get into a car accident. Could it be that they just argued because of me? Then if something happens to Lu Jingnian, wouldn't this bitch's hatred for me deepen even more? I couldn't help but look at Su Yanbing next to me. I was thinking whether I should tell her or wait for her to find out herself. Her phone rang. Su Yanbing slowed down the car and answered the phone. Hello? Is this Lu Jingnian's family? This is the city hospital. Lu Jingnian was in a car accident. He is currently in emergency care. Su Yanbing ended the call and looked at me. I need to go to the hospital. Are you coming with me? Or going home to rest first? I feigned exhaustion. I want to go home. If you have something to do, just go. Drop me off at the intersection ahead. I can get a taxi. Su Yanbing glanced at me. Aren't you going to ask me why I'm going to the hospital? She asked this way. I also felt that not asking would seem a bit unconcerned. Su Yanbing. But Lu Jingnian is about to die. How could Su Yanbing still be in the mood to act with me? I glanced at her. You used to dislike it the most when I asked about your business. I don't want to do things you don't like. Su Yanbing finally fell silent, and even acted out a sense of guilt. She took me home before going to the hospital. I went home, took a shower, and lay in bed. My whole body felt relaxed. I didn't want to wait for Su Yanbing, but not waiting would show that I don't care about her. I'm about to go shoot a new movie. Right now, I still have to let Su Yanbing feel that I love her to death. It would be better that way. By the time Su Yanbing got home, it was already past 10 o'clock. She opened my room door, saw that I wasn't asleep, came over and saw me watching short videos. Then she called my name. Still playing on your phone? I turned over. A look of joy appeared in my eyes. You're back. Su Yanbing looked at me and asked, It's so late. Why aren't you asleep yet? Waiting for you. Hearing this, Su Yanbing's eyes flickered. There was clear surprise in her eyes. I pretended not to understand and asked what was wrong. The next second, Su Yanbing kissed me, with a bit of heat. I knew how to make Su Yanbing finish quickly. I reached out and touched her body. Su Yanbing's kiss deepened, but in the end she still pushed me away and went to the bathroom. By the time she came out of the bathroom, I was already asleep. Su Yanbing looked at me, her eyes squinting slightly for a long time, as if trapped in a fog, still not coming to her senses after a long while. When I woke up, it was already past 10 o'clock. Su Yanbing had gone to the company. The news also had updates on Lu Jingnian. The latest news after the car accident. He is currently in the intensive care unit, still not out of the critical period. This time, Su Yanbing must be heartbroken. She probably won't have time to bother me anymore, thinking that I have to go shoot a movie tomorrow. I plan to go home and visit my parents today. I went shopping with my mom all day, bought gifts for everyone in the family. After getting back, Mom couldn't wait, and took out the gifts I bought, with a happy face, saying her son bought it with the money he earned. As soon as Gu Wanner heard this, she looked at me. I took out her gift and gave it to her. You have one too. The receipt is inside. If you don't like it, you can exchange it. Gu Wanner saw it was a necklace. She glanced at me and said happily, I like it. I asked about the company's recent situation. After lunch, I took a nap. When I woke up, I received a message from Su Yanbing telling me to come to the company. I reluctantly went. As soon as I opened the office door, Su Yanbing looked up at me. I looked at her with a curious expression. Why would she ask me to come to the company at this time? The next second, Su Yanbing took out an exquisite gift box from under her desk. It was the limited edition game console that I like. Seeing the undisguised delight in my eyes, Su Yanbing asked, "Do you like it?" "I do." I almost blurted it out. After I came to my senses, I couldn't help but look up at Su Yanbing. "Did you buy this for me?" "Mm-hmm." Su Yanbing's voice was tinged with gentleness. For a moment, I even had the illusion that she liked me. If it weren't for last night, when I still felt Su Yanbing's disgust towards me, I would have suspected she had feelings for me. Lu Jingnian is in a coma. How could Su Yanbing be in the mood to act with me? Is she blaming me to get revenge faster? Just as I was wondering, Su Yanbing went back to work. Meanwhile, Ling Xinyao sent her a photo. When she opened it, it was a photo of me choosing a necklace. Immediately after, there was another one. It was a photo of Gu Wan'er wearing that necklace. Ling Xinyao thought I bought it for Su Yanbing. She didn't expect to see the necklace on Gu Wan'er that afternoon. Su Yanbing looked at the photo. Her eyes flickered slightly, looking at me playing games on the sofa. I noticed Su Yanbing had looked at me several times but didn't say anything. When we went home for dinner, she looked at me a few more times, saying nothing. After dinner, she glanced at me even more frequently, but still didn't speak. In order to be able to go film smoothly tomorrow, I finally took the initiative to ask, "What's wrong?" Su Yanbing was a little jealous. "Where's my gift?" I was only stunned for a second. It was as if Su Yanbing had already seen the answer. "You bought gifts for your family, for Gu Wan'er, but you didn't buy one for me. Is this how you love me?" I didn't expect that the matter of buying gifts today would be found out by Su Yanbing. If I let her know right now that I don't like her, wouldn't these good, harmonious days be gone again? I thought quickly, looking at her with warm eyes. "So you've been sulking all evening because of this? Their gifts were just bought randomly. Your gift is being handmade by me. It takes some time. It's not finished yet." After hearing my explanation, Su Yanbing's expression softened a little. In the morning, I woke up to the sound of the alarm. Su Yanbing reached out and pulled me into her arms. Perhaps she was still not fully awake. In my daze, I felt that this embrace was somewhat warm, making me feel captivated for a moment. Then I heard Su Yanbing's lazy, drowsy voice. "I've arranged a driver for you. Your driving skills are too bad. From now on, you're not allowed to drive yourself." Listen to me." Listen to me? Who are you?" Su Yanbing seemed to want to hear a certain form of address. I lowered my eyes. "You are my wife." Su Yanbing kissed my lips. She only let me get up when I couldn't stand the nausea anymore. Half an hour ago, Su Yanbing received a call from Lu Jingnian's mother saying Lu Jingnian was awake and had passed the critical stage. He wanted to see Su Yanbing. Su Yanbing was sitting in the private hospital room. She heard Lu Jingnian call her, "Sister Yun Duo." Su Yanbing's heart trembled. In her usually cold eyes, her world turned upside down in an instant. "What did you call me, Sister Yun Duo?" Lu Jingnian looked at Su Yanbing, the love in his eyes no longer suppressed. "I am Xiaojin." Su Yanbing looked at him, still finding it a bit unbelievable. "You are Xiaojin." Lu Jingnian's voice was also choked with emotion. "Back then, after I helped you lure those two away, I fell off a cliff and lost my memory. During these 2 days of being in a coma, I finally remembered. No wonder when I saw the back of your ear, the cloud-shaped birthmark, I felt a sense of familiarity. It turns out we met when we were children. Are you really Xiaojin?" Su Yanbing had never forgotten him. She had always thought Xiaojin was dead. Every time she thought of him, she felt both guilt and warmth. Back then, seeing Xiaojin being taken away in despair, Su Yanbing recalled the scene of their escape back then. She remembered how Xiaojin, in order to protect Su Yanbing so she could leave, lured away the human traffickers. She could only watch helplessly as Xiaojin fell off the cliff. That's why Su Yanbing stepped in to save Lu Jingnian. It was Su Yanbing's regret for not being able to save him back then. Now, seeing that Xiaojin was still alive and that he was the Lu Jingnian she had saved before, Su Yanbing still found it a bit unbelievable. As for Lu Jingnian, ever since he woke up and discovered he was living in a novel, he immediately thought of ways to change his fate. He didn't know much about this novel. He could only rely on a short passage in his mind before the coma to get a general idea of his life. Su Yanbing had never loved him. Saving him was merely out of regret for her idealized love. The favoritism she showed him was just to get revenge on Gu Haoming. From beginning to end, he was just a tool in their relationship. Once Gu Haoming was dead, a tool like him would be useless. His experience would be the same as before, being bullied by everyone. Lu Jingnian was unwilling to accept it. Why should he have to accept an ending that was so tragic and perfunctory? And knowing about the idealized love in Su Yanbing's heart before his death was the first step for him to change his fate. Although the book didn't describe much about their childhood, when they were kidnapped by human traffickers, the key points were enough to deceive Su Yanbing. "Sister Yun Duo, my head hurts." After saying what he needed to say, Lu Jingnian pretended to be unwell. He needed to give Su Yanbing time to process it. If your head hurts, lie down and rest. Su Yanbing quickly stood up. We'll talk about it when you're better. The gentle voice pierced his ears. Lu Jingnian had spent 7 years and still couldn't get Su Yanbing to look at him with such an expression. He naively thought he had a place in Su Yanbing's heart. You're busy? You should go back. Su Yanbing looked at Lu Jingnian, her heart still excited and burning because he was the person, the Xiao Jin she had always missed. Then I'll come visit you again later. The matter between her and Xiao Jin, only the two of them knew clearly. Only Lu Jingnian called her sister Yun Duo. Even though the brave boy from the past grew up to be timid, completely different from when he was young, Su Yanbing didn't doubt it. After all, the environment has a great influence on a person. Su Yanbing was very timid as a child. Being kidnapped, escaping, and then wandering outside for many years made her the person she is today. As for Lu Jingnian, living in an environment where his father abused his mother for a long time, even the bravest person would have their edges worn down. Thinking about how much Lu Jingnian had suffered from childhood to adulthood, Su Yanbing felt regret. She regretted not caring enough for Lu Jingnian over the years. After returning to the company, Su Yanbing sat in her office chair and had to calm down for a long time before she could start working. I finished a day of filming. I returned to the hotel, picked up my phone, and opened it. I saw the trending topic about Lu Jingnian. No wonder Su Yanbing didn't bother me all day. It turns out Lu Jingnian had woken up. Lu Jingnian saw the trending topic and said to Su Yanbing, Sister Yun Duo, if you're not busy, don't keep coming here. I'm afraid people will gossip. I'm afraid Brother Haoming will overthink it. Su Yanbing looked at him with a gentle and comforting gaze. Don't worry. With me here, no one will dare to say anything bad about you, and no one will dare to bully you anymore. Haoming won't overthink it either. Lu Jingnian lowered his head and said nothing. I don't know if it's a professional habit, but tears rolled down his cheeks. Su Yanbing's gaze became even more gentle. What's wrong? Why are you crying? I'm just too happy, Lu Jingnian said in a hoarse voice. I never expected the crybaby from back then would grow up to be so amazing and even took care of me for so many years. Lu Jingnian knew that what Su Yanbing cared about the most was the childhood memory with her idealized love, so he mentioned it again. Su Yanbing wanted to step forward and wipe his tears. You're also very good now. But my face unconsciously appeared in her mind, the face waiting for her to come home. Really? Sister Yunduo, after knowing him Xiaojin, are you really not disappointed? Su Yanbing looked at him. Xiaojin was the person she truly cared about, the person she hadn't forgotten for so many years. Su Yanbing recalled Lu Jingnian's question before the car accident. She remembered how Lu Jingnian had confessed to her while drunk. At this moment, Su Yanbing's phone rang. It was a message from me. I forgot my game console at your office. Remember to bring it home. Lu Jingnian saw Su Yanbing looking at her phone and secretly bit his lip. Sister Yunduo, it's getting late. You've been tired all day. You should go home and rest. Su Yanbing stood up and patted his head. Rest well. I'll come see you again tomorrow. Su Yanbing didn't reply to my message. She made a phone call, giving instructions not to allow any news related to her and Lu Jingnian to appear online anymore. Returning home exhausted, she looked at the empty living room, and my image appeared in her mind again. After taking a shower, she lay in bed, looking at the empty space beside her, and uncontrollably thought of me again. She thought about being kidnapped as a child again. At that time, she and Xiaojin were both only 5 years old. They were locked in a dark room with no sunlight. Su Yanbing was so scared she couldn't stop crying. Lu Jingnian comforted her like an adult, and even sang to her. Even though Su Yanbing didn't say a word, Lu Jingnian wasn't bothered at all and talked non-stop beside her. Seeing the birthmark behind her ear, Xiaojin called her sister Yun Duo. He said his name was Xiaojin. He said his parents would definitely come to save him. At that time, he would definitely ask his parents to take her home. Later, when the human traffickers were about to transport them, an opportunity to escape arose. The clever and brave Xiaojin led her to escape together, but in the end, they were discovered by the traffickers in time and chased after. Xiaojin, in order to hide her, lured the traffickers away by himself. She could only watch helplessly as he fell off the cliff. Su Yanbing had tried to find Xiaojin, but for so many years there had been no news of him. Su Yanbing thought he was dead. Now he was alive and even liked her. At this moment, she felt that any revenge was not as important as being with Xiaojin. In the morning, before the alarm even went off, I was awakened by the sound of Su Yanbing opening the door. Why are you here? Su Yanbing glanced at me and entered the room. I came to tell you something. I switched to a warm gaze, looking at Su Yanbing's somewhat tired appearance. What's so urgent that you had to come here so early in the morning? Su Yanbing met my affectionate gaze, and the sense of urgency in her heart suddenly seemed to be blocked. I saw Su Yanbing's hesitant look. I understood and spoke up. Whatever it is, just say it. Su Yanbing thought of Xiaojin and finally spoke. I came to talk about divorce with you. What? Divorce? My chest tightened, and all my sleepiness vanished. I suspected I had misheard. Divorce? The Gu family will collapse overnight. Su Yanbing wants me to experience the pain of falling from the clouds into hell. Su Yanbing looked at my disbelieving expression and her heart felt inexplicably heavy, but thinking of Xiao Jin, she could only ignore that strange feeling. Yes, divorce. A forced relationship won't be sweet. I know you like me, but I've never liked you. It's here. Her sword of revenge is here. I secretly pinched myself hard, making my eyes red with pain. Never liked me? Then what was all your good treatment before? I felt that the pain of being dumped had to be acted out realistically. That way, Su Yanbing would feel the satisfaction of revenge, and it would make the divorce process smoother for me. Su Yanbing saw my red eyes, and her chest felt like an invisible hand was pulling at it, causing waves of dull pain. She tried to suppress it. Gu Haoming was wrong to force the marriage first. He deserved it. She suppressed the pain in her heart and said through gritted teeth, "The good treatment I showed you before was just an act to get revenge for you forcing the marriage. From beginning to end, I've only ever hated you. I didn't expect to so quickly reach the original character's ending in the book." I stood unsteadily, my fingers clenched, biting my lip with an expression too pained for words. Su Yanbing handed me the divorce agreement she was clutching in her hand. "Originally, I planned to deal with the Gu family, leave you with nothing, and then divorce you. But I really don't want to act with you anymore. If you agree to a divorce now, our grievances will be wiped clean. From now on, I won't touch the Gu family." I was immediately overjoyed inwardly. I can get a divorce without the Gu family being touched. Such a good deal. If I hesitated for even a second, there would be something wrong with my brain. I suppressed the excitement in my heart, took the divorce agreement with trembling hands and feigned sorrow, letting a few tears fall onto the black and white paper. When Su Yanbing saw this, her chest felt as if it had been pierced by a sword, causing a sharp pain. I suddenly looked up at her with teary eyes. My deep gaze carried affection, carried sorrow, and also carried regret. In a few short seconds, it was as if I had rewatched our entire past together, as if I had compromised. With difficulty, I choked out 2 words from my throat. Ill divorce. After saying that, I bit my lip and picked up the pen. I signed the divorce agreement and handed it to her. Su Yanbing looked down at the signed divorce agreement, feeling no pleasure of revenge in her heart, nor the joy of ending this marriage. Instead, there was an indescribable feeling of panic. Su Yanbing's fingers stiffly took it. Tears welled up in my eyes. "When do we process the papers?" "Let me know then." Su Yanbing looked at me with tears threatening to fall, with an appearance of trying hard to suppress the pain. Her throat felt as if it was being squeezed by an invisible hand, but thinking of Xiao Jin, she gripped the divorce agreement tightly. "We'll do it today." "So eager?" I suddenly thought of Lu Jingnian. It seems this is all thanks to Lu Jingnian's car accident, which scared Su Yanbing and made her want to get him faster. This is great. I was ecstatic inside, but on my face, tears finally streamed down. I managed to utter one word with difficulty. "Okay, in 2 hours, meet at the Civil Affairs Bureau." After saying that, I turned my back to her. There was no longer any trace of sadness or misery on my face. Su Yanbing looked at my trembling shoulders, thinking of me holding back my sobs. Her heart ached uncontrollably. She clutched the divorce agreement in her hand. "Go pack your things. I'll wait for you in the car." "Ride in Su Yanbing's car? How could I be happy then?" "No need. I've called a car." "Don't worry. I said I'd go, so I'll definitely go." Hearing the sound of the room door closing, I immediately laughed out loud with joy. The Gu family doesn't have to go bankrupt anymore. I'm about to be free, to enjoy the beautiful single life. This time, Su Yanbing didn't go back on her word. 3 hours later, after the two of them finished the procedures, they walked out of the Civil Affairs Bureau one after another. I didn't dare to show my happiness in front of Su Yanbing. I always looked dazed as if I had been hit hard. I said nothing throughout the process. I walked out with my head down, unaware that Su Yanbing would suddenly stop in front of me. I almost bumped into her. As soon as I looked up, I met Su Yanbing's deep gaze. What's with this look? Seeing me so sad, is she still not satisfied? I didn't give Su Yanbing a chance to speak first. "Don't worry. I know you hate me. I won't come to bother you anymore in the future or cause trouble in your life. I will stay away from you. I hope you can also keep your word and spare the Gu family. We'll be there on time in a month." After saying that, I walked in the opposite direction from Su Yanbing's car. If I walked any slower, I would reveal traces of my secret joy. Su Yanbing watched my departing figure as if she was watching me step out of her world bit by bit. It was clearly something to be happy about, but Su Yanbing felt inexplicably empty inside, as if she had lost something important. But very quickly, her phone rang. Seeing the 2 words Xiaojin on the screen, her eyes immediately warmed and her mind was filled only with Lu Jingnian. All the way, I imagined a beautiful future. I happily returned to the hotel and treated the entire film crew to drinks. Murong Yan's eyes showed a hint of scrutiny. "You look very happy today." I grinned from ear to ear. How can I not be happy filming a new movie? I don't have to deal with Su Yanbing anymore. I won't be bothered by her anymore. How could I not be happy? I hate this damn 30-day waiting period. I hate that I have to wait another 30 days to get the divorce certificate and be truly single again. Otherwise, I would definitely go to the club tonight and party hard. Without Su Yanbing's interference, the new movie was finished after a week of working overtime. Coupled with Murong Yan's promotion, Murong Yan and I were on the trending list again. In the hospital, Lu Jingnian leaned against the hospital bed, watching as the top 10 trending topics were almost completely taken over by me and Murong Yan. The comment section was full of people shipping us as a couple. His expression changed constantly. As soon as this trailer was released, I had stolen all of Lu Jingnian's spotlight. This is the so-called protagonist halo. So even though Lu Jingnian had stolen Xiaojin's identity because he wasn't the real protagonist, Su Yanbing didn't treat him as well as she did in the book. During this time, although Su Yanbing visited him every day, cared for and paid attention to him, there was still a lot missing. Lu Jingnian didn't believe it. He didn't believe he couldn't change all of this. Lu Jingnian sent a message to Su Yanbing. Sister Yunduo, the doctor says I'm recovering very well. I can be discharged tomorrow. Meanwhile, in a private room at the club, today was Qinshi U.S. birthday party. More than a dozen men and women sat around a table, making it very lively. Su Yanbing sat quietly drinking in a corner, lost in her thoughts. The noise around her didn't affect her at all. Seeing her phone screen light up, it was a message from Lu Jingnian. Su Yanbing put down her wine glass to reply to his message. Then I'll pick you up tomorrow. After sending it, she was about to put her phone away when she saw the trending topic about Murong Yan and Gu Haoming having a banquet. My name stood out unusually. Su Yanbing paused for a moment but still clicked on it. There were many videos inside. She opened one. It was a highlight reel edited by fans. In the video, I was constantly eating one bite after another, completely disregarding my image. My appetite and mood seemed extremely good. Occasionally, Murong Yan's voice could be heard. Su Yanbing looked at the trending list again. Only then did she realize the trending list was almost dominated by me and Murong Yan. Su Yanbing opened the trailer and saw that in the short 30 seconds, 20 seconds were kissing scenes between me and Murong Yan. Her chest immediately felt restless and uncomfortable. She picked up her wine glass and downed it in one go. For the past week, it was as if she was possessed. She would think of me when she got home. She would also think of me at the company. Clearly, all those memories were her acting to get revenge on me, but she always unintentionally thought of me when she saw something. She clearly felt disgusted when she kissed Gu Haoming. She clearly liked Xiaojin, but every time she went to the hospital to visit Xiaojin, she didn't feel the expected sense of joy. Instead, she would think of me for no reason. She remembered Gu Haoming being threatened by her. Even though he was so angry he gritted his teeth. He could look surprised in an instant, with a fake smile and a docile expression. She remembered the way Gu Haoming looked at her with deep affection, and she would even think, is he very sad now? Many times, she had the urge to contact me, but in the end, she suppressed it time and time again. She felt she had gotten too deep into her role. She forced herself to get out of it. But a week had passed. Seeing the intimate scenes between me and Murong Yan was like needles pricking Su Yanbing's eyes. Lin Xinyao got bored of playing over there. She came over and saw Su Yanbing staring blankly at me in the photo and couldn't help but tease her. I never thought Sister Yanbing would one day look at an object and think of a person. Liking someone is nothing to be ashamed of. You might not admit it to us, but don't lie to yourself. Su Yanbing looked up at her. Why do you all think I like Gu Haoming? Ask your own heart. For the past week, you've come here every night to drink away your sorrows. Isn't it because of him? Su Yanbing's fingers stiffened. Just then, her phone rang. Mother Su originally thought I was just playing around by going into acting. Seeing the trending topic about me and Murong Yan online, a sense of tension immediately arose. She hurriedly called her daughter. Yanbing, Haoming went to act. Why aren't you managing him at all? Look at him hugging and kissing another woman. Aren't you angry? Hurry up and bring him back. Our family isn't short on that little bit of money. If you just let him keep acting like this, your husband will become someone else's husband. Because they didn't have the divorce certificate yet, neither of them had told their parents about the divorce. Su Yanbing gave a perfunctory answer and hung up. Just as she picked up her wine glass for a sip, she heard Murong Yan's voice from the phone, of Lin Xinyao next to her. Thank you, Auntie Qin, for the carnival gift. The number of viewers on the live stream exceeded 100,000. Qin Shuzhen saw the trending topic and immediately joined the live stream to top up. She also introduced herself. In just a few minutes, she attracted a lot of viewers. Murong Yan also knew that Qin Shuzhen was my mother, so she immediately connected with her. Auntie, can you hear me? Qin Shuzhen was requested by Murong Yan to connect. I can hear you. I heard my mother's voice, and only then did I walk to the screen. Mom, why are you giving her gifts? Murong Yan was not happy. Auntie giving me gifts shows that she likes me. Does that even need to be said? Qin Shuzhen said with a laugh. That's right. I'm Xiaoyan's fan. I'm happy giving her gifts. You don't live stream. If you did, I would give them to you too. I sighed. Wouldn't that be wasting half the money? Murong Yan replied happily. Auntie, I'm already very happy that you like me. You don't need to give me gifts. Qin Shuzhen said with a laugh. It's just a small token of my appreciation. It's Haoming's first time acting. On set, you must have been troubled taking care of him a lot. When you have time later, come to our house for a meal. They'll make you delicious food. Murong Yan immediately agreed. You're really not polite at all. Murong Yan glanced at me. You don't want me to come? My mother chimed in. Xiao Yan, don't mind what he thinks. Lin Xinyao intentionally only let Su Yanbing hear the audio without seeing the video. After the call ended, she glanced at her curiously. You didn't actually divorce Gu Haoming, did you? With a cold look in her eyes, Su Yanbing stood up and went straight home. The internet was flooded with news about me. Su Yanbing had always thought that the divorce would be a blow to me, that I would be heartbroken and sad, unable to eat or sleep well. But looking at the photos, not only had I not lost weight, my face even seemed a little chubbier. My overall state looked confident and radiant. The comment section was no longer filled with ridicule for me. Everyone was praising me. Gu Haoming always said he loved Su Yanbing, but after the divorce, he wasn't affected at all. On the contrary, he was getting better and better. While she clearly didn't like him, she thought about him every day. I ate and drank my fill. Murong Yan also ended her live stream. Back in my room, I habitually picked up my phone and unexpectedly saw in the comment section a person named Handsome Guy of Jiangcheng commenting. Only then did I remember that Jiangcheng was about to have an earthquake of over 7 on the Richter scale. In the book, Lu Jingnian went to Jiangcheng 2 days later. As a result, there was an earthquake. Su Yanbing rushed there. The original owner hated Lu Jingnian to the bone because of this, so he hired people to beat him up. Now the main plot has changed. Lu Jingnian broke a bone, so he definitely won't come to Jiangcheng anymore. But the earthquake will still happen as expected. I considered whether or not to mention this. I know better than anyone that if I say this, no one will believe me. But thinking about all those living souls, I finally decided to give a little reminder. I replied to a netizen in Jiangcheng. Lately, I've been observing the stars at night. Jiangcheng will have a major earthquake in the next 2 days. For your safety, if you can avoid being in Jiangcheng recently, then don't stay in Jiangcheng. Then I privately messaged the major media outlets in Jiangcheng, telling them about my prediction that Jiangcheng might have a major earthquake. After sending it, I put my phone away and went to sleep. I woke up after 8 o'clock. I opened my phone and found that because of my reply last night, I was being flamed on the top search results. I thought that most people would just see it as a joke and not believe it. I didn't expect them to directly interpret my good intentions as malicious. To me, this isn't a bad thing. The more malicious they are now, the better their impression of me will be then. I decisively took this opportunity to post another Weibo. I have absolutely no ill will towards Jiangcheng. On the contrary, I really like Jiangcheng. That's why I noticed some of Jiangcheng's recent abnormalities. In the next 2 or 3 days, it's better for everyone to pay special attention. A little caution won't hurt. Don't you all agree? Gu Wanner saw my Weibo and immediately sent me a message. You're a public figure now. How can you joke about predicting an earthquake online like this? I told Gu Wanner directly. I'm telling you, I really feel that Jiangcheng will have an earthquake. Do you believe me? I saw that she kept typing and sent me another message. A little prevention doesn't hurt. In the next 2 days, tell the consumer goods manufacturing company under us to prepare a batch of relief supplies. I have 2 days off. I originally planned to go home, but I haven't received the divorce papers yet. If I go home now, and not to Su Yanbing's place, my parents will definitely notice something is wrong. I'm afraid there will be another complication with the divorce, so I decided to tell them only after getting the divorce papers. But over here, Mom and Dad went to the hospital for a routine checkup and ran into Su Yanbing. Su Yanbing was helping Lu Jingnian out of the hospital. Lu Jingnian's mother was walking beside them carrying luggage. They looked exactly like a family. My father's face immediately changed with anger, and he walked towards them. Mom looked at Su Yanbing helping Lu Jingnian. Her expression wasn't any better. My son is working hard filming outside, and you're at home taking care of another man. Is this how you bully my son behind our backs? Lu Jingnian immediately explained in a panic. Auntie, it's not what you think. Qin Shuzhen thought about how her son insisted on going into acting, and in an instant, she concluded that I did it because Su Yanbing liked this little celebrity, so I wanted to use acting to win her over. Have you been acting too much? So you think it's normal to be intimate with a married woman? That it's a perfectly normal thing to do? Lu Jingnian could only look towards Su Yanbing. Sister Yunduo, please let me go. Don't let uncle and auntie misunderstand. Lu Jingnian had a broken leg. He couldn't stand steadily at all. How could Su Yanbing let go? Looking at the boy who once protected her having to suffer because of her, Su Yanbing looked at my parents coldly. Qin Shuzhen looked at Lu Jingnian and said coldly, calling her sister Yunduo sounds so intimate. Lu Jingnian took a step forward to explain, please don't blame Sister Yunduo. It's because I have a one-sided crush on her. I want to be by her side. I was the shameless one who kept clinging to her. She just took pity on me. She has never done anything to wrong Gu Haoming. Gu Wanner finished parking and walked over, standing in front of Su Yanbing. She looked at her with a cold smirk, so compassionate. Why don't you just take him home? Su Yanbing looked at Gu Wanner with a cold smile. You've always been hoping for me to get a divorce, haven't you? Gu Wanner stared back at her, not to be outdone. Not hoping for Homing to divorce you, am I supposed to support you having your cake and eating it too? Su Yanbing. Either you cut ties with him completely right now, or you divorce Homing. Su Yanbing, not to be outdone, curled her lips coldly. What right do you have to make such demands of me? You're just someone who mooches off the Gu family for a few meals. You don't actually think you're a member of the Gu family, do you? Gu Dongguo slapped Su Yanbing across the face, his face red with anger. Lu Jingnian's eyes immediately turned red with worry. Sister Yunduo, are you okay? Su Yanbing glanced at Gu Dongguo with an ugly expression and helped Lu Jingnian leave. Sister Yunduo, I'm sorry. If it weren't for me, you wouldn't have been misunderstood. Su Yanbing looked at him darkly. Why did you say that just now? Did I say something wrong? Lu Jingnian had just said he liked her and clung to her. Su Yanbing took pity on him. Those words would only make others misunderstand more. Su Yanbing thought of how Lu Jingnian was as a child and didn't want to think badly of him. She glanced at him and said nothing more. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but why is it that when I look at Lu Jingnian, I only feel annoyed? After taking Lu Jingnian back to his place, Mother Lu insisted Su Yanbing stay for dinner. She used work as an excuse and left. Sitting in the car, Su Yanbing opened our WeChat conversation. After filing for divorce, she hadn't sent me any more messages. Her finger hovered over the screen for a long time. Su Yanbing finally sent me a message. I want to see you now. I received a call from Qin Shuzhen. She said that Gu Dongguo had been hospitalized. I was rushing back. When I saw the message from Su Yanbing, I couldn't help but roll my eyes. How many pounds of alcohol did you drink? To send a message to the wrong person, Su Yanbing replied. I didn't send it to the wrong person. Are you coming back or should I come find you? My eyelid twitched twice. We've already filed for divorce. We've already fallen out with each other. What's there to meet about? Our relationship is no longer one where we should meet. If you have something to say, just say it here. Su Yanbing didn't reply to my message anymore. I thought about how she had been out of contact for days, then suddenly contacted me and suggested meeting. I suddenly had a bad feeling. In the hospital room, Qin Shuzhen was both angry and worried. Su Yanbing is really too much, having an affair right in front of us and being so blatant about it. I really underestimated Lu Jingnian. Before, when Haiyoming bullied him, I thought I had misunderstood him. I never expected he'd actually always had designs on Su Yanbing. Gu Wanner was texting me while comforting her. Auntie Qin. Haoming isn't like before anymore. He no longer only has Su Yanbing in his eyes. Now he has things he wants to do, a life of his own. Getting a divorce, leaving someone who doesn't love him, might actually be a good thing for him. It was then that I found out my dad was angered into sickness by Su Yanbing. Thinking about how in the book he was angered by Su Yanbing to the point of a cerebral hemorrhage, I became a little worried. As soon as I arrived at the hospital, I went straight to the hospital room and walked towards Gu Dongguo, who was lying on the hospital bed. Why were you suddenly hospitalized? How are you? What did the doctor say? Gu Dongguo looked at me. Qin Shuzhen also looked at me. Gu Wanner also looked at me, but no one said anything. I saw that Qin Shuzhen's eyes were red. I thought Gu Dongguo was very sick, so I stood up. If no one's talking, you'll go ask the doctor. Seeing my worry, Gu Dongguo spoke up. I'm fine. It's just high blood pressure, I immediately teased. High blood pressure? And Mom is already this worried. Dad, what virtues and talents do you have that make Mom love you so much? Qin Shuzhen's eyes grew even redder. Who's worried about him? I'm worried about you. I eat well and sleep well every day. What is there to worry about with me? Seeing me smile happily, Qin Shuzhen felt even more heartbroken. How much her son had loved Su Yanbing over the years, she knew best. Besides, the recent news of their affection was constantly trending. After Su Yanbing started treating him well, his whole person changed. But now Su Yanbing dared to be, right in front of them, openly intimate with another man. Qin Shuzhen asked tentatively, how have you and Su Yanbing been recently? I looked at her, and then at Gu Dongguo. Don't hide it from me anymore. I already know. I thought it over on the way here. If she's going to be so outrageous, I don't plan to continue living with her either. Heartbroken, Qin Shuzhen stepped forward and hugged me. Haoming, your parents will always respect your decision. Su Yanbing doesn't know how to cherish you. It's her loss. Just mentioning Su Yanbing, Gu Dongguo's anger flared up again. Wanner, from today, cancel all cooperation with the Su family. I stepped forward and said, Dad, Mom, don't worry. I've already thought things through. I have a lot of things I want to do now. To me, Su Yanbing is just a youthful experience, just not turning back until I hit a wall. It will become the past. After comforting my parents and Gu Wanner, I left some space for the couple and then we went out together. Gu Wanner and I found a nearby restaurant to have a meal. This was the first time we'd eaten alone together. I focused on eating. Gu Wanner occasionally glanced at me, her eyes seeming to hold 1,000 words she wanted to say. I'm not stupid. I told my parents I wanted to divorce Su Yanbing, which gave hope to someone with a deep secret love like Gu Wanner. But she is extremely measured, a woman so deep and mature. If I didn't know that Gu Wanner, the person she had always deeply loved, was the original owner, the one who, no matter how many unreasonable things he did, she still loved deeply, I couldn't help but be moved. Halfway through the meal, my phone rang. Su Yanbing sent me another message. I'm at the door of your private room now. If you don't come out, I'm coming in. I wanted to curse. As expected, my premonition was right. This woman wants to cause trouble again. I used the excuse of going to the restroom to go out. I opened the door and saw Su Yanbing. I was a little surprised. Living happily with the person you love? Why do you look so haggard? Is taking care of Lu Jingnian that hard? I was a bit impatient. Spit it out. What do you want from me? Su Yanbing's gaze flickered. She reached out and pulled me into an adjacent private room. I looked at her impatiently. What? It's only been a week since we filed for divorce and you already regret it? Realized you've fallen in love with me? Su Yanbing stared at my sarcastic face, finding it very jarring. Hao Ming, don't talk to me with this attitude. I just laughed coldly. Then what kind of attitude do you want? Don't you forget. You were the one who said you never liked me. That all I had to do was sign the divorce papers with you, and everything in the past would be wiped clean. It's been a week since we last met. Su Yanbing looked at the man just within reach, her heart wavering incessantly. You came looking for me to confirm something. It's only now that you realize I had unknowingly entered your heart at some point. That's why when you saw me laughing and talking with another woman, you felt uncomfortable. When you saw I was about to have a kissing scene with another woman, you lost control. All your torment towards me was just an excuse to see the infatuation in my eyes. The plays you acted out with me were all things you actually wanted to do with me. Su Yanbing was silent for a moment before pursing her lips and saying, I regret it. Hearing that, my heart tightened. What do you mean? I don't want a divorce anymore. I felt like I was struck by lightning. Why? I was so angry I gritted my teeth. You played with my feelings before. When I thought you loved me, you forced me to divorce you, ruthlessly hurting me. Now that I finally managed to get over it, you're saying you regret it and don't want to divorce. Do you feel your revenge isn't complete and want to take revenge on me one more time? Su Yanbing recalled the words she had said to me before and could only lower her head and say softly, It's not like that. Hearing that, I laughed in anger. Not for revenge? Could it be that you've really fallen in love with me? My mocking expression was extremely jarring. Su Yanbing was speechless. Her silence was like a tacit admission in my eyes. I wouldn't believe it with my toes. I laughed again, as if I'd heard the funniest joke in the world. Do you think I'm brainless? Very easy to fool? Su Yanbing directly stepped forward and hugged me. I stood still, watching her without moving, letting her kiss land. There wasn't a single sound in the room. The disordered breathing grew heavier. In the end, Su Yanbing pushed me away once again. In her eyes were turbulent waves suppressed to the extreme, and her complexion was extremely awful. I once again confirmed that she was still disgusted by me. I looked at her a little confused. She was so intimate with Lu Jingnian that they were openly affectionate in public. Why did she suddenly turn around and come here pretending to love me? I really couldn't take it anymore. I slapped Su Yanbing across the face. Su Yanbing, it was my fault for forcing the marriage in the beginning. But at your place, I've learned my lesson and suffered enough. Is it still not enough to erase the hatred in your heart? That you still want to deceive me one more time? Su Yanbing didn't expect me to hit her. She looked at me, then looked into my reddened eyes, remembering my past infatuation. Su Yanbing's ugly expression softened. I'm not deceiving you this time. I used a bit of acting skill, but seeing Su Yanbing's acting skills, where she could even endure a slap, I immediately felt ashamed of my own abilities. The disgust in your eyes is so obvious. Do you think I'm blind? Su Yanbing's gaze faltered for a moment. I don't. For the first time, Su Yanbing felt that 100 mouths couldn't defend her. Hao Ming, please believe me. She didn't understand why she still had that feeling of disgust, but it definitely wasn't because she hated me. Perhaps it was because her previous desire for revenge was too strong and her hatred was too intense, forming an instinctive reaction. I responded to her with a cold laugh. A week ago you said with your own mouth that you never loved me, that it was all an act. This morning, you were just with Lu Jingnian, being so intimate that you angered my father into the hospital. And now you're telling me you like me. Are you a chameleon? Changing so quickly. Su Yanbing just looked at me deeply. Hao Ming, whether you believe it or not, I won't divorce you anymore. My heart immediately seized up. Su Yanbing, I don't love you anymore. Ever since we filed for divorce, I stopped loving you. Forcing me to stay by your side will only make me hate you. Su Yanbing felt as if her heart was being squeezed by someone. She could only struggle helplessly. It's okay if you hate me. She didn't believe that this deep love of 7 years, Hao Ming could let go of it all in just 1 week. What on earth is this situation? Her progress with the male lead has clearly had a breakthrough. Why is she still coming to disgust me? Could it be because I didn't die like in the book, so she didn't achieve the effect she wanted? Does it have to end with my death to satisfy her? I'm not feeling well at all. I feel annoyed and uncomfortable. Su Yanbing grabbed my hand again and said firmly, "Come home with me." I wanted to shake her off, but she pulled me tighter. Su Yanbing looked at my resistant expression, unwilling to go with her. She could only resort to threats. "Don't you forget the video I have." I gritted my teeth, my fists clenching and unclenching. Seeing that I finally stopped resisting, Su Yanbing pulled me out the door. I haven't gotten my phone yet. Only then did Su Yanbing stop at the private room door. "You wait here. I'll go in and get it for you. I immediately refused. Let me get it myself. But Su Yanbing was still very firm. Either I go or we go together. We just talked about demanding a divorce. In the blink of an eye, Su Yanbing pulls me into view. I can imagine that Gu Wanner, how heartbroken she would be to see this. I gritted my teeth. You go. Su Yanbing pushed open the door to the private room. When Gu Wanner saw her, her face immediately turned cold. What are you doing here? Su Yanbing's gaze darkened. I came to get something for Hao Ming. Gu Wanner stood up. Just this morning you were pitying another man, now you're here acting all attentive. Even a time management master isn't as good as you. Su Yanbing looked at her, her gaze sharp. The two women were equally stunning. Perfect figures. Their eyes met. It was a stance of rivals meeting with bloodshot eyes. Su Yanbing spoke as if she could see through Gu Wanner's thoughts. You want me to get a divorce? Unfortunately, I have no intention of divorcing Hao Ming. Gu Wanner's fingers tightened. She couldn't hold it in anymore. Su Yanbing, if you're really that capable, then don't threaten him. Su Yanbing retorted. If you're really that capable, why didn't you marry Hao Ming? For the past 2 years, Gu Wanner saw me being tormented by Su Yanbing, gradually losing myself. She was always filled with regret. Hitting a sore spot, Gu Wanner rushed forward to grapple with Su Yanbing. I pushed open the door to the private room and entered, only to see the two of them fighting.